All right, guys, welcome back to the show, the 305 Podcast, a fresh start. I got here today.
Zherka. It's called the 305 Podcast. I thought it's called the Fresh Start. What the? Where the fuck?
Fresh start. And of course, we got here as well.
Have no fear, Mr. Organic is here, the God in the flesh, man. Let's get crazy.
And of course,
Dom Luca breaking narrative.
Listen, Gary isn't here today.
You got 4 black guys here.
Yeah.
Zherka,
Literally.
I didn't know he was Albanian. I'm like, damn, he was saying nigga. Like, I gotta see him when I see him.
Yeah.
But he was like, oh, he Albanian. Them niggas.
They're one of us. They're one of us.
Yeah, I fuck with Albanians.
So, Gary isn't here today.
It's like I'm getting jumped on this guy.
Oh, yeah. It was
But he had a video he wanted us to play to welcome you, Zherka. So let's play the video.
Hold on, pause. Before you play this.
Yeah.
You're saying 100% true he got jumped today.
1,000%. And I noticed because I was
By who?
random niggas, bro, in the street.
Oh, like YouTube people.
No, random
Like commenters.
random black people in the street, bro.
What?
What? Niggas,
No,
What?
so get this, right? He was streaming.
Gary doesn't say that.
He was streaming on live, and they didn't want to be recorded.
Oh,
So they said, "Oh, what's up with you, nigga? Like, what you recording me for?"
Gary said that to him?
No, he said that to Gary.
Okay.
No, we're gonna play it so you can see it, but like he actually got jumped. But
By some black guys.
when I was in Vegas too, it happened to us with a drunk white guy.
Oh
Randomly.
yeah, I saw that.
I'm like, bro, this can't be real life.
Yeah, it
2 minutes
happens.
on the strip, we get attacked. It's crazy, bro.
Well, what happened with that? You got hit?
Well, no, it's on a vlog, but like he tried to like fight me and Gary. It's weird, bro.
I saw that. He squared up with y'all.
He's drunk. Like, I don't care who you are. Podcast, I'll punch you.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, dude. I've been everywhere on earth. I feel like Vegas is the most loser energy. Like, you meet some of the weirdos in Vegas,
When
dude.
they drunk, high, and lost their money. They
Yeah.
ready to die.
Yeah, they're ready for some like cheap
off.
hooker pussy.
Right.
Can we say hooker pussy?
Yeah, it's fine, bro.
Yeah,
All right, here we go.
Fresh likes hooker pussy.
No, bro. It's just crazy, bro. I just play it. Here we go.
23 minutes, 23 seconds.
There are 5 undeniable truths in life. Number 1, death, promised to all of us. Number 2, taxes. Number 3, you can't turn a hoe into a housewife. Number 4, numerology is king. And number 5, when the main's away, the side bitch will come play. Having said that, welcome John Zherka to the 305 podcast.
What the fuck? Why? Does he get a cut of this? Does he get a cut of this podcast? I'm fucking leaving. This shit's a setup.
You want to
bro.
respond to him? You want to respond to him?
You know, it's weird, man. I've been saying this over and over again, and you know, I don't want to like make it sound gayer than it is because it's not gay, but it's gonna come off as gay.
Yeah.
When you're up in life, money, women, status, you know how hard it is to hate someone.
Right.
I remember
Yeah,
I
real
said
shit.
I'm not doing a podcast with him, so it was me, Chris, and Myron on the podcast.
Yeah.
And then I went back home and or back to the hotel, right, with this very mid bitch, you know.
What happens?
I was grateful though.
I was grateful.
It has
She had a
been.
lot of personality. She was making me feel great.
Yeah.
And I remember thinking to myself, wait a minute. I don't even hate Fresh. I don't even feel like Fresh is a hater. And I've had my boys say way worse stuff about me, and I'm still boys with them.
Right.
So I'm like, you know what? We decided to troll Fresh. I was with Reina that night. We called you just to make fun of you. You didn't pick up. And I felt so weird when Fresh, he didn't call me back to troll me. He called me back like, hey, what's up? Like
Right.
as a friend.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh shit, I'm calling a fucking troll on you and you're being real. So I felt weird. And I'm like, you know what? I don't think I want to go on Fresh and Fit unless Fresh is there. And I want to resolve this because I can't force this hate. I can hate anyone. I'm really good at hating people, right?
yeah.
I could be a hater, but I'm like, I can't force this for some reason. And I feel like if you do something inauthentic, bro, you lose sleep over that shit.
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
I felt like I'm being weird to Myron too, kind of doing podcasts without Fresh and shit. So when we got that done, immediately everyone's like, yo, you're supposed to be on Sneeko's side. I am on Sneeko's side. That's why we beefed, right?
Yeah.
But it's like, I don't think you even hate Sneeko. And I think that's my job is like, I can't just do a podcast here. I think I have to reunite you red pillars, right? Don't you call him a leaf.
No. Listen. We're all men here, right? And like,
Right.
also we have disagreements. I'm just saying, like, all in all, I don't hate nobody.
Right.
You don't hate nobody because real hate comes with a real urge and real like action. If you hate somebody, you want to do something. When I see you, bro, I don't do shit.
When I was broke, I hated the world.
Real shit. Yeah.
Everyone.
Yeah, ready to crash out.
All in all, Jesus is king.
Hell
And
yeah.
we spoke as brothers, so you know what? We'll squash this shit.
That's
and
the
make content.
hardest part about hating on Fresh.
Yeah.
I only like if you notice when I attacked you with shit chat already says.
Yeah.
It wasn't that brutal, but it was so hard hating on the dude when I have to watch, react to his screen.
Yeah.
And there's a cross. There's a cross on his neck as I'm attacking him. And he also stood up for Christ. You debated the Muhammad Hijab. You're like
Yeah.
the only one who stood up to him. But anyways, I'm like, yo, no, I'm Team Sneeko. And then I realized, yo, wait a minute. I'm 31 years old. I need to actually unite the
31?
boys. Yeah.
Yeah, we should.
Yeah, 1994.
We're
Yeah.
both born in 94.
Yeah.
Yeah, me and him. Yeah, we got
Wow.
both March.
But if the bitches ask,
2022.
26.
But also, right? Me and Argan had a little issue.
Yeah,
We're
we
like,
did.
Oh,
you know,
what the fuck? This guy's big as fuck. You beefing everyone.
boy.
but hold on.
But we resolved it.
We
though.
resolved it because
Yeah.
listen, men are gonna
Wait, what's
disagree.
the issue? No, we got to hear this.
So you want to tell them real quick?
you had a better
let me
car.
tell it. Tell the real
He
story.
got the F8, and he got the fucking SF90 on the
So I
Tribunal.
tell the real story. No, when I came to Miami when I was like, trying to rebuild myself.
Yeah.
And Fresh is my only real friend here. I didn't know nobody. So I'm like, dog, when I come to Miami, bro, just loop me in with shit. Like if it's a event, anything, let me know so I get me some content.
He
I don't know.
ditches you for the bitches. He's done that to
Yeah,
me,
nah.
bro.
You know what I mean? So once I got here, he just never hit me up this shit. Like I see him at events when I figure it out myself. He's there. He never tell me. I'm like, damn, so you left me to die.
Bro, I say if
Fish
there's
out of
tits
water.
around Fresh, he stops looking at his phone. If there's big fake tits in his face, he'll stop looking at his phone. You've called me out to some parties, and I'm hanging outside waiting for someone to recognize me. Like, bro, aren't you that one guy? Like, give me this fucking club, bro.
But to clap back a little bit here.
Yeah.
I was going through something
For sure.
for us. You know what I'm saying?
We was communicating though.
And we did the podcast.
Yeah.
And I was like, all right, I got honed in because listen, guys, streaming itself is a business. It's
Yeah.
not always easy, and I gotta do shit that isn't always fun.
Right.
And that takes away from me doing shit with friends. However, I should have did more to bring him around. But again, it's like I was focused on the business and then some other shit too. But it worked out.
But like, and what I always say, we gotta understand. I had like 5 real conversations. It wasn't like this random, like, hey, I'm here now. No, like, hey, brother, I'm coming.
No, bro.
This is my last shot. If I,
Hold on.
it's over for me. If it
Hold
don't
on.
work.
Hold on. I told him to come 2 years ago.
He
when,
did, though.
When it was good.
Yeah.
The nigga, it got shaky.
Yeah, you got-
Yeah.
Weren't you? It doesn't even make sense. Weren't you bigger than Fresh?
I mean, before.
Yeah, before.
Yeah, but then
No, you mean City Connects?
yeah.
Yeah,
Uh-huh,
yeah, connections,
I didn't
connections.
know nobody, so I'm
Okay.
here
Yeah.
by myself. I didn't know
Yeah.
nobody, and then I don't go out or nothing like that. So it's not like
You don't go out?
I don't go
you
out.
talk to everyone.
Just through the internet.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, so like in real life, you'll never really see me at the
Yeah.
gym. That's it. That's the only place you'll see me. So it's like a myth around me, like I'm an outside guy. What I'm not. I've
Oh,
been here
really?
I'm almost
Yeah.
been here 2 years. I've been out 2 times.
The only reason I kept going back to your channel years ago,
Yeah.
before we ever met, and I didn't even know you're the same guy when we did meet. 'Cause I
Right,
was
right.
fucking high. But yo, the only reason I was on your channel, I'm like, I have this antisocial personality disorder where if I'm getting paid or clout,
Yeah.
I can be really social.
Right.
But for my
Yeah.
life, I cannot be happy and social. So when I used to watch your channel, I'm like, how the fuck does he do it? It's
Yeah.
because he's sober.
Yeah.
It has to be because he's sober.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
It was
and now I
business.
find out you're a fucking anti-social.
Yeah.
It's all fucking fugazi. So you've had these lonely days.
Always
You know
by
what I'm talking
myself.
about?
Bro,
always by
we
myself.
all do.
Yeah.
All of us
No,
do.
you're social. You're always at the club. You somehow you do that.
But
thing.
because I have to be.
Yeah.
Because imagine, Myron don't go out. So I have to be the person that goes out there, make connections. Because
Is
remember,
that every day of your life?
bro, it was for a period of time. And dude, you know what's funny, bro? I don't drink alcohol. I don't do drugs. It's
Yes,
kinda
you do drink alcohol a little bit.
No, I don't.
You have a few sips.
No, what I do is let's do a shot, and I throw it away right after. I don't drink it, bro.
Oh,
Yeah,
dude,
I'm just being
careful.
nice.
You can catch a charge.
You gotta watch out.
You say you drink with the girls.
No.
What are you
gotta
fucking
take
No,
your
talking
no,
about?
with the guys, with the guys. So
Yeah.
Just be social. But the funny part is like being here, especially in Miami, is more of like who knows you
Yeah.
to make things happen.
Right.
So you
That's
got to
true.
be in the know and in the do. And back then, I was bringing on rappers, people in the industry because I want to be a part of culture.
Right.
I know. Remember, the Red Pill was in its own world. We had no type of
Bro,
outside
I-
influence.
I always
and we,
liked Myron more than you because
Yeah.
Myron said, fuck these rappers.
Yeah.
And you bothered giving your time, attention to
No,
these guys.
I'll tell
They
you what.
made it look, they
No,
made
no.
you look crazy,
Hold on,
bro.
I'll tell you why.
Bro, they sit on the
those are-
podcast like, yo, I'm
Yeah, they
too
wasn't
cool.
good.
No, hold on.
But those still out.
I'll tell you why. You know what happened when they came on the podcast? The culture knew who
People
we were.
paid
Yeah.
attention. Yeah.
Academics knew who we were. Dude, that changed the whole game.
Academics was the best episode.
Now we're mainstream.
Yeah.
So that actually brought about us
Yeah.
being mainstream.
Yeah, even though it was
that,
terrible
we'd have
guests, it
been
was
in
a
the
good
echo
look.
chamber.
Yeah.
So I did really good for the Red Pill, bro. That actually brought us to a new whole new life.
Yeah, but that's a dumb example. You did Andrew Tate. Isn't that a stronger?
No.
Yo, when I was
It's not about making
No,
a job.
they
when-
did great.
when I was roasting his ass, I said he didn't bring shit on that podcast. All he had to say is that's a big name. That's the largest name, right?
Yeah.
Andrew Tate.
Yeah, but hold
And
on.
this guy said nothing. I'm like, you don't know how to defend yourself, Fresh.
You're not understanding what I'm saying though. He was already known to the space.
Yeah.
Remember, we're
Yeah.
not known to the world. We're in a small echo chamber. It's basically like Donovan Sharp, Myron, me,
Yeah.
Rollo,
Oh,
and
this
that's
is
basically it.
2022. You're
Yeah.
talking.
Yeah.
So I was like, how do we break into mainstream and get known? Well, guess what? I'm black. He's black. If we can do things in the culture, we can make it big. Because remember, a blog post you,
Yeah.
a video post you, you're going viral
Ada
for
Ross
everybody.
did that with the rappers. I get it.
Yeah, yeah.
So I did a formula for us, and I did it with no type of clout. Remember, back then we were nobodies. I walked into clubs, nigga, who are you? Get out. Oh no, you can't be in here. I was told no many times, but I said, you know what? I'm not giving up.
Yeah.
Then academics at a party. we spoke off and on. He came on the show. Things blew up.
Right.
So even though rappers weren't the best for the show itself, they made us mainstream.
lit.
So that gave us more eyeballs, more viewers, and we got a deal. So this is why I do what I do, because they don't see it right there and then, but the long-term effect of it is it benefits the show.
But do you still do it? You still want rappers? Or
No, we don't know rappers anymore.
hell yeah.
But for a period of time, we needed to get a culture into the mix.
Yeah.
So that's why I did
It
what
was,
I did.
it was a smart move. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
I mean, but like I said, it was one of my biggest regrets ever is that when they first had Andrew Tate on, I didn't know who he was.
Yeah.
And they had me on. They was like,
I
hey,
called him.
He called me like,
Come
hey, bro, I
through,
want you
bro.
to come for a whole week.
Yeah.
You and
Yeah.
Andrew Tate, he like you, but he's
Yeah.
from Romania. And I'm like, man, fuck that. I ain't doing that shit. I don't know this motherfucker. Man, it'd have been legendary. If we were sitting there together going crazy, oh my God.
We're going to make it happen soon.
I need that.
We're
You
gonna
know
make
what
it
I'm saying?
happen.
That'd be
Gotta make no
historical.
mistakes,
But,
man.
you know, I remember the alley-oop, man.
But this is why as streamers, right?
Damn, you were still mad at him for not taking you to the club?
I was pissed off.
Come chill with that. Get that money up.
Weren't you both in the club with me?
What?
Weren't you both in the club with me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that shit
You
too.
did though.
Yeah.
Huh?
And I didn't know he knew me. He came right up to me.
Yeah.
He was lit, but he looked
Yeah.
at me in the dark ass.
Mr.
He was like,
Organic.
Mr. Organic, the king of Red Pill. Damn, I didn't know he knew me.
Yeah.
That was love. And that was
Yeah.
my first day in
fresh.
Miami.
There you go.
And that made me feel good, man. I
But you
appreciated
know
that.
why I get happy? When I connect people together,
Yeah.
and things happen. Because
Yeah.
to me, it's like, all right, you don't know each other,
Right.
but this will be a dope collab.
Hell
You
yeah.
on his podcast, I'll blow shit up.
Yeah, I need
So,
you on my podcast too, man.
There you go.
Yeah, I got one.
That's what I'm here for. I'm not here to party.
Here to work. The new Zherka legendary, man.
He is, bro.
Yeah, he's
I'm
the
still
beast.
partying.
Yeah, of course. I see you with the girls.
So Zherka, what changed for you, bro? Where you're like, you know what? I want to move forward now in business mindset and just make content and make people happy again.
I swear to God, I kept looking at people with a bunch of clout who still didn't have the nice cars. And I'm like, something is not adding up. Am I just 500 million searches on my name, but the bank account is not reflecting? Something is not adding up because I'm so used to seeing. There'll be like some Kai Senates, but most people with clout have very average lives.
Fact.
Yeah.
And they're like, yo, come over to my house. I'd go to their house. I'm like, oh, it's worse than my place. What the fuck? And I'm like, how does this work? Then I started looking at, there's 10,000 subscriber channels on YouTube that'll generate 20 mil a year.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what the, and the suit and tie, they know what they're doing. They know how to sell. They know their
Business.
target audience.
Yeah.
So I went full into business, and especially kind of like high ticket. I'm like, if I'm not a scammer, I can charge whatever the fuck I want.
Definitely.
Right? If I go on a lie detector and I'm not a scammer, I can charge whatever I want. Because high ticket is scam. But if you've got something that a rich dude wants to pay for, that's perfect. That just clicks. So I focus on clientele, the psychology aspect of the game, the women aspect, but not from how to pick up women, from a female nature. Let's look at old studies type shit.
Yeah.
And all I focused in on that until I was at, all I focused in on was that until it was 12,000 a week. 12,000 a week was great money for me, right?
That's good money.
But check this out. For a year, my channel don't grow because I don't post.
Right.
Yeah.
And I love this fucking life.
Oh, yes.
I
Yeah, I love
love this fucking life.
Yeah.
My audience goes, bro, that kind of feels like sellout energy. I'm like, sellout energy? At my age, you think I want to drive a fucking Range Rover? Like, I'm
Fucking
fucking
right.
bored of this
Yeah,
shit.
live, yeah.
Like, dude, I need some other things. Another thing is money is energy, dude. You know, let's say I crank up to 20 mil. With 20 mil, you can pop off in a week on YouTube.
Hell
Very easy.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Like I'm gonna say right now, Andrew Tate was nothing till those cars got to him the clicks.
That turned him up.
When the cars got him the clicks, people realized he's intelligent.
Yeah.
That's genius. Going about it business then clout is way better than what the fuck I did. And there's so many people copying me, and they think that getting 200,000 followers is gonna solve a lot of issues. And I'm like, dude, there's no sales aspect to you.
Gotta have
Yeah.
a business
You're
acumen
just
behind it.
screaming on a microphone.
You have clout, but that's it.
And you're fucking hoes, which means you're burning through money.
Yeah.
You're fucked if you do this red pill shit incorrectly.
Facts.
And be a grown up, have the nice apartment, car, and stuff like that. But dude, you have to have property. You can't just be what every YouTuber rents. I know millionaire YouTubers who still rent, and I'm like, this is terrifying.
Yeah.
What the fuck? But yeah, going into the business things, It wasn't me. Everyone's like, dude, this guy's so intelligent. It wasn't me. My 2 brothers who have master's degrees, they're geniuses. They said, you're never doing YouTube until you're secure like an adult is. When you're secure like an adult is, go fucking die on cocaine. We don't give a fuck. But at least house, car, regular, stable life that you can return to. If you have a life you can return to, you stop making stupid moves out there. If you have nothing to return to, you'll fucking do fentanyl. You'll jump off a bridge. You'll do crazy shit. But I'll say this. A smart man wouldn't do it the way I did it. You do both. You grow your channel slowly and you focus on the business. My brain, ever since I was young, I can only do all eggs in one basket. I've always been that guy. I could never do, let's do business and then the clout of the business. I could never do that. And now I'm coming back. Now I'm doing the whole podcasting thing like that, which by the way feels gay because, bro, Organic, you got to know when you hit your life goals and people are like, just increase your goal to 10 million followers. You can't force the internal world of pictures that turns. You can't force that. So when I finished all my life goals, I remember looking at the barrel of a Glock. No, I'm kidding. But yo, let me borrow that SF90, bro.
Big Robert Williams.
But I'll tell you this. There is a disintegration that happened when Fresh hit all of his life goals. Organic, me, and everyone says just change them. Bro, you'll be in that fucking bed thinking, whoa.
That was me in Malibu.
I'm done the video game, and this is the worst feeling
That's real shit.
ever.
Dude,
in Malibu.
Stuck like Chuck. And my brother told me that. My younger brother told me, like, you got to find something else to do. I said, bro, I didn't accomplish everything. I just wanted the Rolls Royce and a dope apartment downtown. Now I got 5, you know what I'm saying, supercars and a mansion in Malibu. I didn't exceeded all my expectations. I don't know what to do no more. And on top of that, I'm so paranoid of the women. They gonna set me up. Somebody gonna lie on me. Somebody gonna rob me, try to kill me. Like, your mind goes crazy. LA. So it's like, I know exactly what you're talking about. I think Jim Carrey and Will Smith also spoke on that. Once they accomplished all their goals, they ended the game and they didn't know what to do.
Man,
they just, you know what I'm saying?
Dom, go ahead.
I was like, life speeds up too when you make it. That shit speeds up hard.
Fast.
Like most niggas, even if we weren't working for this, we always had ambition to be greater. And that shit was super slow. But when you start to have your make, you got the followers coming in, monetization, etc. It moves so quick. It doesn't matter how long it takes. And you learn how pointless the shit is. Like it speeds up so quick.
The terrifying part is if your job is like content and stuff, you never feel like you went to work.
No.
You're in your own fucking place or your buddy's place or whatever, and it feels so nonchalant that you actually look at the clock and you go, I have 23 hours left of my day.
Or you
and
watch somebody regular life and like, so like if I go to like, say like Moxie's and you see a waitress, you'd be like, she's really working. She's going to be here for 10 hours. Grabbing everybody's shit and cleaning the goddamn tables and all that for that little ass money. And I probably sold 2 sweatsuits, made more dinner all day. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, you know what's scary? Hold on.
The scary part is, have you ever gone away from the internet and it increased your value? Because they're like, where is this guy? I gotta see his shit. And I'm like, bro, this waitress is busting ass and sucking dick. She's never gonna make it. No waitress ever makes it. It's a beautiful
Your
thing.
audience actually, they would always say, where's Zherka? We miss him. Come back, because they miss you doing streams, doing that fun stuff, because you were their guy, you know? So you went away, they're like, damn, we need this guy back. You came back full force. But what I will say is, like, what's scary is that I was at working a job. I was doing computers, and I would sit there, and I'm like, damn, this nigga's been here for 40 years, 30 years. I'm 23. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm still here? I didn't get out of here. So I'll go on YouTube and see all these YouTubers driving nice cars, living life. I'm like, hold on. It is 2 p.m. on a fucking Wednesday.
Crazy.
He's out in Dubai on a yacht having fun. I'm here in the office sweating balls trying to figure this shit out, making $15 an hour.
Gotta get
Fuck
out.
no, bro. I gotta find a way out. So I said, you know what? I'm gonna save some money
most
up.
people there say that's my destiny.
Fuck that, man. Hell
But
no.
I said, I'm gonna figure a way out.
Fuck that, man.
I'm gonna be stable, have money in the bank, have a property, and then go full in on YouTube. And that's what we did. And then we did the prank videos. You know what I'm saying? We did the car videos, and then we did a podcast. Shit blew up. But again, working a regular job, bro, you don't really see what's happening unless you're like in that world. So
well, let's be real. A regular job means you're not working hard. Wait till you work for yourself.
You don't know what your next bag.
Bro, when you
don't know.
If you work for yourself, your inner voice, your inner dialogue has to be so militant.
24/7.
That same voice that says don't get up to go to that fucking waitress job and shit. Bro, that voice cannot miss a beat. He has to be perfect.
Also, all of us here on the panel are doing this to survive.
Right.
This is our actual life and job now.
Yep.
So if you guys don't mind, like the video, support Zherka on his channel on YouTube, Organic as well.
Definitely.
And of course, Dom. You do Twitch, right, Dom?
Yeah, I'm back on Twitch now.
Yeah.
Fresh.
Huh? Oh, yeah.
Fresh,
And I
would you-
follow those too.
Would you agree the life after you fall off is harder for someone that's influenced than not? Because in back of my mind, I'd be like, man, I can't fall, nigga. If them niggas ever see me stacking groceries,
Bro.
this shit ain't gonna hit the same, nigga.
Bro.
I gotta shoot this
It wouldn't
bitch.
be groceries. It would be something else.
Yeah.
Don't ever scare us like that.
You
Yeah, that's too
cannot
crazy.
be in the limelight and then, dude, imagine Brian Pumper, for example. Brian Pumper was that poppin' P-star or whatever, right?
Yeah.
Nigga threw eggs at him on the street catching a
street.
bus.
I saw the dude.
And
I think
nobody
was in, I
cares.
think the dude was on like the Cosby Show or something. He was bagging groceries
Yeah.
and some shit.
Yeah.
And Nicki Minaj sent him some money or something like that. Like, man, hell no. And
Bro.
that what they pray for that. They
Bro,
want you to do
they
that.
love that.
No,
That
they
is-
love to
because
see
that-
Organic
they-
being a security guard.
Bro, you
for
know
the
why?
goddamn.
You know why?
You know what I'm saying? The
That's
gecko
the
standing there.
worst.
But you know why? That validates their own existence, bro.
Yeah.
Because that tells them, well, I
Yep.
ain't gotta go hard. I ain't gotta be ambitious. I ain't gotta take the risk. They just gonna end up here anyway.
Right.
It's the same niggas that say every foreign car in Miami is rented. Nigga, no.
No, it's
Some
not.
niggas is having.
And that costs
Yeah.
money. You
Yeah,
can't
they
even rent
don't
one,
wanna
broke motherfucker.
Yeah.
Bro,
it's-
hold on. Let's do the math, right? Let's look at Ferrari F8, right? So people say I rented my F8,
The
Add it up.
Tributo.
right?
Add
Hold
it
on.
up.
Tributo.
Spider.
You know what?
Spider.
Yeah.
Spider,
Oh,
nigga.
hell.
The value of that is 420K now. Around there, right?
You know why it pisses me off?
What?
I went on a whole rant about how that's my favorite car.
Yeah, he had that.
Fresh had it.
Let's do the math,
Cold
right?
one too.
To rent one a day, $1,500.
Let's just say
Okay.
So
1,500.
let's say by 30 days, that is 45K.
Yeah.
For you to rent that for a year, bro,
That's what I'm saying. People say that shit. They just say that shit about me all the time.
you're basically buying the car.
God
so
damn.
if the idiot is dumb enough to rent
No,
the
that
car,
car's like $850. You're not buying the car with $540.
no, the value went down. That's the price of the car now. So imagine this, right? Renting a car is dumb because you're gonna spend the money
No
anyway to
one
buy the
ever
car.
done that. Like
no one
when
does
people
that
say-
shit.
When people say that, they're just talking.
Yeah,
Like,
just
no
talking.
one really rented no car for no
No,
year
no,
like that.
Miami has a lot of renters though.
But yeah,
No,
they
for
rent
a
and
week.
come and go.
Documentaries on
No,
this
for a
shit.
No,
week.
not the car.
For
The car.
2 weeks,
Yeah.
but not for a year, bro. That's
Yeah.
impossible.
Yeah,
And
no,
then-
I've never seen
And then
that.
you
Yeah.
cannot put a custom plate on a rental car.
Right.
It's illegal. You go to jail. So the allegation of being rentals that we have is fucking lie, bro.
They
It's dumb.
don't know what they're saying. They want to say lease. What they
Yeah.
really want to say is you leasing the car,
Yeah.
which doesn't make no sense because finance and lease are pretty much the same.
As a business,
Yeah.
you want to lease. It's a
course.
write-off every year, and you don't have to keep the car if you don't want to.
Right.
That's a W in my book.
Oh, what they should say is like, "Oh, you cool with the dealership? They gave you the car." That's what they should be saying.
I want that shit.
I want
bro,
that now.
bro.
Hook me up.
We know a
Car,
guy.
yo.
Hold on. We know a guy.
Yeah.
I won't say his name,
Uh-huh.
but he got hookup.
Yeah.
And it looks like he's balling, but that nigga getting some freebies.
Oh yeah. Oh, you know another move people do too?
Yeah.
That shout out to my guy Bandman. He put me on this. He ain't did it, but he told me people do this.
Yeah.
They get those stolen VIN number cars and they just have it in front of their house. They never drive them, but they just be outside. Look at my cars.
That's
they
a
never
whole
move.
different stunt.
That's
What?
A,
Damn, this shit be.
That's the
These
next level.
niggas always up in the level of stunt, bro. That shit genius and
Yo,
crazy.
Come on, the sauce, bro.
So if you ever seen somebody on
Treating
Instagram,
them
I just
bitches
seen
like
a guy with
puppies.
like 7 different cars
Yeah.
just sitting in front of his lawn.
Like
He
a
do
puppy,
videos.
nigga.
I never seen him drive
That's
them.
crazy.
Yeah.
So I'm like, oh, that makes sense now.
Yeah.
That's the next level game.
That's crazy.
Damn.
Yeah, you get them for cheap. They be selling them 20,000
Yeah.
Lambos,
That's
50,000 for a Ventador.
Treating them bitches like statues.
And just sitting there like statues.
Wow.
Facts.
Yeah, I
What
gotta-
did they pull up on you? What did they pull up on you?
They're
Like,
not though. They
Yeah.
stripped. They stripped.
Oh, they
like so they ain't got the tracker
That
on or
shit
nothing.
Wow.
VIN number switch, but you ain't
Man,
finna
bro.
drive it because it's
That's
too
a
a
finesse,
decoration,
dog.
bro. Yeah, hell yeah.
That's next
Decoration.
level.
That's crazy, bro.
Yeah, look at Zherka like I
No,
want to do
that's,
something.
that's a business strategy.
That's a good one.
That shit is.
I'm
Close all your
bald
deals
like
at your
Andrew
crib.
Tate on my next
trying to
YouTube
tell
video
you.
with all
Close
those
all your
cars.
deals at your crib. Hell yeah.
so let's get into dating now because obviously speaking, we've all done pretty well for ourselves. Dom, Organic, Zherka, myself.
What do you mean done well? We fuck hoes.
All
Well,
of it.
yeah. But that's
We're
doing
doing
well.
horrible.
Maxed out.
That's the dream.
So I had the topic today of girls don't date guys that make less than them.
Yeah.
Now that's general. I'm
Right.
just saying general because some guys do still smash and do their thing
For sure.
But generally speaking, a girl's gonna be like, okay, how much does he make? Is he gonna be able to take care of my lifestyle and take care of me? Cool. Let's try to figure this shit out. Now here's the problem, right? The average guy watching this, he wants to get girls still, but the dating market is fucked, bro. As we all know, it's not easy, and they care about one thing: the money and the clout, of course.
Of course.
So my question to you guys is, if you were going to go back in time and be a regular guy, how would you operate now to get girls?
What do you mean back in time? How far?
So for example, let's say like 2018, 20,
oh, like before
19.
any money and okay. I see.
regular dude,
Regular Joe. We're all regular Joes at the table. Okay, okay.
Yeah.
Because but we the same person we are.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's not no regular shit. That's some real nigga shit. We're still real niggas.
Big real nigga shit. I fucked way more bitches then than now.
Yeah. Bro, I had more time too.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
Hell
did.
yeah.
So-
Okay. So
No, we gotta talk about
We
that.
gotta take
When we
our
fuck
attributes.
bitches without the clout money.
right.
That's
Yeah.
what we gotta talk about.
Want me to tell you how to do that?
Yes.
Yeah. Well, if you don't have no money, you have no clout. You gotta have a mouthpiece. That's the number one
That's what I
attribute
said,
in history of life, right? You see a fat motherfucker, ugly motherfucker, they know how to talk. You got it. If you funny, you witty, you got it. Now, if you add in working out, being in shape, that counts too, right? You know what I'm saying? Know how to dress, put your outfits together, smelling good. Make sure you got some good cologne and shit. But what's gonna override all that? I'm telling you, if you know how to talk, you funny, you witty, and you know how to lie to a bitch, that's gonna get you in the game. You tell them hoes what they want to hear. You know what I'm saying? That's how you really get in there. But that mouthpiece is mandatory.
Have to
that's the number one.
Okay.
You have to maximize the assets that you currently have, man. Just like you said. So if you have, everyone has a mouth, just learn how to talk better with bitches.
Right.
Yeah. And I always say it's not really about lying to her. It's about when to stop talking.
Right.
You know, she goes, "Well, you got a bunch of houses." Then you stop talking.
Yeah.
That's where you stop talking. You don't have to say, "I got 50 houses," right?
Yeah, remember that. Yeah.
So how about this? I think you should have a plan of action.
Right. Okay.
So it does come with, of course, mouthpiece.
Of course.
Yeah.
And talking less. And of course, being that guy. Now, mind
No,
you,
I'm
right?
saying when you lie, you got to be low key.
Of course,
you got to
of course.
know how to lie.
Yeah.
So here's the formula I did, right? I realized it's a process to this thing here. It's dating. I need a start and an end goal. I'm trying to smash.
Right.
So for me, it was like, all right, cool. I can go to clubs, go to bars, do a cool approach, talk to them one time, and then do a numbers game.
Yeah.
But that's like 20, 30 girls a night.
That's
maybe
a lot.
5 might respond. Maybe 3 might actually go out. 2 might go out. But it's a lot of like hard work, groundwork. But with Instagram, it was like, okay,
Yeah,
I can
that's a
scale
cheat
up to
code.
100 girls, just send the DMs,
For
have
sure.
the page ready, and then boom. But again, the process was, okay, I start here at 0,
Yeah.
talk to her with a mouthpiece,
Of course.
and then get her on a date to make it happen.
I don't with all that dating shit. I ain't gonna lie though. I don't do the dating shit. That's just a
of
waste
course,
of time.
things
Come
have
to the
changed
crib.
now.
Yeah, like we're not dating.
Most guys can't do that though.
Yeah,
Most
we're
guys
not
can't do
doing
that.
that. That's wasting money like a motherfucker. That costs.
First of all, she loses respect for
Yeah.
you if you're seen in public with
Right.
her during the daytime.
Yeah, we're not
you
doing
know
that
how
shit.
pathetic you look if
We're
you're
not
walking
feeding the
around
ducks.
town
Yeah.
daytime with her. But I'll only ever walk around daytime with a woman if it's an escort, make me look good.
Market.
But Zherka, you know what's funny about that, bro? Nowadays, you never know who's escort.
They all
well,
escorts.
Bro.
What the fuck
No
does an
bitch has a
escort
job.
even mean anymore? Isn't
Yeah,
it?
it's nothing
Because
no
I
more.
swear it overlapped with gold digger.
Because
Nobody
they-
knows what it means.
Because the same bitches say they got tricks and they
yeah.
got hoes. I
Sugar
just
daddy.
posted that.
Same
So,
shit.
I'll
I
give
got
you
a sugar daddy. Like,
I got some
okay,
game for you,
so
right?
you're a whore.
Here's some game. Here's some real
He bought some
cool.
pussy.
You're a whore.
Yeah.
You're a whore.
Right.
Here's the game, right? Guys, if you want to know who's a whore in your city, download the app. Download the
I know where it's
website.
gonna go.
That was fresh now.
I can't say the name because I don't want to get sued. But it's a sugar site. You download it,
Yeah.
and you can see
I know
in a
which one.
100-mile radius
That's
who is
crazy.
in your
I know
city.
which one.
Yeah, if any
Bro,
bitch on there, they
Bro,
need to, boy, they
I
need
see
to be
somebody's
decapitated.
sister,
Yep.
somebody's mom on there,
Yeah.
auntie on. Man, I've seen. Bro, I'm like, yo,
That's a
you're
shame.
on. But the problem is that like when they say, oh, Fresh, you're on escort, nigga, they're all are basically.
They are
like,
escorts.
Just,
You'll see
just,
them
like,
outside.
you don't know.
Fresh.
Why are we pretending like gold diggers aren't good pussy?
No.
It's
hold
still
on.
good pussy.
So what I'm saying is,
all right, it's awesome
hold
to
on.
work around her. I need my rent paid. I love working around that. Like, I got you.
Ooh, I like that.
Yeah, this thing
I
funny.
got
That's
you,
a
as a
video game,
motherfucker.
bro.
But
That's
the
a video
point
game.
is, we're playing to our advantage, right? So knowing is half the battle.
Right.
Once you know, you could maneuver, smash, and then move on.
Right.
But the point is that, like, guys, nowadays, bro, it can be escort here,
This is what I
there,
hate.
everywhere.
Not fresh.
Fresh.
You
This
don't
is what
know.
I hate. Bro, I've been to clubs
Yeah.
in Miami where these are just my friends. And my chat is like, Zherka, these are escorts. And I'm like, how the
They know.
fuck
Yeah.
am I responsible for that?
Yeah.
Who cares?
Yeah.
How
Yeah.
the fuck am
Who
I
cares?
responsible that she's a fucking escort? She's at my section,
free.
Yes.
making
Yeah.
me look
For
good.
free.
What the
Yeah.
fuck?
Also, here's the thing, right? Just because you're an escort doesn't mean you're paying.
Yes.
Dumbass, bro.
No. If you don't have clout and you're
Yeah.
with an escort, you're paying.
Yeah.
Well, no.
If you
For
have
us.
clout,
For
you're
us.
fucking.
For
Right,
us, for
that's
us.
true.
Yeah.
But again, all we're doing is smashing, having a good time with her, and then we bounce.
Right.
We're not marrying the bitches. Like to me, it's like, oh, you were the escort, nigga. Okay, now I know. Fuck, I'm just fucking.
Right.
Cool. Whatever.
Yeah, am I crazy or a lot of people don't like when I'm not building up whores, okay? But I'm saying the word escort implies usually from Vancouver, let's say New York, let's say a New York escort, right? And you always know it's an escort because whores look like whores, but escorts, sometimes I'm gonna go there.
Camouflage.
No, sometimes they look like fucking angels.
Yeah.
I swear to God, no one
make
talks
sure.
about. They have an aura to them.
Yeah.
That's how you know it's an escort, because you go, whoa, she could be modeling. Why is she at the club at this time? Oh, it's an escort. Right. That's how you know if they have like this angelic. They're even good at like
How
lying.
they talk to you.
They're
Yeah, that
so
talk
good at
is
lying,
crazy.
Also,
bro.
organic, you know this
That
one is
talking,
true.
that touch.
Yeah.
Organic, they're in the gym all day.
They all day.
It's not
every
a
second.
stripper. I'm not saying stripper.
No, we're talking about
I'm
real
saying- no,
pussy
no.
sellers.
No,
Yeah.
bro. They're in the gym.
High level pussies.
They're in the gym. Hold on. It is
yeah.
11 a.m. in the morning.
They in there.
She ain't working. She's in the gym working on her body. I'm like, oh, this is good. Then I realized, wait a second here. Why is she working on her body? To
Product.
sell the body.
Yeah, know your job, yeah.
You know it.
They sell
Product.
fresh pussy by the pound. You hear me? And it'd be amazing that you wouldn't know it until it's too late.
Yeah.
I love how a lot of.
They need to touch on that. He said till it's too late.
Yeah, too late. They tell you like,
I done been in some shit like that.
Yeah, I need some my time. You be like, your time, bitch.
I done been in
Bro,
some shit
no.
like that, bro. For
You know
real,
the funny part?
I
You know the
have.
funny part, bro? She'd be like, oh, my tire broke this morning. Can you help me
Yeah.
out? Or like, I got to pay rent. I was like, bitch, I already fucked, though.
Right.
I'm
Yeah.
good.
All right, so,
Like, we good to
I don't
go.
give a fuck you get evicted.
Yeah.
I ain't helping you move out either.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
fuck your
my
life.
point is that nowadays, guys, the escorts, regular girls, working girls, sometimes you don't know until it's after the fact or in between.
In between, yeah.
And to know the whole facts about a chick before you meet her, bro, is almost impossible unless you got her Instagram. And if you don't know that, it's
Some
kind
of
of
the
like,
best bitches I've ever met,
Yeah.
and I don't recommend you do what I say here, but some of the most die-hard, done shit for me bitches are strippers, man.
Of course.
Bro.
You know why?
And
though?
I never recommend it because I know what they'll do to my chat.
Yeah.
I know what they'll do to my
yeah.
chat.
But it's
So I'm like, if you're evil enough to understand her evil, you'll get it, bro.
You'll get it.
And
She
they
do
fuck
whatever
with
for
niggas
you.
that understand what they are, bruh.
Yeah, they do
'Cause
whatever for you.
They so used to people believing a lie. If you
Yeah.
see through that, bro, they willing to give you everything, all the information to drop on niggas, everything you need to know.
I
Shit
still
will put
think
you on game.
as great as a stripper can be in your life, you know, some of them, because they start like following your nature and you're more pure maybe and all that shit.
Yeah.
If they're not afraid of you, the horns come out hard. They still turn evil.
Yeah, you gotta
so
be
that's
ready.
why I say I'm like, for most guys, I wouldn't recommend hovering around that at all. Like sometimes I think you're too nice to be around some of those bitches.
I'll be honest, right?
You're
You gotta
too
be a-
kind.
you gotta be a beast.
So for me,
You gotta be.
you got
Yeah,
you got-
I'm doing that now. You gotta verbally assault them.
But no, you're right. Remember that whole debacle I had with the Asian girl?
Oh, we know.
Bro, nigga.
Why do you keep bringing it up? I thought we were supposed to cover for you.
No, hold on.
Fucking Chinese kids and shit.
Nah. But that taught me something because I was playing too much.
Yeah.
I was having too much fun.
And you
And you know, as a
played
nigga, bro, you're like, all right, bro, I'm good.
Right.
I done.
You don't mean that.
Huh?
The position you were in had to have happened because of the nature of who she was. I don't think you did. It's not all on you. You mess with vile people. She was evil, right?
Yeah.
You sense she's evil. It's not like you're fucking, oh, this
No.
one's nice.
Yeah.
You knew something's off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so when it happened, you can't act surprised. You of all people,
No.
I don't act surprised
I'm not.
when a fucking whore betrays me.
Right.
I go,
Yeah.
thank you
You
for
know.
fulfilling the
Fulfilling,
prophecy.
yeah.
You
It's
fucking.
telling
But that's what I'm saying.
Signs.
I played too long in the
That's
fucking
what it was.
In the
Asian
sauce,
food.
But how do you?
That was it. I was there too long eating the Chinese food for too long. That was it.
You got MSG from the bitch.
High sodium. High sodium. Yo,
Oh, big
how
time.
do you know it's too long? Because every dude is gonna be like 5 more minutes in the pussy. 5 more minutes.
Yeah. So for me, it was like, okay, when I realized that like it was too far, is because I saw so many
had a
things
kid.
in a line. And I was like, hold on a second here. This bitch trying to move in.
Right.
Oh no, this
Too fast.
This too far now.
Yeah.
So it was like, all right, I'm having fun. This is enjoyable, whatever. Just doing the shit. I'm still fucking out the bitches at the same time.
Right.
But it's like she was like, oh no, this is a good one. I'm gonna
Yes.
stay.
Yes,
I'm like,
bro.
hold
Yeah.
on a second. You want to stay with me? Not possible. So I told her what it was, just keeping it real. She got upset. But again, too long it just means that like it's too far in. You need to cut it off right away.
And then
will.
and ask this question because she was looking good, right?
Not
She
too
had
bad.
a lot of shit going on. So is it any point in that like, damn, I know who I really am. Like this bitch can't be really that into me type.
Yeah.
I'm,
Of course.
I have that feeling too. I have that feeling
You know
too.
what I'm saying?
Of
Like
course.
something ain't right.
It's like when you're with a high level escort, you
Right.
go, boy, this is
I am
something
this-
right.
yeah,
Yeah,
this is
I
a
know
little
I'm cool, but
when
this is a little too much.
you're
Yeah.
proud of the escort that you want to show your parents, you know something's off. I want to introduce this bitch to my parents. She's the best escort ever.
But hold on. This might sound weird, right? But like my mom meets everybody.
Right.
My friends,
What the
host.
fuck? You introduced that bitch?
No. It's because for me, it's like
What the fuck?
No,
Fred?
hold
Took it
on.
to Bahamas.
Bro, I was joking. You
My
know,
mom,
you
I know,
took
but
her to
hold on.
Barbados.
Hold on.
He did.
My mom meets everybody.
Yo,
She met
come
my
on.
haters. She meets my friends because my mom to me is like the homie. All right, mom. It's another one. I'm
Does your
smashing.
mom meet Star from the club?
Yeah, nigga.
Come on, bro.
But no, not everybody, of course. But I'm saying like in
What's
general.
your mom say? She's like, fresh, baby, these are whores. Like,
No.
she gotta say, she gotta be with it, right?
Now she's like, another one? I'm like, come on, mom.
It's gonna make me look good.
Yeah, but to be fair, she knows I've never wifed any of them. It's just like for fun, whatever, and then it's done. But what I will say is that like being in our lifestyle, we like fucking whores, bro. Let's be honest here, bro.
Yeah, bro, because they
I'm not gonna lie to
they bring the energy that you need, bro. You live a fast life. They bring that energy, and they understand our lifestyle.
Yeah.
They know what we need.
A
Regular
normal
bitches
girl
don't know what we need, and it's unfortunate.
I don't think it's that they don't know what we need. I think, let's be real, there's so many good regular women on earth. Nobody's dick gets hard for them.
Oh man, that's true.
They are shaped like when you have a high level hoe with a line going down her back.
Hell yeah.
And her hips look like it's Photoshop and she looks cartoony.
Yeah.
You cannot go from cartoony to
Yeah, fuck
SpongeBob shaped bitch.
Fuck reality
Square
at that
shaped
point,
bitch.
nigga.
She's
Hell
like, I'll
yeah.
never cheat on you. I'm like, you're a square.
right.
You're a fucking no shit.
Yeah,
You won't
fuck
cheat
all
on
that.
me.
That's a fact.
And that's what I hate. It's like the image is everything. If whores didn't have the look,
It'd be over.
we never talk to them again.
Guys, by the way, if you want to donate to the show, have your chats read at freshstart.tv. Go ahead
Yeah,
and support
donate
us
to the
on
campaign,
Streamlabs,
man.
and we'll read your chats live on air. So real quick, so let's just help the guys here watching right now.
Right.
So the Canadian market is kind of fucked right now, as you guys know. Times are hard. Money's going in and out. It's not the same anymore.
Right.
What is the ideal thing guys can do? Get girls now and not break the bank, because obviously speaking, you need some money to even get up.
To not just learn how to tell her no, to not break the bank. You first get the bitch, then you tell her no. Tell her no. It's a master class you learn the older you get. Because as men, we naturally want to satisfy bitches, even whores, because we're naturally protectors. You have to learn that defense mechanism to tell bitches no. So you learn to tell them no, you save a lot of money. There be bitches I be meeting, constantly want to go out, and you might do it here and there, but you start to learn after $200, $300, $400 dealers. Yeah, they want them limitless. If you set that standard of saying okay, you the okay nigga. In they phone, they gonna remember this nigga will never tell me no. So they're gonna come to you for more and more and more until you have nothing left.
I'll give you a story. So this Russian girl, right? Beautiful, amazing girl, like beautiful body, perfect. I'll show you her out there, Zherka.
I feel like Russian women are a little overrated. I don't get the hype.
They
I
are,
like
they are.
Latinas. I like
They are.
white, but Russian, that's a little.
I like the Asians. You never had the Asians?
I don't like Asian women.
Damn,
wow.
my favorite.
I don't either, nigga.
I don't
I don't either, nigga.
That's my favorite, brother.
But the story was like, I met her, right? And I didn't know anything about her really. I just knew she was hot, whatever, we were cool.
Yeah.
But she got a boyfriend. He pays all the bills, gave her a black card, unlimited shopping.
Yeah.
Dude, she shops every day. Every morning she goes to the gym and shops.
Did she get you food with that card?
No, hold on.
All right.
I'll do even
That's
better.
The best shit.
So
when
get
they
this,
do that.
right?
Yeah.
So now I'm like just talking to her, whatever, come over and smash, and that was it. She's like, you're the only guy that doesn't give me money. I'm like, yeah, for what? I'm already
Right.
smashing. So it's like, she comes back to me every week, bro. Like, yo, like, but mind you, this whole time I know she had a boyfriend. I had an idea, but I didn't really know. Then she said, okay, well, listen, my man is gonna take me to Vegas, but I'm gonna tell him that I don't want to go. I'll come stay with you. I was like, for a whole week? Hell no, bitch.
Nah, hell no.
But she's like, he left me his card. You want to go out? I said, what
That
the
shit
fuck?
crazy, yeah.
Now, mind you, I feel bad for the guy. I'm like, damn. But I don't know this nigga, bro.
Yeah.
Who the fuck is this nigga?
But see, I don't like fucking bitches that have boyfriends, because I feel like they raw on the bitch. And
I
they
don't.
Nothing in the pussy. You gonna double dip in the nigga
Yeah.
nuts
I
and all
don't.
that.
So
And you
Fucking
guarantee you
ruin
know
it.
it. Yeah.
Don't ruin
So
that
hold
for
on.
me.
So-
I never thought of it like that.
I
feel like that, but I don't think like that.
It's a happy
So-
meal in this.
so-
Like, we know these whores is whores, right?
Yes.
But if I know you got a boyfriend, I know he's nutting in your
Okay.
pussy.
Yeah.
And I'm finna fuck you after that.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm type double dipping the stew.
So
I
now-
can't do it.
So she told me about her man, right? Telling me whatever. So now I'm like, damn. I'm like, telling me this chick, but she got what if nigga, like the guy's crazy? What if
And
he's
he
like
got a-
psycho,
yeah,
right?
track her on the
And they
phone.
see me texting her on WhatsApp. It's like, nah, fuck. So I was like, you know what?
Kill your
if I was
motherfucker, man.
a normal guy, I'd be like, yo, let's go shop whenever. I'm like, nah, I'm gonna stay at home and chill.
Yeah, smart.
So funny story. She took another guy I know shopping.
No.
And then what happened was the guy tracked the card
Look at
and
this
tracked
shit.
where he was shopping in Design District.
Yep.
Now, mind you, he is a fucking oligarch type of guy, Russian guy that is that nigga,
Yep.
right? So he comes back, he's like, oh shit, this bitch been playing with me. So if I went to that spot, nigga, I would have got caught up.
For
the guy
sure.
I know, he got caught up.
Yeah.
Nigga came to his house. All that shit. So this is why I tell niggas, if a girl's with a guy and he's taking care of her, bro, don't fuck with that girl.
Bro, what's crazy?
Yeah, you risking your life.
You never know.
That's a story, but there's a history. I mean, a lesson in that story. It shows if you're not desperate for pussy, it extends the length of your life.
Yes.
There's a lot of niggas that died from being desperate from pussy, bro.
Yeah.
Had you been desperate, had it been your only option, that's why as a man you got to have multiple options.
But bro, she showed me her phone. There's a bunch of dudes willing to give her money, and it's like, I'm the only person there that I know, but it's probably more, not paying. And she's like, but then I said to myself, why am I not paying and getting what I want? And they got to pay because they didn't say no.
Yes.
Yeah, you got to set that
That's the thing. Once you say no,
and then make yourself, the situation. Like, that's why you got to make sure you a smart motherfucker. You in the gym, you looking good, feeling good. So you are the, the prize in that situation. But if you're not that, then you got to pay. You got to overcompensate for what you don't have.
Yeah.
So working on yourself is very, very, very important. Like, that's motherfucker's first objective. Make sure you get in that gym. Make sure you get smart, get you some money. But if you ain't got it yet, be in that motion. So when a woman does look at you like, damn, I can see it. But they talk about the ambition, it really does count. You know what I mean? So put yourself in that situation.
Because bro, I've known you for what, 4 years now?
Yeah, about 4.
Bro, you don't pay shit.
Nah, never.
Bro,
never. I never have in my life.
This is the only nigga I know that doesn't take a chick out.
Never go out on
Come
dates.
to the crib,
That's
smash.
it. And I stop it right there. I don't give a fuck how bad she is. Come over. Oh, I don't want to do that. Can we go out to eat? No. Like, can we just do it? No, come over. God bless you. That's my favorite thing is God bless you. I'll get you up out of there.
I'll be honest. He's turned on girls, and they'd be like, oh, yeah, I met him. He want to come to the crib. But you know what I do? I go to the club.
Yeah,
so like, it's like, okay.
Yeah, like he'll run to some of my old bitch, and you will hear, like, motherfucker will hear the story
but
that I stand on it.
Yeah.
I don't fold. You will never hear a bitch like, no, he took me out. No, I didn't.
Bro, I'll be honest.
Never.
If a chick makes it organic, nigga, I ain't going near
Leave her alone.
that.
It's over with.
Leave it alone, nigga. I'm done.
You running behind the guard, man. I'm going crazy in that thing. But it's right, though. Like, we didn't cross, we didn't ask on more rules a lot, you know what I'm saying?
You do here in Miami especially.
But if you're a top percent guy, you're going to be around most of the same girls.
You're going to fuck the women that Leonardo fucked.
Yes.
That's what's crazy. It's like,
LeBron,
it's crazy.
Future, Drake.
All of them.
Same girls,
They
bro.
got all the stories.
They got photos. Yeah.
It's wild. Because, end of the day, the top 1% guys do feast on all the bitches. You know what I'm saying?
You know how weird it is to have like some model bitch on my bed and she goes, Zherka, you do more coke than Leo.
Yeah, they always
Who the fuck is Leo, bitch?
They always
Who the
name
fuck
dropping
is Leo?
niggas. Fresh, I said in what I shows, they always name dropping niggas. Always, bro.
You know what's scary? So there's,
That's why I don't pills.
I don't.
Yeah, that's why I really
Because they name drop too much, bro. I be like, they don't say this shit about what I
The
say.
problem, right? And Chad, you understand me here, right? Because when I say names, it has impact. Because I got stories, right? But if I say certain things, they're gonna know that I mean them.
Right.
But I'll say this name because it's pretty out there. So you know Shaq, right?
Yeah.
So Shaq is the type of dude that will like text a girl and be like, "Yo, I'll pay your rent.
He pay anything.
What you want? I'll fly you out here." So there was a girl that me academics knows that kind of like was fucking with Shaq.
Selena.
So easy, bro.
So easy, bro. I know her too.
but also texting LeBron and then fucking with me and him. And it's like she's doing full trifecta. All of us, and I'm like, wait a minute here.
That's her job.
The problem is that like, imagine we didn't know what's happening. We're like, oh yeah, she cool, whatever. But she's taking data from all of us.
Yes.
And then so she's telling me about Ak, about Shaq, about LeBron. I'm like, what the fuck? So this is why I tell her nothing about me.
Yeah, you don't.
She come over.
Don't tell her about no pillow talk.
She come
give
over.
them nothing.
We have
no
fun.
conversation.
Leave.
give them nothing.
Yeah,
Nothing.
nothing.
She be like, oh, so what you doing now for work? What's extra? Nothing.
They all gonna say about me.
same old,
He
same
fucked
old.
the shit out of me.
Yeah.
And he ain't give me no water, no fruit, nothing to send me home. That's what they gonna say.
because-
That's why I say niggas be like, oh, fresh, you're paying for box. Show me where I paid a bitch for box.
Right.
Just one. Because bro, there's none. Like I by now. Remember, it's been 5 years.
Wait, no one brought that up. Why are you bringing that up?
Right.
No,
What we don't know.
Because that's the argument. Fresh pays for box.
Right.
I'm like, bro, nigga, fucking where?
Yeah.
But whatever, bro.
No,
main thing-
No, it's because you're always seen with strippers, bro.
Nigga, I fucking hoes.
That damages the look. If you're always around F-size tits, what's that F-size?
No,
Is
no,
that
no.
F?
No, no, no.
I mean, is that, yeah,
That's
no.
F.
He's
But
around
double F.
F-size.
But hold
I'm
on.
around fake D's, so I know your image look worse than mine.
But hold
I'm
on.
not around F. If I'm seen around F,
Yeah.
then the D's stop DMing me. They're like,
you gotta
yo,
know
this
that.
guy's fucking paying for hookers and shit.
But hold on. I can't show on camera the regular girls.
Right.
They don't want that
They
shit.
hate that, They don't want
so,
it.
so I got girls that are bad but regular,
yeah.
but put on camera, they don't want that shit. They got a job, they got parents. It's like it's kind of weird.
Yeah,
so
they get
I
harassed.
just show what I can.
No one believes this, but you gotta be seen with hoes if you're
Yeah.
in the social media
Yeah.
game. What
Yeah.
the fuck?
Yeah, if you ain't like I tell
it makes
motherfuckers
your
all the
job
time,
easy.
You're nobody if you ain't. You can't tell me you that guy if you ain't fucking bitches.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
if you ain't fucking bitches,
Thank
either you
you.
gay or you ain't slinging pipe. Like bro, you got to have bitches.
No, yo,
bro.
I've met
You gotta
people.
fuck bitches.
I've met people on the streets who say, "Bro, I like what you do and stuff," but for me, I've never wanted bitches, and I believe them.
Right.
But the guys who always talk about bitches,
They have no
those
bitches.
guys, you have to experience this side of the lifestyle, or you'll always be bitter.
Right.
If you don't want bitches, that's fine,
Yeah.
but don't talk about it on. It's like, yo, I saw you with another fucking hoe from the strip club. You're gonna see billions of them around. You're gonna see billions.
buffet.
They make our job easier. What the fuck?
But the point is, guys, at a certain level, once you get close or even here, you're like, you know what? All right, I've been with regular girls.
Yeah.
I want to see what like to fuck my favorite porn star or my favorite like girl I always want to fuck. And it's not paying. It's more like now that you're here, they're cool with you.
Yeah, it's like the movie The Predator, man. You want the best
Yeah,
best
why not?
trophies.
Yeah.
Put me in the jungle where the deadliest motherfuckers are at,
Yep.
and
And
see if I can scalp them. You
'Cause,
know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
The porn star is not the best pussy you'll ever have.
not. It's dry.
The best pussy you'll ever have is the one that actually likes you.
Ooh,
That one will be
There you
like,
go.
whoa, what the? This 7 is looking like a 9. What the
Yeah.
fuck?
That's
Yeah.
a fact. When they like you for real and they cater to you, wake up and you know what I'm saying, get you a breakfast and all that, and they really rubbing your back, and man, you
Yeah.
can't beat that. It's nothing like a real good woman.
Or
for
a
real.
vulnerable stripper when she's vulnerable.
Tell me about her sneaky uncle.
My dad used to smoke
Yeah,
the
yeah, yeah.
cigarettes you smoke, John, and I'm like, where the fuck is he? Where the fuck is he?
I'm gonna beat his ass. Right after you suck my dick.
Guys, we got 4K on YouTube. Shout out to you guys for supporting. Shout out to Myron
too,
for coming
man.
over.
Shout out.
115 on Rumble and 16K on X. Yo,
Yes,
Dom is
sir.
cooking, bro.
Yeah, I'm trying to. Yeah.
Dom, I don't know if you want to bring this up, but something happened recently with, this article. You want to bring it up or no?
We
Don
can't.
got the
matter.
news, man.
So, I mean, we don't have to, but just know that people came to Dom for a news update,
Yeah.
recording, documentary, and they tried to finesse Dom. But Dom
yeah.
is on top. Don't be fooled. He's making hella bread, and the podcast is winning.
Yeah, New York Times, man, tried to slander me.
Really?
It's wild though. Yeah, New York Times slandered me, and this is a crazy story because
That's good news, bro.
Yeah, that's
Well, yeah,
That's
it
actually
is.
really good
But
news.
I hate to use the race thing,
Right.
and it feel low key racist because when they covering black people, I'm known as like a journalist.
Right.
I don't dress like a journalist.
Yeah.
I don't act like a journalist, but that's intentional because I'm trying to get to niggas.
Yeah.
Niggas
Right.
don't pay attention to news.
Yeah, you good at
You,
that shit.
you gotta be able to match niggas where they are.
Right.
They say
and they
don't. They
understand
say
that.
don't be flashy. It's a part of it.
Yeah, it's a part of it. Niggas don't want to hear shit
that
from
we like that
clean
shit.
cut nigga.
Yeah.
And they attacked me by saying, okay, he only makes this XYZ amount. They seen that I made even from last year from crypto deal alone like 300K.
Right.
Didn't include it. They say I make at least 150K from Twitter every year, a bad year without subscriptions.
So
They didn't
how's
include it.
that a hit piece? They just
The
said
hit
the
piece
money
say I
thing.
make 55,000 a year,
Oh.
bro. Just last year, and
Yeah.
you got to remember, I just got big in 2023. I'm still building. I ain't buy my
Yeah,
foreign car yet.
you gotta remember that they go off Google.
Yeah, they don't
You
know
know,
the roots.
like
That's
Google
right.
will say Justin Bieber's worth like
Yes.
5 mil. No, he's
But-
not. He's
but
worth
Zherka-
way more.
Zherka, he came to my house. He was here for a week.
No, they
Ah,
met him, bro. They
pay
met him
stubs and
personally.
Aha.
He has all the proof.
So that's a
Snake
real hit
job.
Yeah, the
piece.
nigga had all the proof. He had all the
It's a snake
validation.
job.
Right,
They
yeah.
get a snake job.
So no, imagine they come talk to you, see you live your lifestyle, see you come in the studio,
Yeah.
see you go to work, see
I
you
gave
go
them
out to
everything.
party,
Yeah.
Damn.
and they lied on this nigga.
Yeah, I gave them everything they needed. They even got the proof of what I gave my dad. It was 30K initially, but by the end of the year, he got like 45. I even texted, how the fuck could I make 55? I gave my dad 45.
Right.
Yeah.
Nigga, I'd have 10 left.
Right.
I just made it in 2023.
So look, we got an
And-
article here as
That's
well.
crazy.
Go ahead.
Damn,
But
champ.
it's funny because us as creators, bro, people are jealous, bro. It's
That's
just
New York Times though. That's heavy, Chip. I didn't see this.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is the second one they
They
did.
try
They
to
did.
hate with the 55. They try to put you
Yeah, a
down,
55 a year,
passing you down.
which is completely, bro, it's impossible.
So let's read it here. Publicly, he has bullshit
He's a
about
master
owning
of outrage on X. This is a hate. This is
Yeah.
a hit piece, bro.
facts,
Yeah,
bro.
niggas don't
Fuck.
even.
Yeah.
My comments always positive.
The pay
Bro.
isn't great. Why would they write that?
That's why I said the racist
fucked
shit,
up,
right?
bro.
That's why I said some
He's
racist shit.
hurting
That's why I
bad.
put thank you. That's why I put the race in there. Because when the fuck does it matter how much a
It
journalist
didn't
make?
even matter. Why they put
Most
that in
journalists
there?
are driving in Camrys.
Yo.
Nigga, I don't know many journalists that's
Yeah.
pushing in Lambos.
Yeah.
I told him I want to get a Urus this year.
Yeah.
What the fuck that matter with my work?
Also, you've been invited to White House, Mar-a-Lago as well, and bro,
Yeah.
like, dude, legit, you're
Been to the White House twice this year.
You're
That's
dude.
tough.
Dom is the only creator I know
I want to fuck a bitch in Mar-a-Lago. Right on the stairs.
Ivanka. You gotta get Ivanka.
But Dom is
a digger. Who in the backyard? I want to dig up the ex-wife.
Dom is the only creator I know that's positive comments always on his chat.
Yeah.
In the comments in chat, it's like Dom is fucking amazing. He's giving good news. So this to me is fucked up because, dude, who hates on Dom, bro? Nobody.
Yeah.
But that's the reason why. I don't give them a reason to, so they say, well, fuck it, let's at least go for his money. The nigga character good, the nigga content good. That's the thing. If they ain't got a story, it's a story as old as time, they'll make one.
Yeah.
And they made one. They still make about the money, but the thing is, if I am a journalist, I'm not a lifestyle creator.
Right.
I don't even promote my lifestyle. I don't talk about the shit I got. So money is irrelevant for a journalist.
For sure.
That's why I say it's kind of low-key racist. And he knew this personally. That I say I'm doing this because I'm trying to get...
Why are you saying racist? He's like a white guy in your house?
Yes, bro.
Just say that
racist.
part.
No, this is why it's racist. This is why it's racist.
He came here.
You don't never cover on what a white man has. For some reason, it doesn't matter how much a nigga making if he white.
Right.
They don't give a fuck if a white nigga driving a Camry, and I don't use the
you're talking about a white journalist.
Yeah, a white journalist.
Yeah.
If I was a white creator, this wouldn't be a story.
Right.
No one cares how much a white creator is
Well,
making.
we don't know the guy. Who was he? How do we know it's a race thing? He's just a white boy in your house?
Well, no, it's the topic. I've seen New York Times make multiple artists on multiple creators. It's never about. It's about your profession. They would say I'm pushing out
so
hate.
you're saying the
They would say
editors.
they should talk about community notes. They should say I've been checked.
Look at the fucking
They
look
should
at
say I've had attempted
the whole
lawsuits.
goddamn the pay isn't great. That's
It's not
crazy.
about my career.
wild.
The only thing it's
I'm
doing.
reading that, it don't sound too bad.
But you know what it does.
But that is crazy.
They know, they're trying
Imagine you don't know Dom.
Right.
He's this broke news reporter.
So shut his broke ass up.
Yeah.
It
It seems to
discredits you.
deter people from even trying to follow my path.
Exactly. That's fucked up, bro.
It's like, why
Don't
would you
listen to
follow
this
this
broke
nigga?
nigga.
Why would you follow this nigga path if he barely getting by?
Oh, they trying to smoke you.
Yeah, they don't
They
want
want him out of there.
Ooh, they trying to get you.
Yeah, that's fucked up, bro.
That is
but
fucked
Dom,
up.
real quick for the audience. That watch on your hand, how much it cost?
Like 40, because it's busted.
So hold on, he's making $55 a year.
Right.
But could buy a $40K watch. How much is the chain?
It's only like 15.
So that's salary right there on his body.
Yeah, of course.
Fucking
He
lying,
lives
bro.
in Miami. You can't fucking survive.
Bro,
on that
even a
shit.
tax return, they wanted like what 45.
Yeah.
Which and I broke that down. Of course, I ain't paying them nigga 45.
So this is-
Hold on.
but I did it the right way. It's all recorded. I ain't pay 45 because I got the right deductions.
Dom, you know what it is, bro?
It ain't like I hid my money. It's deducted.
They envy you as being a solo reporter that's doing way more numbers
They
than
hate
them.
that
They don't want you to break in their
We
simulation,
got
bro.
15K or 16K on X watching because of Dom.
That's heavy.
Dude, that's real numbers, bro.
That is.
So again,
That's crazy. I didn't
it's
see
jealousy,
this.
bro.
They don't want you to break in simulation. Like y'all you saying how you broke into hip hop. It's the
Yeah.
same way I can break in the urban culture and bring in politics in it
Straight
because
by
they try to
yourself.
keep these simulations separated.
Yep.
If they can keep the simulation separated, they can maintain control.
That's true.
Because we only see a perception of our own reality that they orchestrate for us.
Yeah.
If you have a nigga that bring in and cross the worlds, that's real unity. That's real
different.
power and that's real evolution.
Right.
You know, a lot of people don't know the entire American Revolution was started just because niggas had conversations in taverns.
Yeah.
Which is why they try to restrict speech to this day.
For
All
sure.
we need to do is talk. Get in a room and talk, bro, and shit changes.
That's true. People don't like those cross-contaminating conversations.
Not at all.
But those help growth. That's why I love talking to a white person that don't understand nobody from the hood and all
Yeah,
that. And
you
I
need those.
want to hear your side so I can give you some understanding so we could move forward. When you don't do that, it fucks up. And a lot of people in our community don't do that. They
Yeah.
be so apprehensive. And when the motherfuckers
Right.
say them numbers like, okay, it's only 13% of you guys, but you commit 50%
Mm-hmm.
of the violent crimes. Okay, if it's true, it's true. How the fuck can we fix this shit?
Exactly.
Don't get mad like, oh, no, it's true. Okay,
yeah.
y'all niggas out here killing shit. You black motherfuckers. Okay, damn it, how we gonna fix it?
Yeah.
That's how you move forward. Say, no, they put the police in the neighborhoods.
No
Okay,
conversation.
fuck all that. How we gonna move forward? But those conversations always get stagnated by the, the hatred.
It's something I'm learning in politics that pretty much every city in America, did you know, like they'll meet up at the state capitals. They'll meet up like once a week
Yeah.
to address the problems in every neighborhood or district.
Yeah.
You find out that the black community is the least reported to come and check in.
Of course not.
So guess what? When they make these bills and these laws, it don't reflect us. And they say, well, damn, the shit don't reflect us. Nigga, I
true.
go in there and I see every other race but us.
Yeah, that's true.
And I see changes happening in the community that reflect them.
Yeah.
We have to meet them where they are.
Yes.
And we have to blend the cultures.
Yeah, all that complaining and shit. Once you do the due diligence and figure this shit out, like no one's
Yeah.
gonna save your black monkey ass.
Not at all.
Besides yourself. I know y'all know this by now. Goddamn, it's been 100 years. If you black motherfuckers ain't saving yourself, your ass doomed.
It's over.
You also got to see it from like let's say like a Jewish or European lens or something that's not black, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
For me, I grew up with black guys. I'm cozy here, but if I was anyone else on earth with white skin, First thing we notice, oh, he's got dreads.
Yeah.
We don't give a fuck about your degree.
Yeah.
He's got dreads. King Von, Chirac.
And that's how you stay alive.
So fast, bro.
That's how you stay alive. But that's how you stay alive.
That's why I hate people who say they don't see color. Color is all we see. What the
profiling
fuck?
is a defense mechanism to stay alive, bro. You got to profile niggas to stay alive. If you in the streets, you need to know how to profile certain niggas and how they move.
I see the same thing.
Might be the one that up it.
I see him up with them dreadlocks.
You need to be ready.
You know how I know white guys, a lot of them have like this thing, whoa, it's a black guy. They don't even fuck black chicks. Have you noticed that?
Very rare.
I've met a lot of white guys who've never fucked black chicks, and I'm like, oh, you're genuinely scared of the color.
Yeah.
I fucked the shit out the black chicks. What the fuck?
Yeah. And
So I'm like,
the most slave masters to fuck that good black pussy too.
Yeah.
They was fucking that pussy good.
But check this out. There's also room to be afraid of black people because, bro, they can think of you're a Chinese guy.
Yeah. Tear your ass up.
LeBron can tear him limb from limb.
Yeah,
it's a different fucking species, bro. If I'm a Chinese guy and I see a black guy, I'm thinking, I don't want to hire you, bro.
Yeah. Damn.
Yeah, that's how the world works, right?
Yeah, for sure. But now that shit changed, though, a lot of motherfuckers know that UFC and all that shit. They ain't scared of you black motherfuckers no more. So
No more.
Because
the average guy's afraid. The average guy's...
The average motherfucker, but these UFC motherfuckers, they ready to break your black ass up. Because I done seen a
They
lot
wanna
of black
prove them wrong.
niggas.
No, but I'm saying if you want to be seen as a journalist, good luck. People go off appearance.
Yeah,
that's
they
how
will.
humans are,
but
bro.
That's the point. I don't want it to be easy. Anything in life get easy, bro. If I would already been accepted and been on Fox News, I've been on Fox News once, but if I was there every week, I wouldn't even go hard no more.
Yeah.
You been on Fox?
I've been on Fox.
That's 1,000,005 eyes on you. That's a lot of eyes.
Zherka, he's already broken the mainstream, bro. He's already there. He's made it to where most people would never make it, and he wearing a chain, bro. He got dreads.
Wait, how's this different from Media Matters attacking you?
It's not.
No, it's a little different because Media Matters didn't do anything racial. You didn't think it was racial. It was just them calling. Oh, they were calling you anti-Semitic.
Yeah. So it's similar. But what I will say is, Dom is the man. That's a fucking lie.
you, bro.
That's
so
dope.
push that out there.
Yeah, you good at what you do, bro. I see your
No,
shit pop
let's-
up
Bro,
all the time.
that article would fuck up my whole weekend, bro.
Bro,
He broke as fuck.
That title
Yeah,
was
bro.
nuts.
No. I ain't even tell you this, Fresh. Let me reveal this.
What?
I had to talk to the nigga because the first title said he's the master of outrage, but he's broke.
Damn.
I said, if you don't change this,
black
I said, this get released because they never released that. I was like, this get released, there's gonna be a problem. I said my whole team would deny this. I said he's broke. I said this right here.
Again,
tough.
finish the
But
nigga,
he's
bro.
broke. I said,
I want
that's
him
broke.
out of here.
Yeah.
That was nuts.
And you have nothing to talk about. It's like, bro, I've been doing it for 2 years, and if that's all you can talk about, that's crazy.
Wow.
That's absolutely crazy.
I don't know why. You know, people are like, it shouldn't piss you off if it's not true, bro. When
That's
I
why
go,
it pisses you the fuck off.
Yeah, when
When they
I
get this shit right about me, I shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
I'm like, God damn,
Nothing-
you got me, dog.
bro, got me.
Yeah, you got me.
Let me
dog.
hard. Facts.
When they get
I've
that
been
shit
there.
right, I don't say shit.
I've been
It's like,
there,
all right,
man.
you got it?
No,
You got it, nigga?
there is something weird about when you make your money in life and someone wants to say you didn't.
Right.
And so you're inspiring someone else, but they actually, I don't know if I should trust this guy.
They
Yes,
fuck
you
up
can.
your money.
I'm
They don't fuck up
literally
your money
you,
till it's
and
at
I
the top.
fucking,
Hell
what the
yeah.
fuck?
Oh, man.
Hell yeah.
That's where they come and get you.
They muddy
Sharp.
the waters.
Yeah.
Shannon Sharp.
Yeah.
Like, they don't fuck with you on the come up. It's when
Yeah.
you got it now. I
Yes.
need the money and I need to keep people around me. They start fucking it up. Like, no, don't do it now, bitch. I need this help.
Ultimate wealth transfer.
Right.
They see you doing well, especially
You
if you're
gotta
black.
turn it off.
Oh no, get this nigga out of here.
Yeah.
Take
It's true.
it.
It's
Pull the
true.
plug. Which is why we need to have our own things in place. For example, our own real estate, our own portfolios, our own assets that we can depend upon if shit goes down. Dude, look at us. Look at them. We're demonetized for 3 years now.
Yeah.
We've been cooked.
I love that I'm a part of the black conversation.
Yeah.
But check this out.
Yeah.
What happens when, like, let's be real.
Let's be real.
In the future, you're going to be a big success. That's the only way to think of it, right?
Yeah.
Bro, you got to get used to articles like that.
Well, yeah.
That's like the number one guaranteed. PewDiePie gets hated on. He's just some white guy playing video games. He's a fucking dork, right?
Right.
But everyone get massive amounts of hate at the top. So,
gonna
bro,
get
you better get cozy with these kind of articles.
And I have. So Forbes, I had a whole campaign against me back in like 2023. I was investigating Barack Obama, and I was the journalist that revealed that the lake that his chef drowned in was only 3 feet for at least 6 miles.
Yeah.
So when I revealed that, I got billed.
On Twitter. You dropped it on Twitter, right?
Yeah, I dropped that on Twitter.
Yeah.
I got banned shortly after that, and then they said I was banned because C-SPAN was posted. A lot of people don't know that post that they claim about C-SPAN was just a post from Indonesia. It was a news article, and it wasn't a video. This post was a week old. If it was really over that post, they would have got me instantly. Twitter does not allow C-spam of any aspect for a week straight. So they banned me for something that was completely unrelated. But after they brought me back, Forbes all the way down from every mainstream media started to try to label me as if I was a pedo. I've been slandered before, but it didn't matter. The only thing that mattered about this New York Times is like, I was like, this is what come with it.
Hitting a little close to home, bro.
Like, this is what comes with it. I'm like, this is what come with it. And I was okay with it. I'm like, this is the worst
Rockstar shit.
And I got my claim to fame by exposing pedophilia, exposing children being kept underground, shit that people don't even know that's going on.
Yeah.
There's little kids that get their arms, legs cut off. And they're used as mannequins.
Yeah.
There's this shit that's so deep and dark that people have no idea that's going on.
Well,
and
you know, they say that's a conspiracy. I'm like, bro,
That's
you
not
know,
a
the
conspiracy.
biggest evidence there is for any conspiracy is Pizzagate. You got to look into James Alefantis.
Yeah,
you got to
have.
look into that shit.
Yeah.
You
Also-
be in them conspiracy theories too, Zherka?
Yeah,
That's all before I popped off when I only had 200,000 followers and stuff. That's all I was known for.
So what you think about the Bohemian Grove and all that?
It's 100% real, but
Yeah, I
I feel
seen
like
that.
everything's watered down. The thing
It's
you
over
want
with now, yeah.
the thing you want to look at is James Alefantis Instagram. 100% look into the art with the spirit cookings, and it actually gets tied to Tom Hanks. Tom Hanks.
Tom
right?
Hanks.
Tom
Also,
Hanks.
don't forget
Holy fuck.
the church, Catholic Church. We found out recently that they had kids underground.
Oh, yeah, they've been
Yeah,
doing
those
that.
babies.
Bro,
Yeah.
crazy, bro.
Yeah, in Ireland, right?
Dead
Irish.
babies, bro.
Yeah, like 600 of them and shit.
Bro, that's disgusting.
Yeah.
Anyhow, real quick. So
Spooky.
let's get into the video now with Gary getting jumped in Vegas. Because that is actually real. It did happen. And I was with Gary 2 weeks ago in Vegas. And 2 minutes on the strip, bro. We almost got in a fight with a drunk guy.
I saw that.
What was the goal of that trip? Where'd you guys go there?
Well, we had to do some shows. And then Gary wanted to go ahead and obviously gamble. And he won.
Do you gamble?
Nah. He won like 70K.
Oh, really?
Bro, fucking
That's how he
monster,
be
bro.
doing,
The
man.
numbers.
He does that.
Numerology.
That
That shit
shit
works.
crazy.
It's crazy, bro. All right, let's play it.
2 minutes.
Here we go.
Why you going near me if I'm walking? Why you going near me? Why you going near me,
Yeah,
bro?
they on
Stop
that.
that shit.
Don't go around me.
Damn.
Go over there. Go over there.
Drunk.
That's
Man, I wish we were there
not.
first.
Yeah, facts,
How
bro.
we doing, bro?
Why I ain't have a gun on them, man?
What? It's a
Stand
free
your ground
country,
there?
man.
Well, the thing is, it is, but just him and like 15 niggas.
Okay.
15. I mean, you can probably get away.
You can blast
You shoot
niggas.
all
You
of
got
them.
15 versus 1.
You got to switch
Yeah,
on
you
that
got the right.
motherfucker.
Is it not legal?
He got money, don't he? He got money. You know what I'm saying, bro? He ain't broke. He got a good lawyer. You know what I'm saying? Come on, champ.
Just check
But
the
imagine-
What's my man? Shout to Zimmerman. You know what I'm saying?
He's just recording.
check the lawyer's birthday before you go in.
Right. You know what I'm saying? George Zimmerman, man.
But yeah, you could, I guess, continue. But this is happening because he's just recording.
Okay.
He didn't say anything. He's recording. Like,
Right.
nigga, why are you recording me?
Yeah.
That's
drunk,
wild, bro.
Drunk, ignorant
Wow.
motherfucker.
Yeah.
Las Vegas. It's a free country, brother. It's a free country. I'm vlogging,
with all that brother talk,
I'm
though.
right.
You not Hulk Hogan, motherfucker.
Why you going
Oh,
near
with
me,
the
bro?
elbow.
He's Jewish.
Don't
He's
go
Jewish.
around me. Go over there. Go over there. It's not in your face. Get away from me, bro. Get the fuck away from me. Then get the fuck away from me.
Get the fuck away from me.
You get the fuck away from me.
Okay, Gary.
You know some respect, man.
Then don't disrespect me. I'm doing my own vlog.
Stop recording that.
I will record myself if I fucking want to.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
Tell him,
Hell
nigga.
yeah.
I'll
My
fuck
nigga
with it.
Gary, dog.
Stand on it.
I'm not recording you. I'm not recording you. I'm not recording you. I'm not recording you. Always something here in the strip, brother. It is what it
Nigga stand
is.
his ground.
He did, though. I respect it.
We can stop it there. But that's wild, bro. Dude, Vegas Strip is crazy, bro.
Did they put hands on him, though?
He just pushed him.
Oh, that don't count. I thought they beat the shit out of him.
Well, I mean, if they would have if he kept going.
He stood his ground, though. He did what he supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to white man mode, man. He
White
stood
man
on it.
mode.
Gary,
He
man.
told you the white motherfuckers ain't scared of you niggas no more, man. That proves the fact. You know what I'm saying? He
Yeah.
wasn't scared. He
Gary
stood
backed
his
that shit
ground.
up.
He's
They know.
Jewish. He's not white.
Oh,
He's
that's
Jewish.
different. Yeah, he got a different type of blood in him.
Yeah. He's
All
got
right. So
venom.
this is the main topic for tonight's episode.
Yo, this bitch, yo, I'm not hating.
Oh, my
I
God.
always give
Yeah.
a hoe her dues if I like her face and stuff. No, I'm serious. She's not that cute. This Layla bitch is not that
they've been
cute.
talking about
She's
him.
getting the other one, India. That one's cute.
I
This
love
one,
India,
yeah,
legendary.
because she got some personality and
She a
shit.
legend, yeah.
This one has
game?
no personality.
Yeah.
Zero personality. This Layla bitch is too much, man.
She just looks good, but
Yeah, India's at least a little funny.
So Layla and her
Yeah,
friends
she be doing that for a long time, too.
Yeah.
got real about dating
And
men.
she says shit like, "Come get this pussy."
Yeah,
she
she-
Pretty
speaks
much.
like a stripper.
She from the
Layla
streets.
speaks like a boring robot. We don't want to see Layla, bro.
So Layla and her friends got real about dating men who make less money than them.
They got
Say
a
it's
little
not
money, too.
possible
Here
to
we
date them.
go. Here we
So let's
go.
play it real quick.
Okay. Let's hear this.
But this is the typical woman nowadays that makes a little bit of money.
Cause them bitches got a little money now.
That
Let's
is
hear.
Let's play.
Would you date a man with less money than you? I don't think any of y'all would. Not that you should, but
Not that you
that
should.
was my thing.
Here we
At this
go.
point, right? But it's just like,
Okay.
I'm more open for sure, but that's just tricky because
Look how they
I
turn
like
to men
how
on this
I'm
question.
Right.
They always stand up straight like men. On this
Right.
question.
They want to talk some shit.
I gotta turn to a man because I don't have one.
Like any man that I've seen in a relationship where the woman makes more money.
See, I'd fuck the shit out of that one. Yeah, I like that one.
Far left.
Yeah,
she kind of
yeah,
quiet.
She kind of quiet.
They
Yeah.
get insecure.
Pause.
So yeah,
So that's Jenna Frooms, Jason Derulo's baby mama.
Oh,
the one on the
shit.
far left.
Yeah,
Jenna
okay, I
Frooms.
know her.
And then the other one's 7. The other one I don't know who that is. And then that's Lila, of course. On
Okay, but let's break this down though. So like, okay, you messing with these guys that got more money than you. Is any of you bitches married? Like, she a baby mama now.
Yeah.
Like, that's not doing nothing for you. I got money, yes. I got more money than you. You with me? I'm fucking all the bitches across this world. Are you stupid to understand that I got this money, I got the power, bitch, you're not gonna be the only one? Are you signing up for that?
Yeah.
You not finding somebody who loves you and like for your own, you know what I'm saying, merit and morality and integrity.
No.
You worrying about some money first, you stupid bitches, and look where it got you.
Yeah.
Baby mamas, lonely, eating fucking cupcakes, talking about niggas. None of y'all is married. Where's your boyfriend? Where's your engagement? Nothing. And if you got one of these niggas, they fucking big dog pussy every day behind your back, you stupid bitch.
Facts.
Would you agree that
Facts.
bitches talk more about niggas in their free time than we do if we alone by
Of
ourselves?
course, because
we always talking money and building.
Because we,
Yeah.
yes,
Always.
because what happens is they trying to figure out the matrix of finding a nigga with some money that's going to be just with them. It's never going to fucking happen.
Facts.
It's an endless story. So they trying to figure it out. They never will. You fucking Jason Derulo, he's fucking the whole world right now.
Hell yeah.
What are you thinking? So that's why they stupid.
You know what's crazy too about this whole topic here? Us as men with money, you know what I'm about to say, Zherka.
What the fuck does that mean?
Hold on.
He's like, you got a brand new Corvette. That's about it.
If we smash a girl, no matter how bad she is, how much money she got, we could take an L.
Right.
We take a big chance with smashing girls.
For sure.
With them, it's like, all right, I could come up off this nigga somewhere fashion. Say he either grape me, maybe I could marry him.
That's
have
why
his
it's
money,
dangerous, yeah.
And a lawsuit. So we're at risk at all times.
At all
fucking
times.
these women.
At all
But they
times.
could just have fun and say, okay, I'm tired of this nigga. I'm gonna do an allegation on him.
Yeah, it's dangerous. Like most black men that's successful, like I always say, their downfall is women. Not saying women preyed on them. No. If you being lustful and you trying to fuck all these bitches, you got a bag and you famous, nigga, your ass going to jail. It's over with for you.
Yeah,
So you got to stop at a certain point.
I don't
It's
think-
dangerous.
I like how Dom said it's we're thinking of building, they're thinking of pretty much moving in, right?
Right.
But bro, that's their whole life, the makeup, everything is to attach to someone else's matrix.
Yeah.
Nothing is about building in their matrix. It's always about like, how does my life change when I'm with this guy?
Right.
We've never thought that about how does my life change when I fuck her?
Right,
Yeah.
not at all.
It's
Real
exactly the same and
I
going
can't
down.
mess with a broke guy.
It's because
what messing with a guy
But
with
hold
money
on.
has done for you?
That question itself is because they want to take.
Right.
Okay, he has money. I can take
Because I'm
something
gonna
from it.
fuck him, so I gotta get something out of it.
Exactly.
Bitch,
Bro,
how much
check
you
this
got
out.
the dick out of it like I got your pussy?
What's this bitch's name? Layla, right?
Lala or Layla?
Layla, you can't fuck with no broke guy.
Right.
But clearly you can't fuck with a rich guy either.
So
What are you talking
Where's your
about?
man?
I got a question.
Where is
Why
your
don't you
man?
worry about the first one?
So no one at this table has a kid, right?
No.
I gotta ask y'all this. Since all y'all niggas
Nigga, I don't
status,
fucking kid.
how much do y'all take the risk when it comes to no protection?
Oh, hell
Do
no.
y'all want to take the risk? I learned that once I got up,
First of all, you
I started using more.
Yeah, I used all mine up. I ain't gonna lie.
I didn't do it. I didn't do it when I was younger.
I used all my raws up.
Oh, okay.
It's over. It's over now.
When
used
I
to
was
be-
younger, I
used
didn't
to-
give a fuck.
I used to be raw dog to
Yeah,
the death.
yeah,
You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? When you get a
Night-
couple scares,
19, yeah,
you throw in the towel.
19 to 25. I
Thank
was
you, God.
straight
Okay,
up.
Look,
It's over with.
look, man. I would say this, bro. After that fucking possible scare nigga,
Yeah.
This is-
I'm still a dog. But
Yeah,
nah,
yeah,
but
yeah,
nah,
yeah.
nah,
I know,
it's,
bro,
it's
but
different, different.
You gotta
different.
know when to fold them,
It's
brother.
different, yeah,
Trust
different.
me, I folded mine
Yeah.
in now. I was
Yeah.
the raw dog god. You know what I'm saying? The pull out king.
I promote condoms everywhere I go.
Yeah.
I just don't use them.
It's just,
Hold on,
it be
hold on.
tempting as fuck.
Hold on,
Of
keep,
course.
keep it real, keep it real.
Bro.
No,
I
she's
ain't gonna
got
cap.
good DNA, good hips, good bone
Yeah.
structure,
Why
good
not?
skin.
It just be so
Why
tempting,
not
bro.
have that kid, bro? When are you gonna have it with SpongeBob? You might as well have it with that bitch.
Now that's the nightmare. But
Yeah.
I'll say this though. Imagine where we are today, what we've been through, all the chicks we smash, and we're still good. As in, like, for example,
Yeah.
none of us have died from anything
Facts.
or had any crazy thing happen to us. That's the
Right.
blessing, bro.
what the fuck, nigga? Like,
I thank God every day. That's nothing from anybody, and I'm still able
But
to.
you sound itchy. Have you ever caught something?
No. Well, obviously speaking, we all have, nigga.
No, I haven't.
You didn't call it a little bit.
Because I didn't go to get checked. If you don't go to get
I had
checked,
that motherfucker a few times.
Well, hold on. Nigga, you should get checked. Hold on.
you don't get checked.
You should get
real. You get shit. You have to
We
be.
all have.
You should
gotta
get
be
checked.
clinically.
You should get checked.
Nah,
Bro,
every other month.
Somebody gave it to you.
The doctor gave it to you.
They don't like they like it.
You should get checked every other month because you need to know your status,
Facts.
bro.
No.
Where's possible?
Play on heroic.
Yo, nigga.
Play on heroic.
You go off her.
Play legendary, bro.
You go off her
know.
pap smear.
You should know.
Yeah.
But what I will say is that, like, in the game of dating, bro, we don't talk enough about the bad side of it.
Yeah.
Where things you can
gets
get
spooky.
pregnant,
Yeah, it
you
gets
can get
spooky.
STD, and that can fuck up your life, bro.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
it gets
can.
spooky.
But it is an honor to get an STD from a high level stripper.
If they, and especially
That's an honor, bro.
What?
I'm telling you, because if you get it from an ugly chick, you're like, whoa.
Well, yeah.
I gotta
attached to
take
you
these
forever.
antibiotics.
Yeah.
But if you get it after some good pussy, you go, that makes sense.
Right.
That makes
No,
sense.
it's bad
Nothing
pussy.
is free.
No, there's bad pussy at that point.
Huh?
No.
What are you saying, bro?
That shit
You gotta burn the crop sometimes, man. Sometimes you gotta
unfortunate.
be your own, like your own security. What I do,
Organic, we're joking.
Comedy,
we're joking.
comedy.
Okay.
I know
We're
what I
not
do.
promoting STDs.
Of course,
are we?
I know. But what I should do, I should always burn my crops. Like every 6 months, I go get me some good medicines.
This is
how
and
he
then
got his name.
Yeah.
and get them all out of here. Don't talk to none of them.
Well, hold on.
Mr.
gotta burn the
Organic
crops,
with
burn
a
the
bunch of fucking grass medicine. Take this if you're itchy. Take some horny goat weed.
Yeah, some sea moss.
Guys, here's a cheat code, right?
Yeah.
Actually, Kevo put me on this shit.
Right.
You can take a pill, Batman Kevo. There's a pill you could take, right,
Yes.
bro? That stops pretty much every disease.
Yeah,
I forgot what it's called.
It's prep.
What? Ivermectin.
It's prep.
Prep. So you take it before and then you're good to go.
Yeah.
Oh, for the fucking?
Yeah.
before.
Oh, that shit fire.
Yeah.
Whoa.
I ain't heard of
So,
that.
So you
why is it? Why? How come no one knows about that?
You gotta have money.
Yeah, it's the top
Okay.
level people
Oh.
got it.
That's
It's-
cool as fuck.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
gotta-
Yeah,
like
it's
So
called prep.
imagine you can go to Africa and get, I don't get AIDS.
Yeah.
That's
Man,
crazy.
That's
bro.
crazy, bro.
You can play with that motherfucker. Definitely. It's made for AIDS.
That's
It's
crazy.
made
That
to
shit's fire,
stop
bro.
HIV.
HIV, yeah. Yeah. So I mean,
Is
All
it
the
risky
rappers be on
though?
that shit.
Isn't
Yeah.
that risky?
It is still risky though.
yeah, it still is, but
Less risk.
niggas survive, bro.
What is it, like a 24-hour pill?
Pretty much. But look at Magic Johnson, bro.
You gotta
that nigga
pray,
had
bro.
it and got out of it.
Yeah, you gotta pray. You gotta stay prayed up. That's the most important thing.
I feel like God doesn't allow man to have that much pussy. That's why the disease.
Yeah.
Nah. Like there's
'Cause you're
gotta be
doing
a
too much.
limit. Yeah,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
are doing.
Yeah.
Because Magic was fucking 7-8 hoes at one night. You know what I'm saying? So he had to cut them off.
Bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was going crazy.
What I will say is, though, guys, just for your actual health and benefit, use protection, though.
Most definitely.
If you're going to do it, use protection.
Yeah, I used to say fuck all that, but listen to me, man. I done threw in my towel.
Yeah.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? I had enough. You know what I mean?
No, if you're a G, if you got money and shit, and
Yeah.
the bitch will do what you say, I really recommend live my lifestyle. A lot of people hate this, but just get head. Just
That's
get that.
cold.
You don't need to go inside of her, bro.
Yeah.
You can get bomb ass head.
That's
if
smart.
if you complain with head, you say no. I also need the pussy. That's too what?
I don't know why. I
Yeah.
guess I'm one of those niggas. I guess I'm one of them. It's like, I don't know.
I
Maybe
gotta
I like
fuck.
the way it looked.
Yeah, I gotta
don't
fuck.
know what it is, but
That's legendary,
them-
though. I ain't gonna lie. I've
Yeah.
never heard that one.
No
Safe
one
route.
here is turning down good head.
Yeah.
No, not at all.
Hold on.
I'm not gonna turn it
It's
down.
funny.
Nah.
A lot of rappers use his strategy.
Yeah.
They rather just get head and keep moving.
Yeah,
smart,
yeah,
though.
They're safer
It's
and they can
safe.
just bounce.
That's smart. I ain't gonna lie.
It is smart.
You know what
But
taught
then
me
The
that?
bitches get nothing, so that's a plus too.
When I worked for French Montana for security, that's what he taught me, that 3 bitches suck his dick. I'm like, because I would ask, I'm like, don't you catch something with these bitches?
Right.
And he's like, no, I get head. The saliva apparently it protects you. Well, I mean, that's not really accurate, but you
But
can
it
still
sounds
get,
good.
You can still, it's like Komodo dragon saliva, bro.
Yeah. They actually said that's not true. They didn't have no poison in their mouth, though. I just saw a whole documentary on that.
Really?
They say
Yeah.
you can get an STD from getting head. That's impossible.
Yeah, I'm talking
How
about
the
Komodo
fuck-
dragon.
I think it's
They have
harder,
to
but
go through-
it can still happen.
Yeah, I think it has to go through the head or something.
I think it's harder, but it can still happen, though.
I never
it can
fucked the Komodo dragon.
Me either. I thought about it. I wanted to make a real gargoyle.
I think they have to have like a cut in their
Ew,
mouth.
gross. Nah.
Yeah, she gotta be dirty as fuck to get it from the mouth.
Yeah,
I think they have to have a cut in their mouth, like in open.
Uh-huh.
It
Yeah,
can
if
happen,
blood
but
goes
it's
through like
super
the
rare.
head of your dick.
All
That's
right,
where
we can move on now. We can move on.
We scaring each other now.
Yeah.
You know she's gorgeous.
Next one, Bill. Next one, Bill.
You know she's gorgeous if you get a cold sore after kissing her.
Oh my
shit.
God,
That's
nigga. Ew. Okay, fair buck. 17-year-old Lamine Yamal was seen vacationing with 30-year-old Spanish influencer Pati Vasquez.
Who is who? I don't
Who
know
the
these
fuck
funky
are
ass
these
names.
bro?
I have no idea, bro. What the fuck? Nigga,
Who's 30 years old?
Who's the young one? Who's the girl?
Who are these niggas, bro?
Man, fuck them, man. Let's go.
Yeah, that's
somebody else,
something
man.
else, bro. What the fuck is this
Fuck
shit, bro?
about-
Yeah,
We
she's
some niggas
mid,
up
bro.
here, man.
She's
With
literally
my nigga from Albania.
Yeah, yeah.
She's
What's
skinny
next
as
one,
fuck.
Yeah, she ugly.
We don't need this.
I bit like she's snorting cocaine.
Oh, that's her. This is getting better.
Oh, that's her?
Oh,
shit.
that's her. She okay. She OnlyFans. And he must be.
All right,
be
let's
rich.
see the fucking
Okay.
nudes, bro. What are we doing here?
No, nah, bro.
Is he balling or something? You gotta be happy.
By the way, never pay for
Come down.
OnlyFans.
No.
If curiosity gets you, you can get that free on Reddit, I think.
Yeah, never.
Okay,
Yeah, don't
so
give them money.
Fatty Vasquez is 30 years
what
old.
Kanye does.
Born in 95, according to multiple sources.
She's 30?
So she's
Okay.
30 and he's 17.
Damn.
Both have denied any.
Well, that's a turn
Okay,
off.
I mean
she's
that's
30.
That's cap basically because they fucking.
Yeah, for sure. The shit out of her.
Evidence suggests that they were simply at the same vacation spot. Funny. The age difference sparked online discussion, but their clarifications indicate no personal connection beyond coincidence.
Rock could be wrong.
So
as
I mean, yeah, it could be wrong, bro, but like,
So
she's
why are
older.
we supposed to care about these people?
Yeah, fuck them.
So this is the thing that's happening now, right? Older women with money
Yeah.
are choosing to date younger men because they got
So
control.
she got the money.
Yeah, she got
That'll
money.
never
Oh.
work. Well, Fresh, you know really
No.
well that'll never
It
work.
never works.
Yeah.
But remember, they rather have control than submission to a real man.
Yeah.
You get it?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
now it's like, fuck this shit.
Bro, you could be the hottest woman on earth, but if you're like 35 as a woman,
Yeah.
32, 31, something about that just feels like used car lot.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
tough. It's
Something
tough for them.
Yeah.
Really. But
like,
you know what's
why you
interesting?
ain't-
Me at 35, me at 45.
Way better.
I look way better. I'm George Clooney
Yeah,
now.
yeah.
yeah.
No question
Yeah.
about
Leonardo
it.
now.
Yeah, we get better.
Yeah. I feel
Yeah.
the same way. I'm way better now at 43 than I was 23.
Yeah.
It's not even close.
You
I
have the
feel way
wisdom.
more structured.
At 23,
confidence.
bro, it took energy to find bitches and
Facts.
all that. Now there's
You
no
know so
it's-
much.
Now
Yeah.
you're a magnet.
It's
And
a
these
real-
dumb hoes love an older guy. Like, we know the game, you stupid bitch. I love
Yeah.
the older guy. Yeah, we manipulate
Yeah.
you stupid hoes. You
It's
dummies.
a transition of power. Once a
Oh
nigga,
no, my bad. Your mom has the money. You're right, chat. Your mom has the money. She don't have the money.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
bro, it's a transition
Yeah,
of power from the age of 17 to 28.
Yeah.
Women, they running it.
It's over with.
But after 28,
It's
the
done
man.
for.
That's why I love being a man, because even with our age, it shows the true value of being a man. You're gonna
Facts.
struggle first.
Yes.
It's gonna be harder for you.
Yes.
But the reward is greater than the end. Nigga, we are up for much longer than the bitches.
Not even close.
And we don't even spoil. We don't even expire.
Nope.
Females say we age gracefully. You
Yes.
never even hear that about women,
Especially
except
black.
when people are coping. With men, it's like, bro, it's an understood thing. Even when we get gray hair, they say we
They
become
like
more
that. Oh,
attractive.
they love the silver fox,
So,
motherfucker.
It just
I'll
shows us a
say this,
reward.
bro. Anytime I've ever been cucked in my life, the dude was 10 years older, 15 years older. I'm like, what the fuck?
No
Bro,
Diddy.
Yeah, yeah.
No
What
Diddy.
the,
Put
what
the
the
baby oil
fuck
away.
did I say?
What?
I'm
Put the
saying-
baby oil
Yeah, you
away.
done fucked
Let's
with
say
yeah.
I'm 23 years old at the club. The
Yeah.
guy who takes the bitch out of the bar that I
He
wanted,
older.
he's always 15 years older.
Oh,
Always.
okay. I
Yeah.
thought you were talking about you in the room or some
Yeah.
shit. But
All right, so
my
real
bad.
quick, Chad said,
Adam 22.
Yeah, shout out to Adam, man.
Chad said, bro, he's a soccer player playing for one of the best teams in the
Bro,
world.
soccer's gay, bro. Let's just
Yeah,
be
they
real.
can't ball,
One
bro.
NFL dude can rip those 10 of those guys apart. Like, we don't
Yeah.
give a
Be
fuck
serious.
about soccer. Like Ronaldo, like, shut the fuck up.
Let's
Fucking
be
kicking
real.
a ball around and shit.
All right. So listen, this has been a fucking great ass show.
Yeah.
A
Yeah.
lot
I
of viewers, a lot of people supporting.
You're crazy to stop it here.
No.
You're crazy.
No. This part, this fun part.
You would never have good guests. This got to go longer. This is a fucking great
I know.
panel.
Yeah,
But
legendary.
no, but it's the
You
fun
usually
part.
have Gary.
Gary's good, man. Gary's good. Come on. This is what I will say though: is right now, man needs to make money.
Yeah. Yeah.
And for us,
Yes.
we're established. AI is coming down the pipeline. AI is going to be a major disruptor to the job market. It's
Oh,
obviously
yeah.
working. So how would you nowadays help men make money nowadays? I'll start with you, Dom. How would you start off helping men make money nowadays?
How you mentioned AI, just to focus. The best thing is to learn how to evolve. The stock market. A lot of people like to compare crypto to the stock market, but a lot of people are unaware of the stock market took much longer to get the returns for people that crypto has given people within the first like 10, 15
Facts,
years.
bro. Crypto.
But at the same time, the people that was on crypto, you see their transition to AI. The people that was at the top of crypto, they're starting to focus more on AI projects.
Yeah.
You need to be in tune with what's happening now. So the best way to make money is to start focusing on AI, incorporating your business, your content creation some way.
Kanye with autotune. He was
Yeah.
on top of it first. They made fun of him.
And-
he beat Eminem on the
And his
boards.
album Bully was
Destroyed
AI.
Eminem.
And that's
destroyed him.
And that same dude, Kanye, right?
Yep.
He dropped that Bully album. with
All
AI.
AI.
He dropped a Mexican song, all Spanish.
Yeah.
It was pretty fire. He said it wouldn't have been able to accomplish without AI. So it's just
And
like
he's experimenting.
Yeah.
That's what
Already.
he's doing.
Early. He always
It's
have,
the
and
best
that's where
thing
you
to
got
do.
him at.
Yeah, so the good point that Dom is saying, like, if you start now learning AI to your advantage for maybe your business or your actual job, because what's going to happen is there's going to be the world difference between AI and the non-AI people.
Yeah.
Because your job itself can be streamlined through AI. For example, checking your emails, having actually like documents prepared for like maybe a meeting. You could do all that with AI nowadays and get more work done with less time.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And one main thing I would say, AI actually to me, I feel like it includes regular people, the common man, into the world that we pretty much live a lot easier. You can get a lawyer with AI.
Yeah.
You can get a personal assistant now with AI. You can get all the things that cost $10,000, $15,000 every few months for damn near $180 a month. Most of these subscriptions, bro.
So I'll give you an example. The clips for this podcast, right?
Yeah.
Our guy does the clips through AI.
Sure do.
Now, obviously, I know my guy, so I'm gonna take care of him. But he's using AI.
But we know you
put
AI,
the video.
motherfucker. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh, it just chops up where you're talking.
100%.
Oh,
the
wow.
best part.
It
The
finds
best
it for
part.
you, Yep.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
It's good, bro.
That took away
Yeah,
most
you gotta
people's
pay
jobs.
that guy less.
Like all these guys who thinking they're clippers now, they supposed to be clippers. They use AI.
Cut out the middle,
He told
man.
me-
Stick to the
he told me-
robot.
He told me to shut up. Told me to shut up. No, he's good for life though. But the
Nah,
point
we
is that like
still need him.
having people in place nowadays is one thing, but in future, bro, robots.
Yeah.
AI,
It's
so-
coming.
Well,
Real
it's always
Terminator.
the spirit of the times. When the spirit of the times was auto tune, everyone on top of that, they won. Was it T-Pain and
Yep.
everyone like that?
Everybody.
T-Pain.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
So organic. How would you recommend men to move forward nowadays?
Man,
Make some money?
I say take risks. Bring your ideas to life.
Bro, I've never made $1 in my life. I swear, when I looked at my fucking everything I've ever done, I've never made $1 profit that didn't involve risk.
For sure. That's where
And
it
I'm
comes from.
saying with the way I speak on
It comes from
podcasts,
that.
Yeah.
bro, I remember taking the biggest risk going crazy on podcasts when I was banned on Twitch. I'm like, I'll never get my Twitch back. Just risk it with this guy.
Yep.
And that was the best shit I ever
trying to
did.
tell you.
Yeah.
I've never, when you look back in your past, it's without the risk, there's nothing.
It's nothing.
No reward.
It's nothing.
Yeah.
Me coming to Miami, risk.
Yep.
And me starting YouTube, risk. Everything that I made a lot of money for, it was pure, unadulterated fear and risk. That's why I
Yes.
haven't got this chain. It's for facing your fear. Most people are scared of death.
Yeah.
I'm not scared of nothing. So I always face my fears. So when you take those risks, that's when your reward comes. But you got to do it wholeheartedly and also move with intention. Be intentional with your risk. Don't just jump out the
Yes.
window some bullshit. If you fucking believe, motherfucker, go. You know what I'm saying? You got to fly like Peter Pan. You know what I'm saying? You got to believe you can fly. You're not going to go unless you truly believe. So take those risks. I don't give a fuck what it is. And if you got an idea, plant that seed today.
To your point, watching your videos back in the day.
Yeah.
King of Downtown.
Yeah.
Corvette. Doing everything that you did, buying a car cash.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, I'm not 6'7" like organic.
6'6".
I got my
6'6",
cash
right?
too. I got
I'm
my
not.
cash.
I'm not
Hell
tatted
yeah,
up.
hell yeah, hell yeah.
I'm not iced out. But
He
I
had
know
to
one
correct
thing.
you on the height.
Yeah,
If
yeah.
he can
I
do
like
it,
'cause people like
hold
you
on,
Jewish. Yeah.
hold on. If he can do it,
Yeah.
if he can do it, I'm gonna do a fraction of that.
Yeah.
I'll be happy.
For sure.
And I just give it a shot.
Yeah.
Try YouTube. And look where we are today.
Yeah, went above and beyond me, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I salute you on that, but I believe in you. But
Yeah.
I truly want people to take that. Like, we can have fun, talk shit.
Yeah.
But I'm telling you, like, those risks is going to change your life.
Got to.
And putting your last dollar into something and don't give up. That's another thing, too. Like, don't want to get tough. Don't just fade to black. Keep going. If you believe, go to the end.
And I remember being in this position right now. It's hard because things happen
Yeah.
in your business.
Hell yeah.
And most people quit like, oh, it's over.
Right.
I'm done for. You never gave up.
Never.
You got a book actually, The Manifestation of Your
Yeah,
Dreams.
Master of Manifestation. Yeah,
Yeah.
I wrote 3 books, you
Yeah.
know,
Oh, damn.
and also made a coloring book for kids. You know what I mean? 'Cause like I said, I never saw anybody like me when I was a kid. They was either drug dealer, playing sports or something. So for a person like me that's an entrepreneur, I was like, man, let me give kids something new they could do because anybody can do this shit. So I wanted to put it out there. But yeah, manifestation is everything. Only thing I haven't manifested that I truly talked about is $100 million. Every single thing else, I got it.
It's on the
You
way.
know what I mean? But it's coming. I know it's going. I ain't even tripping. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I'm telling you that belief and then that doing is everything. Most people could believe and pray. There's 8 billion people in this world. All you funky motherfuckers laying in the bed praying ain't doing shit. It's that 1% of 1% that's getting their ass up every single day that God sees the aura on. This guy's working. I see him. I put this in front of him. I put this in front of him. I see the devil over there sprinkling on him. This motherfucker kept going. I got you. Them the ones that win. Them the only ones that win.
The
Be
Bible
one of them.
says, faith without works is dead.
Simple as that. So
Yeah.
be one of them. You know what I mean? Be one of those
And
guys.
it's funny, one person will see you working and say, all right, that nigga right there, I could work with him.
Change your life.
Change your life.
Yeah, like all of us was considered like crazy or weird at one point in time.
Hell yeah.
How we believed in ourselves and doing stuff.
Yeah.
Like who we think he is. Oh, I'm exactly
We
who
were
you
weird though. We were weird. That's
I'm
why we're
exactly
here.
who you think I think I am. That's me. That person you think I am, I'm that person, you stupid bitch. And you're nothing. That's who you are, motherfucker.
Facts.
Go ahead.
Zherka, how would you help men? Obviously, you got data IQ for dating. But what would you say for men to like actually go ahead and make some money nowadays with the current marketplace?
I've always had the philosophy of freedom. I'm thinking like, okay, I'm gonna maximize my freedom. What does that mean? I do not want a social life. I do not want women. I don't want these things unless I'm getting paid for it.
Fucking right.
I swear I will never have a beer ever in my life with another dude unless there's microphones in the room.
Fucking right.
You know what I mean? I will never have a social life if I'm not getting paid for my social life. That I will never laugh with someone like on some buddy shit. What the fuck are we laughing about?
Yeah.
What are we laughing about? 99% of men on earth are having chicken wings at the bar right now with their buddy. They're not talking about business. They're not talking. And bro, what you talk about is you're becoming that.
Yep.
Everything you're talking about, they talk about video games and chicken wings, bro. Yeah. I'm a black man. I love chicken.
Yeah. What a watermelon at? What a great Kool-Aid.
But I'll say this: the difference from us and some chatters who just want to fucking pop off, bro. Millions and millions of you that watch this shit eventually, over and over again. The only difference is. Us four could never sit at a bar without someone saying, "Should we podcast this?"
Fucking right.
We get
Make some money.
We get fucking itchy on success. You guys never get itchy for shit. You'll stay at the bar and say, "These are a lovely bunch of black men. I had a great time, and we're gonna do it again next Wednesday." We've never thought like that, bro. I can't chill with Myron at the gym without getting itchy. Like, yo, I got an idea. Yo, I got it. Something has to come out, right?
Real,
and especially, as these are the best kind of people. Is because it's who you're around, bro. I grew up with criminals, and to this day, they're my best friends. But goddamn, you fuse minds with, when there's a leader in the room talking, he's absorbing the intellect. You fuse minds with people.
Right.
If you're fusing minds with criminals, I don't think you're going to be the next criminal like they say. I think you'll just be a broke idiot. Because they're good at what they do. They're
going to take the risk and do it.
Yeah,
most of us like their initiative.
Yeah, you're going to be a criminal in your head, but they're actually doing it, right? But I'll tell you this, man. There are certain people that they cannot sit still and have fun for too long without, hey, I need to get paid. And I'll say this, bro. God rewards people who are on earth who want to absorb energy. Money is just energy. Let's be real, right?
Facts.
And bro, if you wake up every day thinking you can have a day of just video gaming, bro, the best people you meet are on the internet. The people you meet of video gaming, fly out to see them and do the fucking YouTube channel video game.
Yeah, stream it.
Video game with them. Stream it. You fucking. Can we say it?
Yeah.
We can. Anything.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. No. This is going too good. This is going too good.
Don't go too far, brother.
We're on YouTube, right?
Yeah, we're on YouTube.
All right, listen to me, man. I'm saying this. I hate being that fake guy. Like, never abandon your friends. But if your friends abandon your dreams,
they gotta go.
They've snaked you already.
Yeah,
they have, right? And look, all you have to do is, like, let's be real. If I chilled with my high school buddies, what the fuck transpires?
Yeah.
We all have high school friends. Where are they? Let's be real. Let's not be too evil, but where are the people we went to high school with? Broke as fuck with their fucking an Olga looking ugly ass.
They don't look like you're on the same planet.
I'm not bitter. I love my high school buddies. I'm not bitter, but they drive Camrys.
Yeah.
It's fucking.
They're on the bus.
They went to school. They did everything correct.
Right.
And I'm the weird kid drawing in the back.
Yeah.
This is the drawing Dragon Ball. Look at this shit, bro.
I was a weird kid making whoop sounds in the back. Oh.
You know what that remind me of, though? We ahead. Same thing that you could say with Steve Jobs. Same thing you could say with Van Gogh.
Yeah.
Niggas like Van Gogh, they died with nothing because he was too far ahead.
Steve Jobs, weirdo.
Yeah.
It's every
But they were
fucking
far
weirdo.
ahead. It took the world to catch up to greatness.
For sure.
Yeah, it takes them because you were put on this earth to lead them there, to help evolve the planet.
But
that's
again,
why they don't understand you when you get here.
You can even see in Steve Jobs' life, he doesn't pop off till he's around the right people. No matter how smart he is, there's always a transition of friends. Like there's a good
network, bro.
There's a
Jungian
quote. There's a Jung quote by Carl Jung. He said, "If you put your head down and work conscientiously and hard, unknown friends come and find you.
No question.
They come and find you.
Yes.
That random DM that changes your life.
Oh,
When
I've
you're
been
working
there.
hard,
I've
who
been
the
there.
fuck are you? And then boom, you guys link up and it's a hit.
I'll give you an example.
Like the Fresh and Fit podcast.
I'll give you an example, right?
No question
So
about it.
Organic was doing content for a long time.
Yep.
I watch him as a brokey. Like, damn, this nigga doing it, bro. I ain't hating. I'm a,
It was hard to watch your channel a lot of times because
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
like, yo, these cars are too nice.
Right.
Nah.
It was-
You know,
God
I
is
started to
great.
feel bad at one point. I'm like, it's motivational, but a new one,
It was brutal.
another car,
Yeah.
another car,
was
another
brutal
What am I
time.
doing over this
beard,
shit?
a green
man.
beard, what the fuck?
It's like, what the fuck am I doing, nigga? It's like I'm fucking up.
No,
but I,
No, it was always inspirational.
thank you.
I took it as, all right, he's doing well. I can't hate.
Yeah.
All I could do is learn and move forward.
Yeah.
So what happened was I was like, all right, I'm gonna try some shit, take a risk, like we always say, and see how it works.
Yeah.
Did the YouTube, did some work, it got a little buzz, and the podcast.
No, we should
shit
talk
blew up.
about. We had a lot of failures before the good one.
No,
Oh, yeah.
wait,
Yeah, we had a lot of failures.
But hold on. And then after that happened, right? I'm doing the podcast. I said, okay, who can I bring on?
Yeah.
Who came up? You came up.
Yeah. From the scene.
And then from that connection, seeing him work so hard, grinding on his content, he came on the podcast, went even bigger.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like when you're working hard, like you said, but attention, people want to support you.
Yeah, I didn't
so you
even,
do
like
well.
I said, when I came on there, I'm like, man, this is my first time really doing the podcast at that time. I was like, I don't know
You
what
put
the
that
fuck.
bitch in her place, though.
Come on,
You were
Chad.
before
Yeah.
academics, right?
Yeah, I was the original.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
He has one-
I had the biggest clip.
by the way,
Yeah.
by the way, don't
clip.
market for Organic. He's one of the highest viewed clips on the channel on Fresh and Fit.
For sure. Historical. And that shit was
And
monumental.
you weren't trying to look cool. You actually
Right.
felt it.
I was
you felt
calm.
it.
Yeah.
You
That's
could
why-
tell. You felt that she's a fucking
many
random
things.
hoe.
Right. So
She
many
deserves
things.
nothing. Yeah.
Yeah, so like people
Because a lot of people on the red pill thing, they try and look cool.
Yeah.
They don't mean what they're saying to the girls. It just
I
comes
was-
off weird.
Yeah.
Right, I was so calm. Like anybody knows me, know like I could talk big dog shit.
Yeah.
I was being so calm.
Yeah.
I'm like, what is she talking about? I was balanced, and I moved from a point of like integrity and like intelligence. I didn't try to destroy her. I could have looked at her. I could have destroyed her like her whole soul.
Yeah.
But I'm really like trying to compute like, bitch, you think that's gonna get you somewhere in life? And it went crazy, and I didn't even know it was a big clip. You know what I'm saying? Hit World Star. I'm like, what the fuck? This shit went on World Star.
But hold on.
And it went crazy.
Hold on, you see what happened there with
It's
Roadstar?
crazy you don't have a podcast.
I do.
He does.
You do?
Yeah.
Oh, do you?
Yeah, I do.
Nigga,
Oh,
bro.
this guy makes money in every angle. What the fuck?
Yeah, I got organically
Yeah,
speaking.
he-
Oh,
Yeah,
you
podcast.
invited me to this
I
shit.
need you on there,
This is
brother.
good coke.
You know what I'm saying? No, I ain't gonna lie. Like when I first was coming here, I had your number. I was gonna call you when I came, but you changed your number on me. I wanted you to be like one of my first guests when I first moved here last year.
Oh, really? You've been
Yeah.
here for a year?
Yeah, a year and a half
Okay,
now.
so you've been practicing on the mic or like
Oh,
what the
yeah.
fuck? You're
I
good
got,
at this shit.
I got like 60 episodes.
Bro, usually on podcasts I get bored and shit, bro. You're
No,
doing
we'll go
great.
crazy.
You're doing great.
Yeah, I appreciate it, bro. We'll
Those
go
are
nuts
numbers.
on it.
Yo, is it weird or is this a good team?
Yeah,
Is
it's
that
legendary.
really
I
good
think it's
team?
good too,
different
bro.
shit. It's some
Bro, we
different
have
shit.
5K watching plus Dom's 20K. That's at least like 25K right there.
Yeah, we
Oh,
working, man.
damn.
Yeah.
Yeah, we working.
Look at the numbers, bro. Yo, remember when they were roasting me for having?
I was roasting
He
you
was
for
roasting-
100
Hold on,
viewers.
Hold on, hold on. You know why?
I thought I was on 100 viewers right now. We need 5,000. Twitter.com/Zherka official. Let's go.
So,
I
you know-
thought we're on 100 viewers right now. What are you talking about?
So you know the funny part about that, right? I didn't post on my channel for a year. Because I was, you know what? What's the point of posting on YouTube?
Yeah.
So all my shit went fucking way down.
Yeah, yeah.
And I'm like, all right, bro.
Yeah,
we got to deal with Rumble. We're doing on YouTube. On Fresh and Fit. I don't care about my channel. But then I was like, hold on a second here. I have a lot of people that still watch me. I want to learn about certain things.
Yep.
So I'm gonna start all over from the very beginning and build this shit back up because it's not easy, of course, but I could do it again.
Yeah, you got
And-
you got.
Oh, that's when you started. When we're fucking beefing, you started. That's
Yeah.
why you're at 100.
So yes.
And it built to this.
Well, no, I think because everyone's here is growing as well.
Yeah.
But to be
you
fair,
got like 2 mil, or some
Yeah.
shit like that, right?
but to be
we
fair,
both got a good number.
Yeah.
even people laughing at that, I don't care because I know where I'm going. I know where I
Yep.
came from.
That's part of
You've
it.
been here before.
So,
Yeah.
so to me, it's like you can laugh all you want, but I know where I'm going.
It's the last laugh,
and
man.
Yeah.
I got a fucking deal for the show. Who does that?
Congratulations.
With 100 followers. So don't have to market for me fucking me, bro.
Come on,
Yeah,
man.
man.
So yo,
Gotta be fresh as always. Yeah.
Hold on, organic.
Yeah.
Was it a bag off those books, or was it just for the people?
It was for the people. Like
Did you
I
make a
made
bag?
I made a little bit of money, but
Yeah.
majority of it was for the
Yeah.
people. And then really, I made the first one's how to be a successful YouTuber
Because
entrepreneur.
they say for the book guys, you keep doing 11, 12 books, 30, and then one of them's the $1 billion book.
That's how it goes. So mine was never like went crazy, but it truly was to feed the people because people asked me so many questions how I made so much money.
You
from the
typed that
beginning.
shit yourself?
I had a my guy Dr. X. He a full doctor. We sat there and I talked to him. He did it for me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
also
saying?
real quick, I know you roast Gary a lot, but without Gary, this wouldn't be possible either. Because Gary sponsored the show before anyone else did. He believed in me.
Are you saying as a Christian I have to forgive Gary now?
Yes, you should.
Yeah.
Listen,
forgive Judas.
Gary's a real nigga, man.
Remember, Gary took care of you when you first came.
Yeah.
And he's taking care of me now. You get what I'm saying? So like,
Yeah,
at some level,
he took a cut too.
yeah.
He really took care of himself too. But I paid Gary a lot of money, bro.
Yeah,
He
he's
likes
smart.
me.
Yeah, but guys, what's coming now with the world? We need to be together because, dude, the fucking war, Israel, all this
crazy.
shit, bro.
Bro, you know what I like about Gary?
Yeah.
I was chilling at Jack's house using the girls for my dating thing for the commercial.
Yeah.
Gary hits up Jack, says you can't see Zherka unless you give him $11,000 every hour.
Let's go.
And bro, I didn't even know until Jack starts fucking feeding my account. And I'm like, shit, I was gonna do this shit for free.
Nah, bro.
It's like Gary's good at that, you know?
He is.
He's fast, yeah.
He's a good manager.
Congratulations on that.
But all in all, us as streamers, bro, should work together because, bro, the world's against us, bro.
Yeah, especially now. Like, it ain't too many like people that's. We're gonna have our fun, talk our shit, but at the same time, we feeding people with a purpose. And most of these people that are streaming and shit is just reckless nonsense. And they
It's
got
garbage, bro.
No
It's
balance
garbage
out there.
content. No
You gotta
value.
we got to bring some balance to this shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's what I feel like we're here for.
So for the chat here, just to get my part about making money and moving forward. So you got moving in 10. I remember when I first came to America. This was actually like 12 years ago. I had no
From
job.
Barbados.
From Barbados.
From
I had no
Barbados.
job.
Wait, that means you're rich if you lived in Barbados, right? Is there rich
The
people?
local people poor.
Is there poor people or rich people there?
I will say there's the divide between rich and poor,
Yeah.
but it's not like bad. Like if you're poor, you can still go to parties.
Did you
still
come
eat
from
fruit.
money fresh? Or
Yeah.
no?
Yeah. Well,
you did.
My grandma had money, yeah.
Oh.
But I left that all
I thought
behind.
you from the mud. Well, get the fuck off the table.
No, but understand, it wasn't my money. It's his money. So imagine,
How much you come to America with you? Just you?
I had $2K in my account.
Oh, broke
That's
as
all I had.
fuck.
That's mud right there. That's mud.
So what happened was that like,
mud water.
so this story, right? I had $2K in my account. I got to pay rent for $500 a month, and I have no job. So I got 4 months to find a job.
Yeah, you got 4 months to
The
survive.
first month, I go to the library to learn about credit scores, learn about how the system works in America, all that stuff.
Damn.
Then I go to Starbucks to learn every day and apply for jobs. I'm using Monster.com, job Indeed. Mind you, I still got to pay rent. So I got 4 months left in me before I'm out of money.
Hell yeah.
First month, I applied for 100 jobs plus, no calls back. So I'm like, shit, I'm sweating now.
Right.
I got to pay rent. Somebody Chipotle every day to eat. I'm going to be fucked up. Mind you, I took a risk because I left everything
What
behind.
year is this though?
This is 2014. I left everything behind, family, friends. Mind you, I've been taken care of. My mom is pretty set. My grandma's pretty set. So I'm like, to be a man, I got to be by my own and figure out a way.
Right.
So I'm like, all right, I got 2 more months left, basically, two months left. I got to figure this shit out. So I'm every day in Starbucks, applying for more jobs, asking people, hey, are you hiring? No one's hiring.
Starbucks?
Yeah, Starbucks.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So-
Whatever it takes.
So
That is
now
the mod.
I'm like, all right, intention on. Because if not, I'm going to fail. I have to go back home. I don't want to. So what happened was somebody saw me on my computer every single day in Starbucks.
I remember, yeah, you told me this shit. Yeah, that's legendary.
looking for jobs. He's like, hey, man, just curious, bro. I see you here all the time. What do you do? I'm like, well, brother, I'm glad you asked because I'm looking for a job right now.
Right.
And he's like, really? He's like, where are you from? I'm from Barbados. He's like, me too. I'm like, no, you're kidding me. He's like, listen, I like what you're doing, man. You're focused, bro. Here's my card. Apply for this job and call me and text me when you do. I'm like, sure. I apply right there on the spot. He left. I texted him like maybe an hour later. He says, okay, give me 1 sec. I got a phone call. Bro, within that week, I got a job. Now, isn't it funny because with intention, I was trying to get a job.
Yeah.
It didn't work out for a month. I was sweating, but I didn't give up.
Right.
And he just saw me by chance and gave me a job from there.
Yeah, Zherka said that earlier about when you working hard,
Keep the
and all
head
of a sudden
down.
this mystery,
Yeah,
there's
there's
person has appeared.
Bro, I'll say this
Yeah,
for
it
all of
happens.
our success at this table, we never talk about this, but there's this mysterious week that happens to you when shit's like everything's going perfect. You can't explain it, but you know something is mysterious, something feels cosmic, and it feels right, but like dreamlike. It's
Yeah.
yeah.
All the
It's
time.
like,
But mind you,
it's
this
weird.
whole
It's
time,
like-
I have a terrible stutter. I'm super skinny. I'm ugly as hell.
we know that.
So it's like
Awesome.
I got all,
we're asking about the past.
Yeah, we're not talking about right now.
so I got everything against me, and I'm black in America.
All
right?
black to the motherfucker too.
So
black,
now,
black.
and I'm in a white neighborhood.
Oh,
Imagine
shit.
that, right? So it's like I should be like, fuck, I'm gonna give up. It's over. No, I'm an immigrant here.
And he
I'm gonna
likes
figure shit
white
out.
pussy. He had to work hard.
Yeah. But you know what really changed my mindset as well? There's no Lamborghinis in Barbados. There's no Ferraris. There's no Porsche. There's only like BMWs and Mercedes, right? This guy that pulls up to Starbucks, convertible Huracan, right? Him and a white girl in front seat. Black guy, white girl. I'm like, damn.
I love Lambos, but Huracan's a little overrated.
It is.
You see it
but
everywhere.
back then it was
kinda
still
cool.
new, right?
Yeah, it was a thing.
And I'm in a Corvette. When they pull up, I just, I can't.
Everyone get the same picture. Yeah.
So he pulls up
Shout out
right
to the Corvette.
and he's like, looking cool, whatever. I'm like, damn, I want to be here. Like, he want to grow up. And I'm mad nervous. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna just ask him what he does for a living.
Right.
So I'm like, hey, sorry to bother you, man. I'm starting like fucking crazy. I'm nervous too. He's like, well, I do real estate. I buy in holes and I use the money from that to invest into certain things. I'm like, okay, that's pretty cool. So you know what I did? The moment I got that answer, went back to YouTube, looked at real estate, how to make money, how to invest, all that stuff. So I'm looking for, I get the job. I'm looking at real estate every single day, how to get it. Mind you, I'm broke.
Yeah.
I can't buy no fucking real estate.
Hell no.
But I had a plan in place.
Yeah.
Once I get the money, put it in real estate, invest it, and let it grow. So 3 years later, fast forward, I get 2 jobs. I'm working my ass off, and I buy the property. But again, mind you, I want to make in $15 an hour, right? I got no type of like connections, anything, but I know, okay, real estate is the way to move forward. But then I find out you need more money because real estate pays you, but it's slow money.
Yeah.
So now I need a business, right? And what was the business? YouTube. Because I saw niggas online living the lifestyle.
What, you mean your solo channel was getting paid?
The game,
Bro,
A little bit?
So it's funny because at the beginning, no. It was just me and my dog in the car doing videos.
Because Mo said Fresh was bigger than Myron when they met. Is that true?
Because I was doing prank videos. So I found out a formula that worked for me. I said, okay, these videos I'm doing right now in the car with Hero, they suck. 100 views, maybe 200 views, nothing. But I saw what was trending, gold digger pranks.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, if he could do it, shit, I'm gonna give it a shot. Mind you, the first time I did a video, bro, it took 3 hours to find the first reaction. 3 hours. Because those videos are not real.
And that's a success, by the way. 3 hours is like good time for a video.
Yeah.
Usually it takes days.
Yeah.
Weeks. What am I saying?
And
But
then
it's crazy full circle though that you started with gold digger pranks and now you know
I got the car.
Yeah.
you got the car, but also you telling guys not to fuck with gold diggers. You know what I'm saying?
That shit came full circle. Yeah.
And you're fucking with them.
And you're fucking with them.
Literally.
That's crazy. But go ahead, champ.
But just to keep it short and brief, I don't tell my full story here, is that like I'm moving attention.
Yes.
And everything I did was to move forward in life and get ahead.
And you went to the stuttering school and shit. Remember that? I remember you told me that.
Yeah. So I did.
What are you talking about?
No, it's because
Are you just? Is that a dig at him?
No.
You went to a school to help him.
You went to Hustlers University.
I understand that like I had a real issue, bro. Like, because
Our
like,
nigga's bad now. He was
like,
crazy.
So people make fun of my issue. I don't care because they don't understand it, but like growing up with a stutter, bro, it's terrible. People laugh at you. You can't make really good friends, and like they roast you all day.
Bro, nobody feels bad for you. You have money and fuck hoes. Nobody feels bad for
You gotta understand what he
I feel
overcame.
bad, but
he
a
got
random
here.
guy watching. What the fuck? Nobody feels bad for you.
Hold on.
Right? Toastmasters.
But back then, who gave a fuck, right?
Nobody.
So even back then, it was like, bro, who gives a fuck? So I gotta figure shit out. It's just me and the fucking world against me. So it was like, bro, that right there, most people would quit. Oh, fuck this shit. I'm an introvert. I can't talk to people. I'm done. I said, fuck that. I want to make it happen for myself. And that's when I said, you know what? I don't care who laughs at me, who's making fun of me. I'll make it work.
Yeah.
And it's intention because
If
after that
it's
happened,
true you were an introvert, you have the best story in the world.
No, I
You're
don't.
not
That's what
an
I'm saying.
You're
Bro,
not
the
an
story is
introvert.
crazy.
You can talk to people. What
I
the
am,
fuck?
bro.
The
I am.
story is
No,
crazy.
I had to change because if it didn't, I'd be stuck there. So imagine this, right? I said, you know what? How can I improve? Toastmasters. I went to Toastmasters for 5 months and I met a bunch of people
What the
there.
fuck is it though?
It's like a speaking class. You can go there to learn how to speak publicly, how to speak better. And bro, I was way worse than this. So imagine that. But mind you,
Yo, you were worse than this.
yeah, way worse.
Right now?
Blow my brain out.
Yeah. It's bad.
Yo, what the fuck?
And I met my realtor there. Got me my first property.
Yeah.
And property I bought it for $330K in 2019. It's worth now $800K.
Sure is.
So I'm making.
I know your realtor, brother. I know
There
about
you go.
that.
There you go.
It's like 853 actually.
Yeah, let's go. but at some level, most people would have quit. I didn't quit. I'm moving attention. That's why I say, for people watching here, you may have everything against you.
Look at this comment. He says, "Guy is totally still an introvert." If an introvert's doing a podcast, he's doing it. You know, he's
Millions
trying
from it.
hard.
Right.
Yeah.
What the
How
fuck?
can a networker be an introvert? That shit don't even add up.
Yeah, it don't make sense.
But I had to become this to fit in my role. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
So even though I wasn't this at the beginning, when you become better to move forward in life, you can win. But if you
Yes.
stay the same, oh, bro, no, this is too hard. Oh, I don't want to make a difference. Where you
it's
gonna
all
be at?
facing adversity.
Exactly.
It's all taking those risks. It boils down to that. Like, it sounds cliche when you say certain things, but like, oh yeah, just believe in yourself, just take risks. No, bitch, if
really
you do
true.
it for real, you rap
For
mouth
real,
motherfucker,
I've even
you will
told
be
people,
glorious.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you will
You
be.
shit stained bastard. Go ahead and do that. If I tell your bitch ass to do this, I promise you your life will change,
Yeah.
you roach. But motherfuckers ain't gonna do it.
And you know what I used to do as well? I'd have a goal board in my room. I had pictures of what I want to be, retire my mom,
Yep.
buy a Lambo, get a property, have investments. And then I have like my goals, like daily tasks and then long-term goals. And every morning I wake up,
Have a Chinese
I'll see my
kid.
goals.
Damn, it was close.
Yeah.
You took
And-
that off the board.
no, I didn't have that one. But all my goals I like accomplish. And at that point, it's kind of like, okay, I did that shit. What's next?
Talk about the depression of completing your
Yeah.
goals, because
Oh,
no one
man.
talks about
Yeah,
this shit.
that's huge. That's huge.
That's
It's
next
a
level.
weird year after that,
So
bro.
you know what's
Weird.
funny?
Super weird.
I remember that interview with Cardone, right?
Yeah.
I did an interview with Cardone, and he said something to me before I left. He was like, but this was on camera. He said, because I asked him, what would you do differently now in life? And he said, I would have set bigger goals for myself. Of
course.
I'm like, hold on, you got $100 million in real estate. Why are you worried about bigger goals? He's like, because I hit all my goals.
Did it already.
And I didn't understand what he meant. I was like, bro, why are you complaining, nigga? Like, you good.
Yeah.
But when I hit my goals, I was like, damn.
Hell
Because
yeah.
once you hit your goals, it's like, what's next?
Yeah.
You've already accomplished that. Now you're like stuck there a little bit. So that's the weirdest
nothing but
spot.
And depending on how
from here.
fast you get them, you'll start thinking you were dreaming small anyway. It's
Yeah.
like, God damn, nigga, I
Yeah,
thought
for
this shit
sure.
was this long.
Because when I
get
went
this
to
long?
LA, like I said, when I moved to LA, I was so nervous. Like, damn,
Yeah.
I just want a Rolls Royce. And within a year, I had $1 million in my account. I already had a Rolls Royce and 3 other cars. So I'm like, damn, I did this in a year. I thought I was going.
Ghost?
Yeah.
Ghost?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, Wraith.
Right.
Wraith.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
I love
Different,
the Wraith.
different
Yeah,
type of
yeah.
level.
My Wraith was stupid too.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was like within 1 year, I got that shit. And then I still got $1 million in the account. So I went and got the Ferrari. Then I went to get the 720. But it's like, damn, this shit is real.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm dreaming like, okay, my ultimate goal is this. I did it in 1 fucking year.
Insane.
Blew my brain out. Like, boom, like, what the fuck is this world?
And
I
you
control the world. That's what I
Yeah.
thought. I
Yeah.
thought I really
Hell
was the
yeah.
master of the world.
Hell yeah.
You know how people say the main
You
character?
feel that
but-
shit.
No,
You
no,
feel
I
that
thought
shit,
I really
yeah.
was the ruler of Earth.
That shit, yeah, you feel
I'm
that
walking
shit for
around
real.
like,
Yeah, God
I
on
can
earth.
make, I can
Yeah,
make this person talk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking true, bro. He telling the truth, bro.
Man, I
Yeah,
swear to
you
God,
know that
I remember
shit.
one day I told somebody
It
this,
feel
right? I said,
amazing.
dude,
Me
I
after an 8-ball.
I said, man, I control the world. Right, I said, I control the world, right? I said, I'm gonna walk up to this guy, and I bet he know me, right? The guy was sitting right there, like where that chair is, like not saying nothing to me. I walked to him, what's up? And he said, hey, Mr. Organic, I'm your biggest fan. He was sitting there for an
Validation.
I
hour.
know you're my biggest
Right.
fan.
I'm like, what?
Validation.
I said, see, dude was like, how the fuck you do that? I said,
Validation.
motherfucker, I don't know, but I did. You know what I'm saying? I rule this world, man. I still feel that way sometimes.
Yeah.
Let me relax.
So
no, but it is weird though that 1 year after you get everything you want accomplished, man, right before you're about to do it is the best sweet spot.
Yeah.
Then as soon as you get that,
It's over.
as soon as it's on paper, you cross that off. Holy, you start going, do I have to have kids? Do I have to,
But it
do I
goes
have
to
to
show you,
do some
right?
gay
Now I
shit?
gotta be an
You
adult.
so
Now I
right,
gotta be
bro. Like for
responsible.
real, it's like, damn, do I need to start a family?
Yeah,
It's the only thing
yeah.
right to
That's
do.
all
It
they
feel
haven't
like
done.
it.
Yeah.
But you know what's funny? So DDG, people give him a lot of flack, but like he's the first young guy I saw to really pop off on YouTube, like a black guy like us,
Yep.
to kill it. That shit, right?
Vlogger.
He's doing 3 vlogs a day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And his paycheck was fucking humongous.
Yep.
And he made all the money, bought all the car stuff, but he said, you know what? I want a family. I was
Yeah.
like,
He called it out.
you're 24, 25.
Yeah, he wanted it because he did everything.
22. You want a family?
Yeah, he kind
But
of
it's
fucked
because
that all up, though. Wrong girl. Bro, I always
yeah.
say a divorce doesn't hurt as much as you can't see your kid.
Yeah.
That's the worst.
That one's gonna
Dude,
hurt the
dude.
most,
That's
bro.
the worst.
That is.
I feel bad
fucked
for him,
up.
bro.
Yeah.
But there's a
If he watched your show with Myron,
Yeah.
instead of make fun of it,
Yeah.
he would have been in such a better position
True.
with that fucking mermaid bitch.
True.
And he made fun of you guys.
True. But it's funny. It's full circle because everyone that makes fun of us
By
comes
the way,
back and
I
says,
love it. I love when I don't care about anything, but when someone destroys their whole life because they said Red Pill is gay, I love when Red Pill wins. I fucking
It always
love,
wins.
You know, usually I want to see people like their best foot forward and shit.
Right.
The one time I'm evil is when people doubt the Red Pill. Like, no, I'm gonna marry her. John. Oh, you're gonna marry her, Zherka? I want to marry her. Red Pill. I don't trust that shit. We love each other. I said, okay, I love Red Pill, and you're gonna find out why.
Right.
You know,
You
gonna
notice
find
it's
out.
also the men that attack Red Pill. It's because they're
It's always-
typically like
they're the
simps.
cartoon, yeah, they
they're
turn
the
into
ones
the-
that's the target of the content, so they're going to make
Exactly.
bad choices.
Right, right.
Bro,
You the niggas that need to be listening.
bro, I've learned.
Just like the
audience,
women should
nigga.
be listening to the guys.
Bro,
that listen.
I've learned.
Him and Myron both talked about how, oh, your girl makes more money than you.
Yeah.
They're talking about Haley.
Yeah.
And so DGG hated that.
Bro, I've learned, bro, people that talk shit about what we do, they always come back. Whether it's tomorrow, the next year, the year
they
after.
come back hating you guys even more. A lot of times.
But at least
I thought they learned their lesson. A lot of people don't, bro.
But deep down they're like, damn, this nigga was right. I'm mad though, but he's right.
Yeah, so like even like with the DDG situation, he a young boss. You know what I'm saying? He did a lot of great things, and he's learning on the fly how to adjust. Now this is a major adjustment.
Yeah,
that will make him a bigger and better person in due time.
For sure,
it's just up and down. It's something heavy, but once he overcome this, he can help a lot of kids. He could be like a spokesman and like a role model for these kids. That hey man, this is how you adjust to this. Because there's not really been a young man that went through something like this and to show them the way. These streamers getting this money.
Yeah,
they don't need this help.
I like this guy. He's a good businessman. He knows what he's doing. He's made money even from the Pontiac days, right?
Yeah.
But check it out. He says he actively promotes, he likes hanging around women more than men.
Can't do that.
And he's promoting getting zero. I'm not saying he doesn't get pussy. I'm saying he's promoting the idea of young men hanging around women. And those guys are not DGG. They're never getting pussy.
Hell yeah.
Right.
He's promoting psychosis in the youth, bro. Every time you promote some blue pill shit, that comes with serious lessons. And that's why I think he got punished. I feel like I've never seen someone go against red pill and not get punished. I've noticed when I'm less red, I get punished. If I'm at home just chilling, I'm being a little too soft on a woman, I get punished.
Yeah,
back.
and it's like,
I'm like,
it's in your mind.
Because red pill is reality.
Yeah, it's like in your mind that, dude, I know this is wrong. Even though this girl is cool, she's nice.
By the way,
I'm not no dummy. I can see this can go bad if I just let it go.
Yeah.
I must stop it now.
So
You're
hold
right.
on.
Bro, people say red pill is because you're hurt. There's been thousands of years of red pill.
It's already showed you the way.
So hold
Like,
on.
what the fuck are you talking about?
We made mistakes so you can learn from.
Facts.
And you know the funny part? Women are the same in this example.
Yeah.
They may be nice to you when things are good. But wait till things turn bad.
Pressure.
And wait till you start doing what she wants you to do. You're the worst person in the world. Oh, I love you, babe. Tomorrow you start paying the bills.
Never will do. She would do it.
Bro,
They did it to us all.
I thought girls agree with us on the show. Oh yeah, men should have more empowerment, this and that. The moment that they don't get what they want, fuck these niggas.
Right.
And I'm like, wait a minute. This is the same woman that said, I'm a conservative, try the wife.
Right.
No, you're not. You're a fucking hoe in disguise trying to get what you want.
Right.
When you don't get it, you're done.
Bro, if you're paying the bills and mean to her, she goes, he teases me. If you're not paying the bills, that's verbal abuse.
Hell
What
What you got to say, Dom? You had something brewing.
I was saying, bro, I appreciate it. Dog, it's something that just happened to me, who you saw at a club with. Something simple happened, she ate my food. I'm like, in the
that
fridge.
girl?
Yeah, ate the food that's in the fridge. So a known person that's simple,
Violation.
it don't mean anything. But I was like, I got money. I provide. Why the fuck would you eat my shit if my mouth was watering for this shit when I get here?
Yeah.
And it's like, it ain't that important because I know you can replace it. I had to net that in the bud right there.
Right.
Don't you ever do that again.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, you can go home and think about the shit.
Yeah.
Because you set that precedence, bro, it'll never happen again.
Because you be like,
Because
okay,
they've done it to someone else.
You know it's a fucking problem.
No, bro.
It was
I guarantee you she wasn't hungry. It's a power
It's to see
thing,
what
bro.
they will test you.
power
They want to
shit.
see what type of man you are. They want to see what type of man you are. They've been, especially in Miami. They've been around so many simps. They know what to try to validate that stuff
What
for
the
them.
fuck? We gave her food, didn't we?
What? Yeah,
Some of the scraps.
yeah, I think so. But
Some of the scraps.
Bro, there's something.
when they around,
there's something
they get
about
extra
Miami.
hungry around niggas that's having too. They get extra
There's
hungry.
something about Miami women. They can't leave your apartment without grabbing something for free.
Yeah.
What the fuck is that about?
they gotta leave with something.
They're looking for something to grab. Like they're in the fridge or something. It's like they don't want to suck dick for free.
Yeah, they want to leave with something because they didn't give up that pussy so much for nothing.
Yeah.
They got to leave with something.
Yeah,
And that's when you get robbed.
Facts.
Just take something.
Damn right, better watch out.
I will say though, being in Miami, you get a hyper sense of like how women actually are.
Yeah.
And if you can live in Miami, you can live anywhere in the world.
Yeah. You
for
set
sure.
for life.
Facts.
If you move with integrity and move with some good balance and knowing with the women, and you stand in your ground,
That's it.
you be all right.
Be good
But
in
the key-
Miami. Go to Alabama. You'll do
And I'll
better
be
in
honest,
Alabama.
some shit I've done that I ain't really like, even if I have to kind of be a tough on a bitch, I'll be like, man, I know, like you were saying, I know this kind of wild, but if I don't set this standard, it's going to be me that's hurting.
Right.
I'm not going to have that respect.
Man, that's so
So
true,
it's
bro.
like, bro, it's a lot of times I've done shit because I ain't really nice to bitches. And I attribute a lot of that to losing my mom at a
For
early age.
sure.
Yeah.
I don't really like bitches.
Yeah.
But that type of nigga, I have less problems than
You
niggas
won't
that
have
do.
no problem. You won't have a problem if you be sturdy the entire time.
Yeah.
Once you relent and go soft, you know what I'm saying? No homo sapien on going
Yeah,
soft.
yeah.
But if you go soft, bro, you will see the difference in due time.
I'm hearing this
If
with
I just stood my ground,
even with
I
sex, bro.
never had a problem.
Here's the issue though, right? Us as men at some point go soft.
Right.
Pause.
Yeah.
That's scary.
Because what happens? We get comfortable. All right, I got the bitch now.
Right.
It's cool. She loves me.
And it's fun to be soft.
Yes.
It's really
She's doing
fun.
everything
It's
right.
relaxing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Let me
It's
be
really
nice
fun.
to her this
Yeah.
one.
But the moment you let the reins off and it starts to slow down,
gonna get-
she's like, wait a minute, I can get upper hand? Gotcha, bitch.
So how do you find the balance of that?
So this is what I like to say, right? And Owen agrees with me. It's a honeymoon phase.
Yeah.
So this is some kind of fucked up. Should I say this camera? I'll say. So
You
what
gotta
happens
feed
is,
the people, brother.
yeah, here's some real game right here, right? So at the beginning of every relationship, there's a phase where it's a honeymoon phase. Everything is good and golden.
yeah.
No issues, just like bliss, happiness. It's fun.
That's
as-
heaven on earth.
Yes.
That
Yes.
phase is heaven.
But at a
first 2 weeks.
certain mark,
Is it 6 weeks to a year, right?
Yeah.
I mean 6 months to a year.
Bro,
well, no,
mine was 9 months of straight cocaine with her.
Oh shit!
It was
Wow.
fucking
I would
wild.
say 1 to 3 months.
1 to 3 months.
Because
Okay.
past that mark, you kind of know each other a little bit better. It's kind of like
Yeah.
more like normal. You get comfortable.
Yeah.
But within that phase, right, you have the best of that person right there.
Right.
After that, you get the real person and maybe even more than that.
Right.
So Owen says, which is a very good example, is he cuts him off at the 3-month mark.
Yeah.
Now let me explain why. It's because once that mark passes and you guys are knowing each other, it's not as good as it was at the very beginning, you start to see the real person.
Right.
And the real person was not who you saw at the very beginning, which means you're getting a pretend person for that bliss and happiness. So the real person now you're going to see after 3 months, she's not going to be as friendly, not as nice, and like, I'm used to this guy now.
Yeah.
So now I'm over this bliss. And when that happens, you start to see things that you would see before, which means you get to have the real person. And the real person means they're going to do what they want to do at some point.
Yeah.
Now, mind you could be sturdy and have frame the whole time, but the problem is, at some point, as a man, we're going to fall off. It's normal.
No
We're
question.
human beings. We're not fucking robots.
Damn right.
So how do you recover from that?
Right.
He says, fuck it. I'm just going to leave. That's his strategy. I'm going to go next girl and start over again.
Damn.
That's horrible
Now,
strategy.
hold on.
That's a waste on your investment.
Hold on. For him, it works because he has so many.
Yeah.
The average
No,
guy,
I don't care how many you have. You don't want to fucking discard some. I could have 5 pieces of Exodia. I still want the
No.
ancient god
But hold on.
cards.
You can still
I want the winged dragon of Ra. I want to go inside of her with the winged dragon of Ra.
You're missing the point here.
Obelisk the
Hold on.
Tormentor and Slifer the
Hold on, nigga.
Sky Dragon.
Hold on. This is the best part about it, though. You're missing the point here.
All right, let's
You
hear
leave
it.
when the
Curry
fire's
ball.
burning. You get it?
Yeah.
What do you
So
mean by that?
Hold on. You leave when it's hot.
Uh-huh.
So now she's like, fuck, what did I do? I don't know what's happening. He's gone. So they never really leave. You get it?
Uh-huh,
So they're
yeah.
always there.
Like door open.
They're always there. I want this guy back. What did I do wrong?
yeah.
Dude, they never leaves. So he has a bunch of girls just sitting there waiting for him to call them. Literally. So they can find a new guy.
Yep.
It's not him. That 3 months of bliss, wait, it just disappeared. Where'd it go? Remember, he's leaving them first.
Yeah.
So now he has the power. Now, does it work for
But
everybody?
organic got in my head when he said, like, let's say I do leave her and I leave that door open, I left that trauma there.
Yeah.
He said another dude's busting his eye.
He gonna bust that
I don't want to
please.
play this game
Yeah,
that
he loaded
long,
up.
bro.
So you come back and
Someone
you drop
else
your
is busting his
Yeah,
eye.
she
It's a
got that.
physical
But hold
thing.
on,
It's
hold
a-
on.
Yeah.
Hold on.
You jumping that noogie.
Let's keep it real here. It's gonna happen anyway.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
you don't know though. Ignorance is bliss, brother. We all know that.
Yeah, we eat that
Ignorance
steak.
is bliss, man.
Matrix
Matrix
true.
steak.
Right.
But it's happening though.
Yeah,
It's
we ain't
happening.
eating that. We ain't
No,
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 leftover
fresh.
clams.
We gotta retain the bitch. That's the. I don't give a
Retainer,
fuck
yeah.
how many women you get, but retain. You gotta have a system of retaining. Like I always say, the point of a date is to lower anxiety to 0, so she sucks dick. That is
Right.
the point of the date. If you don't know what you're doing on a date, always go back to that. And number 2. They say it's tricky, and I don't give a fuck. The first 2 weeks of meeting her, you better show that bitch the world, and then you could
Love
play. You
bomb.
could play exactly. You could
Yeah,
play.
not
You
every
could
day.
play PlayStation. You
I
could
like-
play
yeah.
Halo 3 all
This
day
nigga cooking,
in your
bro. Hell
underwear.
yeah.
She
Yeah.
got nowhere to go. She'll
She
stay
already
with
know
you.
what it's up.
And
Yeah.
all these dudes are like, I don't want to spend money on a trip with her as soon as I meet her. I'm like, check this out. How much are you spending for 1 year of dating her?
Yeah.
That's a lot more money
Yeah.
than take her to Barbados, fuck her, establish the bond.
Yeah.
As soon as you establish the bond,
You ain't
you're a
gotta put- you ain't
homebody.
gotta do it
You're a
no more.
homebody.
I'm a homebody.
Now she's
Yep.
already bonded to you. It's
Yeah.
over.
It's over.
Right?
Jig is
And
up.
they say that's tricking.
Jig is up.
Yeah.
Jig is up. I got you.
That's
Yeah.
it.
Yeah. Bro,
Oh
they,
my God.
That connection.
they keep saying that Zherka, that's tricking. That's not
Nah.
tricking. Going on a date every Friday. How much? I went on one date. It went perfect. and then I spent $450 to go to that. What's that place with all the sea creatures at the next to Moxie's?
Sexy Fish.
Oh.
Yeah.
Sexy. Oh, yeah.
Bro, that place ripped me the fuck off.
Don't they do it?
Fuck?
Oh,
for the-
expensive.
I never thought you could have a couple drinks. It adds up. Like I'm paying for the renovation of the fish and
Yep,
shit.
that's all you're paying for. Yep. You paying to look at the motherfucker swim up and
Listen,
down
that
all
shit
day.
costs.
I got some
Zherka,
steak
I
at the
got you.
Nurser, the
Hold on.
South Bay guy.
I got
You
you.
know how much that
Hold on.
steak costs?
Fellas, if you're in Miami, right, there's two spots you want to go to for dates. Super inexpensive, but good food and good quality. Rooftop spot called Tacoology.
Yes.
It's cheap, fast, and quick. You're in and out there.
What's cheap?
$100.
Right there,
Oh,
bro.
$100 is cheap.
Yeah.
Or if you want to do a more
expensive.
intimate setting, you go crazy about you down the street. Bro, that spot, bro, I had dinner for me and a chick, bro. It was $80.
Damn.
Okay, this is not cheap.
That's
They
cheap.
think-
No,
come on, bro.
dude. That's
for
you're
both,
on the
ain't it?
water, nigga. It's a nice restaurant.
Am I
The
eating a full course meal or what
Yes,
is
you
this?
are, nigga.
That's crazy.
Bro. You
That's
get
good.
appetizers
Yeah, that's crazy.
and 2 meals, nigga. That's $80, bro. for
Okay,
two
that's
people.
a good deal, yeah.
Yeah,
So
that's a good
that
deal.
right there, bro, and dude, you don't break the bank. $80. She's happy, you're happy. Back to the crib. Finito.
Yeah.
So these two spots in Miami, bro, are key.
And be careful going to Queens. I hate they full course meal. That shit,
Queen-
bro. I hate that shit, bro.
Bro,
That full course meal there is
Myron was right.
ass, bro.
Fine dining is a fucking scam.
It
is
don't
a
taste good,
Bro.
Yeah.
It is a
It
scam.
don't taste
Small
good, bro.
portions.
Fool, and you don't
and it's
fool.
like-
Yeah.
Bro,
Bro,
it's
they're
this
gonna
shit,
say,
but we-
the women are gonna say you guys are sounding broke. We're not saying for the money. We'll spend that same
Yeah,
money
just-
on something else.
right.
But fine dining is a waste of money,
It
100%.
It doesn't
Yeah.
taste good.
It is,
Yeah.
though.
Yeah.
Fuck that.
But overall though, guys, listen to Owen's a fucking genius. I'll tell you why. For years, we've been trying to figure out how to maintain frame for so long.
Yeah.
Bro, it's fucking annoying. It's
No,
So annoying.
frame comes from working.
No.
When you're working,
Zherka.
you can't give her attention. How do you go soft if you're working all day?
No, hold
you're
on,
irritated.
hold on.
That's a
Here's the
fact.
problem, right? She's gonna find entertainment somewhere else. See, you don't understand this, bro. But like, when you don't give a girl attention, it gets from somewhere else. Now, mind you, she may give you the attention for 3 months, 4 months.
Look at Myron
But
and
it's-
Angie. Myron works all day. That's genius what he does.
Well, hold on.
Genius.
Myron is a different animal, bro.
Yeah.
You understand? Myron is one of a kind. That nigga
we
is
have to give,
superhuman.
So we have to give advice for the average Joe?
Yeah.
Yes.
What the
Yeah.
fuck? No.
Can't be mine.
But also, Myron is a multimillionaire. Myron's worked
Yeah.
on himself from the very beginning up until now, and he still works on himself.
Yeah.
Most people don't do that shit. So what I'm saying is, for the average guy, Owen's strategy might work for you because at least you can move on and still have the frame like, oh, I'm the guy that left you.
It is realistic that you cut her off. That
Yeah.
is realistic.
That is realistic, though.
But for us, we can do it a little bit longer than most people can,
Yeah.
or the whole time. But again, the point is that like for the average person, bro, you're gonna be fucked because you're gonna fall at some point. You're going to.
It's no joke. Like, it's no
Yeah.
joke. And like I said, an average girl, if I do like find her attractive and I do like her a lot, it works for about 6 months.
Yeah.
At
You've
the
been
most.
with an average looking?
No, I'm talking about like a girl that I'm rocking with.
Yeah.
You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? No, all my girls always been high level.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Thank God. But they always like doctors, lawyers, artists, shit like that.
Right.
I got no regular mortal bitch ever in life.
Yeah.
So I stand to my standard. You know.
Regular mortal
Yeah, you know, like you know,
Mortal Kombat!
so like, but yeah, bro, but you still like I said, even I've got soft a few times.
Yeah.
Like, damn, but I know it's telltale signs that I don't like, that I know it's not right.
Yeah.
And I let it go because like, damn, I don't want to fuck this up.
Yeah.
And show her the real me. But this is me in my heart. I know what the fuck I really want to say and do. So it's like, man, that's when you get rid of that
Man,
motherfucking
something-
ass.
Yeah. And you know the funny part too, just after what you're saying, it'll be a guy that love bombs her 10 times what you do.
Yeah.
And because you're not doing all that shit now, it's like, fuck. He gonna take me serious, I'm gonna go over here.
Right.
So it may just even be you just slowing down a little bit. So you know what? I'm gonna just do me and chill a little bit.
Yeah.
That nigga says, fuck that. I'm about to go to the moon and back.
Facts.
And women rely on this. They're so snaky with this. Bro, there's a soft version of yourself and a hard version, and everyone men like the hard version more, like for work and all that shit.
Yeah.
But it's not fake to say both of those people live inside of you. When she says, no, you're being fake, you're only showing the hard side, what she really means is I can manipulate the other version of you
Yeah.
way easier. That's
Right.
what she's saying.
They want you relentless
Yeah.
and tell me like for one, you gotta think about it. I only know you a short amount of time, bitch.
Yeah.
I know you 6 months, a year. I don't fucking know you.
Yeah.
You think you finna get all my deep down secrets and all
Hell
my
no.
motherfucking bitch you run off and
Sure,
embarrass me?
go tell him.
Like, how long does it take for you to give that to a woman?
Yeah.
That's what I don't know because I never gave it. Like, how do you do that?
I don't either.
And
No.
I was gonna say what really intimidates me with women is I don't intentionally go out and fuck with niggas bitches.
Right.
R.I.P. to my nigga, out in Atlanta, I forgot Trouble. He
Oh,
died
shit.
Yeah.
Hell
in that same
Yeah,
situation.
R.I.P., man.
But I'm saying that to say this is when I do accidentally fuck a nigga bitch, because most of the time it's on accident.
Yeah, my bad.
I find out they want the most aggressive sex. And that reminds me of one thing. Especially niggas' wives.
Yeah.
It's mainly wives. Because at that point they got kids, they don't view them, they don't even want to blast on the face. They don't do the things that we do.
Yeah.
They can't call them a slut. All the things they want to hear.
Yeah, they like
but
that.
they miss that.
Yeah,
That's what they want
that.
from you. And it reminds me, don't ever lose that beast in you.
Yeah.
Because another nigga will dominate. Yes, you protect her, but don't stop being a dominator.
Facts.
You have to maintain that because you lose that position. They're looking for it elsewhere.
Even
Good
the
point,
shy
bro, good
ones,
point.
bro. Even the shy ones, when they're ovulating, they want the masculine
Yeah.
energy.
They
It's
want the
kind of
savage.
It's unfortunate.
So that's why I say I'm like, you can only lose if you're soft.
Hell yeah.
That's what I think, though.
You can
I
only
truly
lose.
believe
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
If you stay hard, no homo sapien the entire time, like I don't think you can really lose. Like they will feel some type of way. They feel, but you preserving. Is it about them or you?
Bro, how many bitches have you texted where they're like, I'll never give you pussy, and you always text her, I'm gonna fuck, and then one night she just messages, and you're like, I wonder why I'm first on the priority list. Oh, it's because I didn't play games.
Yeah,
I didn't play games. This is perfect.
Zero tolerance. But like I said, my only thing is, how do you transition with a woman that you like, and what do you give them after a certain amount of time? Do you forever hold the cards? Or do you ever give it to them?
See, at some point you gotta.
You know what I'm saying?
At some point you gotta get the,
Like,
get the
damn.
cards. At some point.
Like what the fuck?
But
Because that's the most dangerous thing a
but
man can
organic.
do.
Yeah, it is the
I never
most
got there.
dangerous thing.
I'll be honest. I never got there.
Me either.
You haven't
And-
felt that.
And I'm old as hell.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm trying to understand it. Like, am
Well,
I?
you know why it's tricky for you is you made a lot of money.
Right.
So now everything you do is in your head. This is the move.
Right.
So now if someone tells you, hey, in a relationship, you got to actually give all your secrets, he'd be like, bro, I make more money than you. Why am I listening to you?
Fuck.
So now everything, but yo, they say that a strong relationship, eventually she has to know your secrets.
That's what I'm saying.
That's what
Yeah,
they
she
say.
has to,
Yeah,
she has to.
I know. So like, when do you give that though?
Yeah.
Like,
Give it, and then if she fucking crosses the line,
Then she gone.
switch to Rumble. I gotta say something.
Wait, can we?
No. They know what I'm saying, right?
yeah.
They know.
But
They
I
know.
feel you though. So like, you should give it a little bit. But once they show you that,
No,
they
bro,
can't.
I'm telling you, once you lock in for marriage,
Right.
one day it'll happen because you're rich.
But-
what the
Do you-
fuck? Yo,
I don't know
this
if
guy
I give him my
answering
trauma.
calls on a
I give him
podcast.
everything.
Let's finish the podcast right now.
I don't know. Maybe
And
I'm
then,
just.
call you,
I
right?
know. See, that's
Maybe
still-
trauma, but that is what really helps
Give
to
you the
disconnect
freedom.
you.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
because you gotta release it. to
Bro,
someone.
my
But I
dad,
give it to my
right.
boys.
You're
Bro,
golden.
my twin brother's a therapist, and I'm like, yo, is this whole, I don't want her to know my secrets.
Right.
Is this me just like something happened to me as a child? He's like, no, you're born in 2025. It's hard to trust people.
Hell
Right.
yeah,
I was
yeah.
like, oh shit, even the therapists are
It's
kind
right,
of
it's
red
okay.
pill on that.
That's what
Yo.
I'm saying. That's maybe the hardest thing for a top level individual.
That trauma.
Like if you got money, you got fame, you got
I'd
glory,
say
you got
risk it
looks.
though. I'd say risk it. At the top, you could risk it. I mean, what's the worst you could do? You guys break up. I mean, heartbreak isn't that bad at an
But you
older
know,
age. You've been through it already.
You see all the motherfuckers like the Halle and these and all these motherfuckers.
No, but
running
check
mouth,
this out.
telling your secrets and all this
Yeah,
shit. You
that's-
be like, damn,
Yeah.
bitch.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But it still brought the child into the world. It's still a good net positive for
For sure.
DDG, right?
Yeah.
He wants his kid.
But I'm saying, like, you see all that shit though, like the text messages he used to
Yeah, I
beat
know.
on me, all that shit. Like,
Yeah.
who want to go through all that? You know what I mean?
that's why
Like,
you got to do whatever those texts say.
and then
So you don't
sit
go
her ass
down for something fake.
Right. Yeah, bro.
No, I'm kidding. But no, for real, one day you're going to come to the point where you have to sacrifice,
Yeah,
she got to
you're
know
gonna
your
have to.
secrets, and he's going to think of this table. And the truth is,
Look.
that's the one time that you kind of have to bite the bullet.
Bro,
right?
Yeah.
I'll be honest. We teach men how to get girls, and how to have fun, and how to maintain to a certain period.
Yes.
We don't teach them how to actually keep them for a long period
that's what I'm saying. So
of
that's
time.
the
Yo,
red
just
pill.
say it fresh. Just say it. To keep them forever, you gotta be a simp. Every fucking simp. How many times have you seen a good-looking guy with his girl and he doesn't cheat, he doesn't do anything, and he got shafted?
Hell yeah.
He's a stud. She's a fucking loser. She's not hot. He's like Brad Pitt. You see that everywhere in Miami, and you're thinking, oh, the only way to keep this mid bitch is. He lost the game. He has to simp.
You have to give. You got to give
have
up
to
your
be a
jersey.
bitch.
You got to
have
hang it up.
You have to be a little bitch. And bro, Zherka, are you talking about my uncle? I'm talking about every one of your family members that stopped sounding like this, and now they're like, yes, honey. You know who says yes? You know who says yes, honey? 85 to 90% of normal relationships
That's
say
true.
yes.
No,
honey.
Zherka.
So, like,
happy wife, happy life.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That
there you
gay
go.
ass shit.
Bro, that's the one
That
thing
shit
that I
is-
cringe.
But
I'm
that
like,
don't feel
cringe.
right though. But I feel like if you
But
want a
that's
real
the
relationship,
normal. You want to be normal? normal? Do you want to be? You want to be normal? You got to be that.
Listen, I know 2 billionaires right now. Right?
Trad cons say yes, honey.
Hold on, bro.
Trad cons say yes, honey.
Bro, I know 2 billionaires right now, right?
Yeah.
They're both married. You know what they actually have to do to make that shit work?
Yeah.
They have to say, fuck.
Right.
She wants this. I'm gonna play a certain part.
Yeah.
See what she wants. Because if I don't play the part, I'm gonna get divorced.
For sure.
And they're powerful. They got money out the wazoo. They can do anything they want.
But that don't seem like that's the glory that you saw after.
It's not, bro. It's not. And I'm like, damn, do I want to be like this nigga? Money wise, yes.
But here's the glory
girl-wise,
part.
no.
The glory part is you don't become a badass Wolverine dad. You're becoming a cute grandpa that says you're becoming a cute grandpa.
So how can you be the Wolverine dad? How can you be the Thanos dad?
Yeah, exactly.
How?
Yeah.
Give us one example. Anybody know? Anybody?
I don't know nothing.
I don't know none. Yeah, I don't know none.
There's got to be someone out there
Who?
that's married and a
Chat,
badass.
chat, who's like that?
Who's
married and a badass?
That's tough. Bro.
That's actually still being the Wolverine of his life.
Right, that's still a month, but okay, but are you? See, that's what I'm saying too. Because
think of Nick Fuentes. He's wolf-like, but it's because he's not married. That's the only reason.
You're not married.
If he was married, he'd get soft quick.
And then on top of that,
isn't he
are you
virgin?
cutting off? And then you not fucking no other bitches none either too.
I'm
right?
saying, why is
Damn.
Nick
see what I'm
red?
saying?
Why
That
is
makes you
Nick
so too,
even
yeah.
red pill
That's tough.
on his opinions? Why does he sound like you? Because he's not married.
he's free.
And
Yeah.
he's a tradcon. But technically, if he got married, he'd be fucked.
They soften him
You
up.
think he'd be the same Nick? That's impossible. You can't live with a woman and keep saying the same shit.
Because I don't think a
it's-
real Wolverine dad, Thanos dad, married man, and you ain't fucking no other bitches, you just with your one girl. Is that the full greatness of a man feeling?
I don't even know if that's
there-
what God
there are-
wants.
there
No,
are-
no, but they're still cheating though. So hold on.
Well, no, I know some that not though. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I'm saying like, but they're not Thanos up though.
Yeah.
They're having a great life.
Yeah.
But they ain't walking around like, you know?
Yeah.
But if you do that, do you have to give out? You can't have other women nothing either. Like,
Well, do you want to be
Bro,
the cute grandpa, or do you want to
Okay.
be? If you want to be badass Wolverine,
Yeah.
you could have a motorcycle, you could cheat on
Yeah.
her and have kids.
So look, that's
there
what
it
I'm
is,
saying.
and
Yeah.
beat on her and all that.
yeah.
Nah, nigga, nah. Not beat on her. I'm not beat on her, bro.
That's what I'm saying. Like, what is the balance to have that feeling that's in your heart as a real
The
man?
balance is
not
on,
no
she's off
bullshit.
balance.
Yeah, not no bullshit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know who you really want to be. You ain't give no chips away. Like, you kept your sturdiness, and I got a woman too.
Yeah, we need an example. Who on earth
There
is
is
living
nobody.
that?
So you know who?
Nobody.
You know who I saw recently that kind of I thought had that effect but didn't? Anton Daniels. What happened to him? Right? He told his wife he's gonna finish at a certain time with the stream.
Yep.
He didn't. His wife was irate. Said, you told me you'd be done by this time, blah, blah, blah.
See?
I'm going to bitch you out in front of your audience.
See?
And I was like, what the fuck? But frame was there.
Right.
But because he didn't do what she wanted,
It
roasted.
opened up. That's what I'm saying.
And I'm like, how do you maintain a girl,
I don't think it's possible,
work
bro.
hard, and not get fucked up?
I don't think it's possible.
It's hard, bro.
Unless you fold and we meet in the middle, you give
You gotta
taking,
fold.
all that shit.
Yeah.
You got to fold.
Damn.
Bro, according to Dr. Steiner on the mind and the esoteric, the hidden arts of how the world works, he talks about if you sleep in the same bed as a bitch, you can absorb some of her
feminine
skill
energy.
set, mind, even not fucking, just in the same bed together. So imagine living with one. How pink is the man turning within
Right.
the inside? He's turning into a fucking
So are
pussy.
you throwing in a towel when you have that life? Are you just, I'm giving up on being a glorious man. I'm just with my wife now. I'm a husband. And
Well, it depends. If you have conqueror energy and you
Right.
settle for being a dad,
Yeah.
you've
It's over.
killed your own soul.
You're not
you
a
might as
Viking no
well.
more.
You're gonna jump off a bridge. Like
Yeah.
you can't. If you're the average guy, I think the dad thing is huge, right? Like
Right.
I'll say this for most people listening. You know they get really angry if you attack fatherhood, as if that's like a.
But I wanted to die. I wanted to die in the war. I wanted to go to Valhalla as a real Viking, man. That's what I
Valhalla,
see.
let's
Yeah.
go.
I want to be a Viking, but
Yeah.
it's like to have that woman and have that. You can't.
You know that's why we buy big engines to
Yeah.
feel like we
Yep.
want to feel that
wanna
primal
feel the car.
vroom, like
Right.
that spear jucking energy.
But there's a level of life that we have not experienced having kids and having a wife that
Yes, we
It's-
have, bro. We've babysat our fucking
No,
nephew.
it's not the same.
It's identical.
Not the same.
Give me a break, bro.
No.
If you're a father and you
Not the
have,
same.
if you have father as your title
your
on
kid.
Twitter,
It's not your
you're
kid.
a fucking cuck loser, bro. You shot 3 nuts inside of a woman and called it a legacy, bro. There's stay-at-home dads who they put father as their title.
yeah, but
on
having your own
Twitter.
kid is not the same thing as having a nephew or uncle or sorry cousin.
I'm
Yeah,
saying
having
it's
your
the
own kid.
same
seed,
level
bro.
of glory.
Nah,
Same level of
it's not.
glory.
Having your, cause dude,
Bro.
I've seen guys change completely having a kid
Yeah,
and a
they
wife
change.
that I would never experience.
Yeah, they're but
'Cause
is
I haven't done it.
Is the change awesome?
I don't like it.
I'll say this. It's
Or
different.
is he doing dishes? Be real.
Like, man,
Be real. He's doing dishes.
It's different.
And you know you don't want to do the dishes.
Yeah.
But I have a wife.
Bro,
I'm a family man. I don't want to do the fucking dishes ever.
That shit don't make
Fresh,
sense.
every
You see what I'm
homie,
saying?
every homie I have who had a kid send me, and it's so evil for me to air this out, but they send me. I'm not saying names, but they send me, and they know who they are. All of them send me pictures of them doing dishes, watching me on stream.
Yeah.
That's sad.
It's fucking pathetic.
Shit's fucking sad.
It's fucking pathetic. You're doing dishes. You have a job, and you know what they say? She did dishes too. I don't give a fuck what she did. Even if she was the one who was doing the dishes only, what the fuck are you doing in front of playing with water?
Guys.
What the fuck are you doing?
Guys, by the way, like the video. We
It's
got
fucking, you fucking
22
right.
on
Like,
X.
is it possible?
27 on
Bro,
YouTube.
a father folds clothes, puts it on the bed, and that's what he did that day.
I'm not doing
I'm
shit.
telling you, bro. A father takes out the gets the groceries. They did something that day.
Yeah.
It's actually a very strange life for me, bro.
So this is going to be a battle between
Me too.
finding that person that can actually do this and has the actual bravado. Because, dude, I don't know anybody.
You know,
And I know a lot of people. I know a lot of people.
Right.
Bro. Rich,
and they
young,
throw in the
poor.
towel. You have to throw in the towel.
You got to, bro.
If you have a
No,
real family.
You got to.
And you want to be a grandpa surrounded by kids.
Right.
So the grandpa thing, I get why you're being a simp
Right,
to become
'cause
a
it's a beautiful
grandpa.
thing.
But again, let's say 30 to 65 years old, those are some awesome years, bro.
Yeah.
Those are great years.
Okay, so there's only one thing.
And that's when you're supposed to find your wife, right?
Yeah, that's
So, like,
supposed to.
And then you take off your fucking helmet and hang it up
So-
in your
Well,
glory
hold on.
time.
Trump had Barron at 67 years
Wow.
old. My parents were like, John,
motivating.
sweetheart, when are you going to have a kid? I said,
motivating.
Trump had Barron at
that shit
67.
motivating,
And
bro.
that's the most legendary kid, they say, right?
That shit motivating.
And they said that's supposed to be his legendary kid.
Bro, just 2 days ago, I was talking to my dad, and I was like, damn, you had me at 30. I turned 31 this year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That shit's crazy.
It is crazy.
Different generation,
God,
though.
damn,
My mom had me at 40,
but it
bro.
made me feel kind of late. I guess just till
I
I
know,
turned
right?
30.
Yeah.
I'm so
Yeah.
used to being in my 20s.
Yeah.
It's like, damn, dog. It's when is enough going to be enough?
Well, you got to ask yourself, when is enough pussy enough?
Right.
And I
a
don't
tough
feel
one.
that yet. And it's like I feel like my dad felt that a long time
I
ago.
don't feel that yet.
And that's the problem.
I
My
think-
dad
I think-
felt
yeah,
that in
That's
his
the
early 20s.
problem. Nobody feels it.
Yeah,
But you
man.
just say that
Do
like
you
I
ever?
want to be right.
Do you ever really
Like,
though?
as a true, real motherfucking
on.
predator
Nigga.
with the aliens
on.
on the wall.
Nigga,
Do you ever want to not have your
I get
fucking?
it. I get it.
You want to never take this off.
Yeah, you're right.
I don't ever want to not.
But get it.
I want to get dropped in the jungle.
We
You
have
want a
seasons, right?
minivan? You got to buy a minivan, bro.
Organic. We
What
have
the
seasons,
fuck?
right? We have times where, you know what? All right, we want to start this shit. But it always comes back. Always comes back.
But it's still because that's your
One-
natural instinct.
Yeah.
One
I don't
day-
want to go crazy.
Yeah,
Yo,
yeah.
one day,
But
that,
still,
check this out. One day, one day the F8 or the SF90 turns into the Dodge Caravan.
What the fuck?
Bro, one day that has to happen.
That's scary,
Crazy,
bro.
man. Yeah. The nice cars, all
But are
that.
some people like I know in my heart of hearts like. The attributes God gave me is for me to feast on the land till I'm dead.
Yeah.
To be 6'6",
He a giant.
no Homo sapien, 10-inch cock and all this shit.
Pause.
I'm not supposed to, pause it all. But I'm not supposed to just
Primal.
die with that alone and not feast upon the land till I'm gone. Am
Okay.
I supposed to just say I'm just will
Okay,
give
look.
one woman all this glory?
So I'll give you this, right? We were in the
Is that what it is?
Wait till you try it. Wait till you try married life and organic sitting there going like, I hate this shit.
Right.
It's
Yeah.
not really for everyone.
So
it's
hold
kind
on.
of for pathetic
Hold
human
on.
beings.
That's what I'm thinking.
Right?
I'm not going. Is it for super
So
Negroes?
hold on. You know who I think has an idea of it? Tate.
Man, no,
Yeah,
Hold on.
because he
Hold
got
on.
the
Hold on.
OnlyFans bitch pregnant.
He has multiple kids
With
right?
OnlyFans
But
women.
he's not chilling with one bitch. He's not.
Exactly.
He's
not.
living free. He got bitches.
But
he
he's
got a
happy.
harem.
But he's happy.
But he got a harem of bitches and all that, bro. That's not the same.
Oh, true.
He's living like we living, really. He's just got kids and
Both
shit.
of them got
That's cheating.
Both of them got OnlyFans girls pregnant.
Right.
And yo, I'm not knocking it because he looks kind of happy. He looks chill.
But he's cheating though. That don't count, bro. Like you still doing that. You got bitches. You got OnlyFans. You trying to. That ain't the same as no man. Like I got one girl. I'm
But
gonna
hold
do it
on.
right.
What is the other solution though? Please tell me, cause I don't have any. You have any?
Having a bitch that's okay with you still being
Yeah,
a
but
king.
that's still not
Bro,
right.
that's
still
bro.
not right.
Deep down, she can be like, "Fuck this nigga, bro."
She's
At some
gonna
point,
kill you,
at
bro.
some
So
point,
you
bro.
killing her.
Deep down.
Let's be real. I get it. You can convince a bitch to do that,
But
but you know
at
it's not
some
right.
point-
She knows it's not right.
Yeah, it's
so
gonna-
like
it's gonna-
you can do that, but that's not
Yeah,
right.
you don't want to hide and shit. Yeah.
Right, and even if she's with it, she's dying every day. You fucking
Yeah,
other bitches.
yeah,
Hey,
it's
baby,
bad.
you know
It's-
you signed up for this.
It's
Man,
bad
come
for
on.
you. It's bad for your soul architecture too.
That's what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
yeah.
So like,
Yeah, listen. This
I
is
don't know,
this,
bro.
this is this
I don't
is
know.
this is a journey.
Well,
We
you
need to
gotta
like
cheat on
look
it.
into this a bit more.
Yeah.
You just have to. Is that the,
Yeah, you gotta.
You gotta
that's
lie and
only-
cheat to the end and be fake at home and shit.
Yeah,
I feel like you could cheat as long as you say my bad.
Yeah.
You know, if you're honest with that, I think that's better than hiding. Hiding can make you look weird.
until how many times though? Because at some point it's gonna
She
be like
gonna,
it's
and
over.
then she got you get. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
And then
she
that
fuck
divorce
some
gonna
shit
fuck
up.
you up, bro.
Work this hard, work this hard, work this hard, and fuck one chick.
Right.
Something's not mathing,
Tell
bro.
me.
Something
Like,
is not.
that's what I'm saying. Like, what is that computation
What
of that?
the fuck was the point of that come up?
It sounds good.
Yeah.
And we know 90% niggas who say that shit, they're faking and fucking
Faking
other
it.
bitches
Yeah.
that say they do that.
Oh, we know some of them.
Right. We know all of it. So it's like, I'm being truthful 100%. Who's just gonna throw in the towel with the glory and the Ferraris and the mansion and the jewelry and the fame and just nothing?
It's tough.
Yeah, I don't know, bro.
There's gotta be a cutoff date. What's the cutoff date of fucking these bitches? There has to be a cutoff.
And you glorify still. You know
Wait,
what I'm saying?
but a cutoff for a Chinese guy is different from a black
Because
guy.
he ain't the same. I'm talking about you really
We're
a
talking about
monster.
testosterone level,
That you
bro.
still walk in the room and motherfuckers like, who is that? You still got that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Not you a nerd or you getting over with money. No, you really a specimen of human flesh. You know what I'm saying? And you throw in the towel.
I don't know, bro.
And yo, I tell you this, it's worse if he retired and got married right now because
Right.
then he's fucking less bitches out here. That means the women are getting more out of the men.
His drive might go down.
Yeah.
His need for like actually, or maybe with kids it may change. But I think for most people here, if you get a wife, you settle down with her in a house and your kids, it's like your energy, your fierceness goes down, bro.
Yeah.
Right.
It goes down.
Right. So now you're able to kill her, go get the bag like that. Like, okay, I got a kid and I'm doing it for my kid. But
Yeah,
no,
I always hear
I
that.
was
Doing it
doing
for my
harder
kid.
for myself. I wanted
And
the
then
whole
you see the kid.
ambiance.
Yeah.
I
You see
wanted
the kid,
everything
yeah.
that came with it. Now it's just my kid. No, I
Literally.
wanted to have all the cars,
Bro,
the biggest
imagine-
house, all the bitches.
Imagine when
now
you
it's my
can't-
kid.
Imagine when you cannot talk.
You hear it all the time.
Imagine when you can never talk crazy on a podcast because
That-
they're gonna target the
Oh
kid.
yeah,
Yeah.
bro.
Fuck, you're a pussy now.
Yeah. Dude,
You're a
yeah.
fucking coward because you're thinking your kid. You're not going to war.
Bro,
I
I know,
was talking about my wife. They found out who my wife is. I gotta hide her.
bro, I know creators.
And I'm the type of guy that hey, I don't want the beef if you're going after my kid. That's the type of guy
Now
I'll
you're weak.
become.
Yeah, yeah.
Now you're a
Because your
pathetic
kid and your wife
bitch.
will weaken you. And those are
Yeah.
the only two things you truly
Lily.
can't control. Like you could say, like once again, you give her all the cards. This is my wife. She know everything. I love her. Now she can do whatever. I
Bro,
can't control the bitch.
I remember when
my kid, he could turn out to be D.
I
Wade,
remember
goddamn son.
6ix9ine
Yeah.
when he took Chief Keef's girl, bro,
Right.
and smashed her and bought her all that shit.
Ain't
Nigga,
nothing you
he
can
made
do
him look
about it.
crazy, bro.
Look at 50 Cent, baby
Crazy.
mom.
Yeah, with Diddy.
Yeah.
You think Diddy ain't do that on purpose?
Yeah, yeah.
That's the mother of his
That's the only
kid,
thing
bro.
that can get you.
bro.
No matter how you try to play it, that's still the
And,
mother of his
and look, that's that nigga. 50's that nigga.
See what I'm saying?
And the proven
Even,
thing-
even with him.
Bro, and fresh proven thing that even like in the mafias or in politics, I know this to be fact, they don't never really threaten you. But in politics, they love niggas with families.
Oh, yeah.
If you got a family, and I
Oh,
believe
yeah.
that's one of the
Yeah,
main
yeah.
reasons why they convince politicians they need to be married
Right.
before they enter politics.
'Cause, yeah,
The
I got
truth
some on
is,
you.
they need you to have liabilities.
Yes.
Because they can send you your kid address.
Because the
They can
thing about
send
it,
your
you
wife
just a
address.
guy by yourself.
And that's how they
But that
play.
ain't gonna hurt. You gotta come get me.
Bro,
Yeah.
even
It's not that
CIA,
easy.
And your kid- yeah.
even for CIA, they hired married people.
Yes,
they love
they need
them.
that. They
Hold
love
on,
right.
that
They
shit.
need that.
Remember when Cash Patel, Dan Bongino, all the guys were like kind of fighting the fight?
Yes.
And they saying we're going to expose everything. What happened to them when they got into office?
Them niggas switched up.
Instantly.
Instantly.
Because it's the power struggle, bro, between
Right.
Someone, yeah.
family and you. If you
Yes.
don't do what we say, bro.
They've already said it's a group of people walk into that room and tell you how things really work. They congratulate you. Congratulations on
Right.
winning your election.
Yeah.
But this is how things work and it's going to work.
I remember a dude snorting a line at the club in front of the undercover cop's face, and the cop didn't do shit. And I find out, oh, they're neighbors. He knows where the cop lives.
Right.
And this gangster dude must have drove by a lot of times.
Yeah.
So he was fucking untouchable in the
Shit
club.
crazy.
And that's the first time I was like, oh, I don't trust the system at all.
Yeah.
That's fucked
Yeah.
up.
Wow.
Damn, champ, that shit is mind-boggling when you
If,
truly
if
think
you have
about
a
it.
kid,
Yeah.
you're a
That's
pussy.
for, that's for another podcast.
Right.
If you have a kid,
Yeah.
you're a pussy. Let's be real.
Right.
What?
If you have a kid, you're a pussy.
Nah. I don't think pussy. I just
You're
think
vulnerable.
You
You're
have
vulnerable,
you
yeah.
a weak
You don't
spot.
control
Yeah.
everything.
You have a weak
When
spot.
you a single man that's a real conqueror by yourself, you got full control of everything.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because you got to come for me only.
Yeah.
But you got a wife, you got a kid, something I got to come home to. I got to worry about this and that. Oh my goodness, I'm going to school and all that kind of stuff.
Costco. You got Costco problems, bro.
So I'll reveal this. A lot of people don't know. I'll go ahead and reveal this real quick. when Elon Musk and he was going back and forth with Israel, they paid his kids visits at his school. And that's what actually made, and that was after he said F the advertiser. I hope they don't ban me on X for this shit. But that's actually what changed everything with Elon Musk and he became pro-Israel.
Yeah.
They visited his kid, the most richest and powerful man in the world, could only be controlled by his offspring.
Wow.
So it happens to everyone.
And that's been going on since the beginning of time. You know what I mean? Like they will get your kids, they get your family and things like that. But when you by yourself that's why it's so dangerous to be one of these guys. And I'm making more sense that they don't allow these individuals to go to the top when you just
Listen,
right.
I think there's a place for having a family and kids.
Right.
But
It's a beautiful thing.
But nowadays it's dangerous because you're right. It is a weak point because that could actually fuck you up in the future. Which is sad because you want to do it as a man.
Jung would talk about there's a reason why men get weaker as they have families and stuff like that. It's so they slow down on reckless behavior because if you keep going hard, you
That's
can
why they give up the fast cars.
You'll go out bad. You'll go outside. But even
sad.
I'm not even saying like be a savage and fuck every bitch. But let me.
No, there's nothing wrong with you.
Yeah,
Organic, there's nothing wrong with want to fuck every bitch.
Yeah.
They're trying to tell you that.
Yeah.
That's high hormone level, healthy,
But
regular male activity.
But you'll run into a bad
age.
situation. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta regulate it. You know what I mean?
Bro, they're trying to make you whatever they are, and they're the guy they're crying because someone fucked their bitch. Bro, I'm telling you, there's nothing wrong with you. It's just you gotta one day look in the mirror and say there's a cutoff age to being primal.
Right.
And which is sad because what you cut off is not gonna be what I cut off.
Right.
What he cuts off, we're all gonna pick different ages.
Right.
And it's a beautiful thing to cut that off. But up until then, I really think you can really harm yourself if you become normal. You know, they said young Don, if he has a kid and a wife, he'll be normal. He had a kid, young Don had a kid, he had a wife, and he went insane. He lost $300,000. He almost broke his family up. He joined a cult. His mind exploded because he had a wife and a kid. Having a wife and a kid doesn't mean you fix your problems, bro.
Happening to Justin
At
Bieber.
all.
We're
Yeah,
seeing it
Justin
happen to
Bieber.
the nigga been abused, the nigga been
Exactly.
depressed, and
Yeah.
she was supposed to fix his trauma.
Made it worse.
Fix his pain.
How many
That
dads-
nigga crashing out worse than ever, bro.
Worse than ever.
How many people do we know with kids that are literally fucking losers in life? Like
Many.
that's a
And
lot. I know,
genuinely depressed.
bro.
Listen,
I know
high school,
millionaires,
depressed,
bro. I know millionaires with kids, who don't fuck their wives. Donkey.
Remember in high school,
Definitely
right?
don't.
They
The-
don't.
Remember the jocks in high
Damn.
school?
Yes.
The football players, the basketball players. Oh, they're cool in school.
Yeah.
Get all the bitches.
I was a nerd.
They got 5-10 kids, bro.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
Yeah,
God
you're right.
damn, nigga, you're
You're right.
stuck.
Yeah.
So now you can't move forward.
Nah, it's
all
over
these
with.
bills you got to pay.
Yeah.
But I could fast forward because I'm no
By
kids,
the way,
Right.
no bills,
Chad,
nothing.
True.
Chad,
Very true.
if you ever want to find out if you're gonna make it in life, check if you were popular in high school. If you were, you're gonna have the worst
Yeah.
life
For the most
ever.
part.
Because it gives you
What
that
the fuck,
The
bro?
reason why it's easy
I made it through
validation.
though. I was
Bro,
only one. I was one of the guys that made it through.
Oh,
That was
really?
great. Yeah,
This
I was a legend.
It's an exception,
But-
exception.
Yeah, but I'm an exception to the rule. So
I was not popular. I was okay.
I wasn't
Yeah,
popular.
I
Bro,
was
I was
good.
class clown, bro. I didn't
same.
get no hoes. People
The
laughed at me.
majority of people are that.
Well, the
Yeah.
reason why organic, I feel like with you, and I don't want to speak on no other man's life, but it
Yeah.
feel like enough ain't enough.
Enough ain't enough.
So some niggas, that was enough. That was
Yeah.
that false
Yeah,
validation
enough wasn't
that
enough.
people have
Hell
to
no,
work
that
hard
wasn't
for.
enough. I
That's
wanted it
enough.
all.
They peak in high school
Yeah, I was
because
monstrous.
they don't need more.
Yeah, that
Right.
shit was nothing to me. I saw
Right.
the world.
Yeah, you needed more.
Yeah, I saw the world. I needed all that shit. So that was my thriving muscle. Was
Someone
like
said
the glory.
Duke Dennis is an example.
What about him? Of what?
I guess having like everything and then having kids too.
He got like 9 kids. But no, he's not married. He's not married. Like, no, and he's going through turmoil. Like,
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
no, that don't. Shout out to Duke Dennis, but that's not a good example. Shout out to him. But
I don't think I want that
he was,
lifestyle.
and
No.
he was hiding them kids and all that.
yeah.
Kai Cenat has a better life than Duke.
I want to
That's
feel
obviously-
good having kids and doing what I, bro. I don't know about you niggas,
Yeah.
but
Right,
like
that's
to
not-
me, having a kid at home, I can't do this
No,
shit, bro.
I can't
like
do
that.
Yeah.
It's
I
over
can't.
with.
Nah, it's over
I
with.
can't have no 9 kids hiding them and all
Nah,
that goofball.
nah, I feel
Nigga,
weird,
you're not
bro.
real. I gotta see the thing about it. You still have to be yourself, be real, and still win.
Yeah.
You can't be hiding behind closed doors. Got this shadow game you playing. No, you gotta be that motherfucker at all times.
Yeah.
That's the real champ. And you can't do that with a family and shit.
Nah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
not the
you
same.
can't talk like we talking on the podcast. Oh, I'm gonna hide the kid from you. You shouldn't say
Bro,
that today. Damn, bitch.
Look at OnlyFans subscribers.
because they're talking about red pills.
Look at OnlyFans subscribers. The biggest people that do it are married men.
Fuck, man.
Married men that watch other women. Because, dude, they feel stuck.
I still think us four gotta marry OnlyFans women. I really believe that because
Nah, nigga.
no, think of Andrew Tate. That's red pill. Andrew Tate did it. You're red pill. Aren't you climbing that ladder? You want to be like Andrew Tate?
I want to be myself, bro.
So you're not gonna have an OnlyFans girl after you used to OnlyFans pussy? Are you
Nigga,
fucking?
I'm just
how
smashing.
are you gonna? No. How are you gonna check this out? Let's
Bro,
say,
niggas is just smashing, dog. They're not
All right,
wiping
all
these
right.
bitches up.
Yeah,
All right, all right.
yeah,
Fresh,
yeah,
check
yeah,
this
yeah,
out.
yeah, I agree.
You will wife her up. Trust me, I know you. Because check this out. You're used to her having abs, a line down her back, hips, big tits, beautiful face. You have to give all that up to get married. I don't think he has it in him to give it up. I don't think any high value male has ever gone backwards on looks for their bitch. I don't think I've ever seen that in history. So let's be realistic. Your bitch has to be some ex-ho.
No.
She has
because there's girls that work out in the gym, bro. That same physique. That don't
That's
do
a
OnlyFans.
hoe. That's always a hoe. That's always a hoe.
Hold on.
The gym
Hold on.
bunnies are the fucking biggest hoes.
I would prefer.
Come on,
I prefer
you're
the-
talking about unicorn.
Hold on.
He's saying there's a 9 out of 10 that's not a hoe ever.
I prefer-
That's unicorn
No,
language.
no.
I hate unicorn
I prefer
language.
a girl in Switzerland,
Yeah.
in Romania,
Yeah.
that just works out, goes to work.
You're never finding a 9 out of 10 beautiful
bro. I have,
girl.
no, I have.
She can make money off her looks, and she's not a hoe.
Dude, she
You
hasn't,
found
bro.
that?
I have, bro. I
She
have.
can make money off her
And-
looks,
and-
and she's not
and
a hoe.
even then, I was not satisfied.
Unicorn. This is unicorn talk. Unicorn talk makes people jump off bridges.
Well, no.
Fresh is gonna jump off a bridge.
Remember.
That's what I'm saying. Like, even though you
I
run
I
into
hate
them,
unicorn
it's not for
talk.
everybody.
It's
yeah.
so dangerous.
But no.
I know what he's
hate
saying.
unicorn talk.
Even though we ran into it, but you're not a regular person. Fresh.
I'm not, I know.
You
But-
are a famous
but-
motherfucker
but-
with Lamborghinis and shit.
but hear what
You're
I'm
not
saying.
normal.
Andrew
Hear
Tate
what I'm
couldn't do
saying.
it.
Right.
Andrew Tate couldn't do it.
But here I'm saying, I found it. I still didn't want it.
Of course
you know what
not.
I'm saying. So even with the unicorn, I don't want
It
it.
wasn't enough.
It was not enough. So that's what I'm telling you, bro.
That's
Even if
exactly
you find a
my
unicorn,
point.
It's
it's
still
not
not
enough.
enough.
So
it's
get this,
right.
right? I gotta do what I could do, which is what I want to do. And
Yeah,
that's it.
yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
No,
That's
no,
what I'm saying.
Fresh.
So like
Fresh.
how?
Who are you going to live in the same house with all the time?
Well, no. No.
It's going to be an OnlyFans woman.
No.
I guarantee you it's going to be some bitch who quit OnlyFans. I guarantee you because he's used to them looking that way. Men cannot go backwards.
Bro,
it's fucking impossible to. Bro, I had one
Hold
dude.
on.
After you fuck your first model, you're never fucking ugly bitches again.
See, here's the thing you don't know about me, Zherka, right? I play a game, a really long game. And the funny part is that, like, I'm just having fun. I've never once taken these girls seriously. But the funny part is, like, girls
I'm saying, who could you live with, Fresh, long
dude,
term? Could you live with a normal looking woman? Be honest.
No, she's still bad, but she's not, like, in the industry. So get this, right?
That's not how it works.
Our girls,
If she's not in the industry, she's not bad. They got
No,
no,
that's
What the fuck are you talking
no.
about?
Come on,
Again,
you know what I'm saying, right?
Yeah, that's
Come
bad.
on, bro.
There's girls that you would never see on camera, bro,
Yep.
that actually are bad. Now, I'm obviously speaking not for every person
Yeah,
here.
Starbucks women.
That
right?
you can have something with, but it's low key. It's not like nothing out in the
They
public.
don't exist, bro. You know
Nigga,
they don't exist.
Some
me
bitches
him,
not
no.
on social media.
Yeah,
But-
it's super rare. Like
It's rare, but
you
you
can
can find
front
it.
it to them,
Yeah.
but once again, for a regular person, it's gonna be so
It's gonna be hard.
difficult.
Yeah.
Even for us, it's so difficult because even when you do find one, it still ain't gonna be enough for you.
Yeah.
So it's like
It's
what do
in
you
us, bro.
settle
It's
with?
in
If
us.
it's not enough for you, she's not hot enough. Because I'll say this, bro. When we're with that 9 we like, that we get along with, I swear that's the first time we don't want more pussy. We want to keep hitting
Nigga,
that.
for how long, though? For how long, nigga?
I don't know how long because they don't stick around that long. they're
but
they're
that's the
always
point.
doing
Yeah,
host
you gonna want
shit.
some more pussy.
But no, but even as a man, you're gonna want more pussy after that, though.
No, bro. If she's hot enough, I think I
Zherka,
could go
after
a
a
year.
while,
I
you
could go
get-
a year.
after a while, you
I
get
can
hungry
go a
again.
year. I can go a year
well,
with
you
get
one
hungry
bitch.
again.
But that's
I
the
could go a
point.
year. What
But that's the
Get
point.
hungry.
You're gonna fall off at some point.
Yeah.
So even with that girl that's gonna be the OnlyFans
'cause
thing,
that's a
you're
year,
gonna fall
that
off, nigga.
ain't- yeah, it's over
And
with.
it's never enough. It's never
You
enough.
get used to the feeling. It
Yeah.
don't matter how good it hit.
I don't think you should train your mind like that. Never enough could make you go crazy, bro.
Bro,
Because it's the endorphins of having something new. It's the highest
thing
high.
that we grew because, dude, our actions over a period of time led to this result.
Fact.
You get it?
Yep.
Still to this day.
Dude, there's no going back, nigga. we're cooked.
That's what I'm thinking.
We're
though.
cooked.
I've avoided this conversation for so long, bro.
And this
Right.
because us as men saying this on camera is fucking crazy because,
Yeah.
nigga, it's true. We're kind
Like,
of
niggas ain't
We're
giving
cooked.
this, people ain't giving this talk.
They're not.
But yeah, it kind of be feeling like your ass is fried. You like it ain't no going back type.
Bro,
Like, you
I've
can lie
tried
to
dating
yourself, and you can
Yeah.
lie to these women
Yeah.
and fry their brains,
Yeah.
but you're gonna be sneaking out and doing something else. You know, you're not gonna just sit with her.
Bro,
and
I
when,
did it
for-
when it
I
is
did-
a stranger, it's a different type of fucking.
It's the best.
Yeah.
New pussy, no pussy is better than new pussy.
Bro,
Hell yeah. That
bro,
no boundary
I did
pussy,
it for
yeah.
3 months. Whereas, you know what? I want to try this shit out. I just want to deal with one girl. And it was amazing.
Yeah.
But nigga, that fucking thing in my belly.
Yeah.
Like, nigga, I got to go over here. And mind you, I'm being a good ass nigga.
Yeah.
Bitch is like, I want to see you fresh.
Yeah.
It's been so long.
Yeah.
I'm like, what the fuck?
Girls come out that woodworks.
Bro,
Yes.
her friend hit me up. I'm like, what
They can
the
sense
fuck?
it. They can
They can
sense you're
sense
in a
it. They can sense it,
relationship.
yeah.
And I was was good, nigga. I did for 3 months. I didn't do shit.
You ever had like a girl fly in town and there'd be like 5 bitches you never talked
Yes.
to all of a sudden? I see you tonight. Where you at? I'm in town. What the fuck?
Why
is that?
I see them.
Like what the
Nigga,
Like,
I'm
what
at a crib,
nigga.
go to the hotel.
I'm at
It's a
dinner.
real thing.
I'm at
It's
dinner. I
real
see them,
shit.
and they're like, I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Where were you last week, bitch?
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck, man?
How does that work? That's the most
Now you
astonishing
making
shit
just
ever
saw
seen.
it.
shit.
I
Which
just saw
pussy
you with
wants
another
more,
girl.
nigga? Do I want the one I know is guaranteed? Do I want to take a
but
risk
I
on the
been
new
wanted
one?
this one,
Yeah.
but this one's here out the
Hell
floor
yeah,
across
you
the
know that
sky.
guaranteed. So.
But I wanted this one. She's
Yeah,
here.
yeah,
I've been
yeah,
talking
yeah.
to her for 2 years. She's finally in town. All
Playing
of a
with the
sudden,
egg.
I'm
Listen.
here. Guess who's in town?
Listen,
What?
listen.
You're where?
Listen, Owen Cook, Leonardo, they figured out what works for them. I ain't mad at them. That's
Bro,
their thing.
Leonardo does drugs and fucks them to heavy metal.
That's legendary.
10 at the same time.
But-
That's not a realistic answer.
but he's-
But that's what I'm saying. Look at him.
we don't
he's
even
going
listen
out.
to heavy metal.
He's going out like a conqueror.
But he's doing what he wants to do is the point.
Yeah.
And that nigga look happy,
And that's
bro.
all we can do. That's all we
Look,
can
man.
do as men. Do what we want to do. Because the moment you would leave that to somebody else and say, I'm going to do what you want to do,
Then they go got you.
you got you.
Now your ass fried. That's what I'm saying. So like,
So I
do you
think,
go with your natural instincts of fuckery and debauchery to the end, or do you tap out to try to be a good guy?
I think God.
No,
hold
no,
on,
you
hold on,
ever
hold
win
on.
trying to
No,
be
no,
a
no,
good
I
guy?
think
There
God,
is an
I
answer
think God
where-
needs to save us, bro. God needs to save us because we need help.
Yeah.
God
Yeah.
help us, bro. Because
No,
we
God needs to save married men too. They're simps.
They're
fucking
misery. They're
pathetic.
misery.
Yeah.
They hate it.
Yeah.
Yeah. But check this out. There has been, like, bro, let's not forget in the Bible, King Solomon had 1,000 wives.
Yeah, and that
You
nigga
know?
was the
Yeah.
smartest.
And by the way, biblically, it's not who you sign papers with you're married to. In spirit realm, it's who you're having sex with that you're married to.
Yeah.
So it could be some random you're married to her for that night.
Yeah.
That's how the laws of karma work.
Yeah.
But I really want to talk about, like, there is an option of, bro, I once lived with 2 women and it was fucking awesome.
So
It was fucking awesome.
Is it
2
balance
women and
in
just
doing
me.
that? Is that the best way, truly,
For
a
guys
real-
like us,
Just be like, I'm
maybe that's like
That's the
getting
only
us
way.
ready for one bitch.
Yeah.
Maybe that gets us because then you're living with them. So it's like it's a good step towards getting married because now you have to live with them, you have to shower and be ready for them, and you know what I
You
mean.
can't- I don't feel like you have kids in the household when you got numerous
I'm
women
sorry,
there.
bro.
You know what I'm saying? Like, okay,
Yeah.
I got 2 girls,
Yeah.
and then I got a kid with them, kid
No,
with them.
I'm
That's
saying
kind of
if
Oh
organic,
shit! DPG thing to get the $300 and 50
Oh,
subs.
shit.
Still on the
Shout
market
out
for you,
to
brother.
dope, man. Shout out to him.
Thank you, bro, for supporting,
W
bro.
Panel, Savage,
W, bro.
Fresh.
W Panel, Savage Brigade Fresh. W Bills behind the wheels, cooking guys. Keep on keeping on.
Oh,
Thank you, brother. Appreciate it, bro.
we talking to these people.
It's real
'Cause
shit, bro,
it's
real
some-
shit. It's
It's
real
some
shit.
people out here that's dealing with this shit. They trying to understand too.
Yeah, as
and
men.
you're getting from top level monsters on earth that's giving
Yeah.
you this game.
Yeah.
Because it's real complexing. Because even when you try to be good, that's fake.
It's fake, bro.
That's
It's fake.
bullshit.
Yeah.
It's fake,
Yeah,
bro.
Like, I don't want to do that.
Hell yeah.
I don't.
Bro,
I don't.
yo, we need water bottles.
I need the blade. I want
Get some
my
water in the
blade
fridge
to stay
real quick,
bloody,
bro.
man.
some water in the fridge.
I gotta hang
Thank
up the
you.
battle axe.
Thanks,
I
bro.
gotta go out like Genghis Khan, man.
But what I will say, you can give us like 3 or 2. Thanks, bro. What I will say is that like right now, bro, we're in a good spot. We have options to choose, but at the same time, we're cursed because the curse of having that in you that never goes away
Right.
at this level, bro. When do you stop?
Cursed with options.
It's dangerous.
Yeah, it's dangerous.
Curse with options.
Yeah.
Curse with
And
options.
yo, I thank God that we're good, we're okay.
Yeah.
But it just takes one bitch
And they fried.
That's it.
and then fried niggas. That's what I'm kind of like, bro.
That's what I'm saying. That part 2, you gotta
It's
factor
scary, bro.
that in. You can't leave that out the equation.
Yeah, you can't, bro.
Like
Just
you
keep it
can't
real.
lose one battle and it's over. You know what I'm saying? You can lose one time and your ass is over with.
Bro.
You know what I'm saying?
Shannon Sharp, fucking who else?
All the greats.
Tyler Perry right now.
Tyler Perry,
bro. You saw
and
that
he
shit?
and he doing that with a man. He him and the bitch. He you know what I'm saying? He getting
That's
them
funny,
motherfuckers
isn't it?
colon coochie. And he gotta tap out. Bill Cosby.
Bill Cosby.
R. Kelly.
R. Kelly.
You know what I'm saying? Even Tupac, he was following the ass. He was going to jail for that before he died. Like people forget about that. Like it's so many, you know. Yeah, bro, it's scary. I mean, shit, all them Weinsteins and all them motherfuckers, they was living for a long time.
You don't have to get married, or you can get married and become Will Smith.
That's what I'm
That
but
nigga like
what I'm saying. Savagery still.
That nigga like
Because look, that him being married, it definitely helped his career.
Yeah.
That
Definitely
kept him
helped us.
moving up.
It kept him
Kept him
focused
healthy,
and
yeah.
working on his craft.
But he turned into a cuck.
And he's
Yes.
a madman. He slapped the nigga at the Oscar, so he in misery.
Yes,
still
he in misery. Yeah, hell yeah.
When you
That's a
relate that,
broken
are you
man.
signing up for misery?
in
Because I feel like if
misery.
you just, even though the motherfuckers go down, them barbaric motherfuckers, they was living free.
Yeah.
They was happy.
Yeah,
they
it
went
was.
to jail and shit, but they was happy. They wasn't fucking just sitting in the house like, I gotta deal with this bitch, bro. Shit.
Yeah.
They was fucking till they couldn't fuck no more. Like Diddy probably said sitting there trying like, hey, damn, I had a good time.
Yeah.
That's all I was doing.
I live life.
Oh, I was going crazy. You know what I'm saying? He
See,
did some wild shit
if
though.
you don't get married, your life does become like Diddy.
Right.
Yeah.
Like a
But
party
see-
life.
But
Yes.
see, at least we give guys the options to do what they want to do, and they can choose at what level they want to start or stop or continue.
Yeah.
So we give you the actual pills to say, okay, you know what? I can handle this pain, but how I do with the pain afterwards is up to you as a man. So
Yeah, so it's like I said, it's just inner thoughts of like, you know what I mean?
some
Like,
real people.
yeah.
You know
when
how
really think
humans
about
were
it.
designed for in every ancient mystery, religion, and tradition? They were designed to do 45 years of experimenting, sin, and all that crazy stuff. Like, just do whatever you want,
Yeah.
as long as there's some moral character development there.
that, yeah.
But basically, you fuck around, you figure out the world, and when you're done consuming the world around 45, which back then was like 33, but now it's 45.
Yeah.
When they're done at 45, and in a lot of ancient Indian scriptures, they even talk about this. At 45, they switch and they go from external to internal, where they meditate and have 1,000 kids. Like they turn into these fucking guru guys, right? But it was so interesting to me that I'm like, oh, there's half your life is for this, the other half is for family.
Yeah.
But everyone thinks 25 years old is for family, and that's for thousands of years
Not it.
has not
Bro,
been the
That
answer,
shit's
bro.
not it.
That is a
Impossible.
lie.
I never agree with
Misery,
that.
bro.
I never
Yeah.
agree with that.
Misery at its
It has to be
finest.
misery. Unless you're just a regular post
Well, if you're
office
born in a
worker.
system where you have to be married and, like a poor system, I get that.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
I'm talking about in the West, like right now, 25 as a dad,
Bro.
you look like a cringe fucking
You lose your job,
idiot.
bro. Things don't go your
Especially
way.
you got ambition. You really want to be somebody in life. You really got big goals and aspirations, and you're gonna cut that off.
Bro, I had a taste of that. Remember I married a single mom?
yeah, I remember that.
Bro, that experience taught me so much, bro, that like if I didn't go through that, bro, I might be married today.
Yeah, we forgot about
Would
that.
you never
got
do it
that-
again?
Yeah, you had
I
married a single mom.
never do it
That boy
again.
Crazy.
And
I don't think you have to go through that to not want it.
No. Hold on. It's different because going through it, you don't understand. I live with somebody with a kid.
How good's the pussy that you did that?
I know that
How
pussy was good.
That must have been
No,
insane.
so,
yeah,
no,
yeah,
you
yeah,
know what it was, bro? I did it for religion.
Wow, damn, dude.
No,
We talk about pussy.
No,
You
but
break it up.
no,
Yeah,
it's because
good.
I didn't want to be doing
Good.
sin
All right.
in front of God like that. So
Right.
you know what?
Oh shit! I know what you mean.
Yeah.
I stayed
So-
1 year with a bitch to prove I can do it for God.
So then I was like,
Yeah.
you know what? I'm gonna do things by the book, the right way.
Yeah.
Which in essence kind of was bad because like I didn't do it with the right understanding.
Intentions,
And what happened was I ended up marrying
Were you
her.
simping?
No, I never simped.
What the? We've all simped at one point.
No, but you know what it was?
the fuck?
She'd be like, "Oh, take the kid to the park." I said no. She'd be like, "Oh, can you take him to school?" I said no. I gotta work. So what happened was that like I realized I was not happy at all.
Yeah.
I was depressed in my own crib because it was me, her, and the kid against me. You know what I'm saying? So I'm alone. It's two of them, and I can't do discipline because if I hit him,
Yeah.
I might get called by the cops. Or if I hit
sure.
him, I'll be schooled for because it's not my kid. Secondly, whenever he does bad, I gotta sit there and be like, "Fuck." So it's kind of like
Hell
I'm
no.
trapped in the prison of my own home because
Right.
Yeah.
but having that, I was like, dude, imagine it's my kid.
And you had to be trapped there.
And hold on, and then she turns him against me.
Right.
That's even worse because now it's my own seed saying, fuck you, dad.
Because you
I'm
can't
going with
control
mom.
him.
Yep.
Unless you're going to kill him or something. So
And
like
then-
you can't control those two things, bro.
And then she says, you know what? Get him out the house. So now it's her brainwashing my son, saying, oh, he's a bad dad. We're gonna stay alone. I got you.
Yeah.
And then I get rights. Oh, mom said this and that about you, and I believe her.
Right.
Yep.
So now I'm torn because even if it's my kid, I'm fucked up. So my thing is like this whole experience, bro. You may laugh at me, Zherka, whatever, make fun of me. That experience, bro, taught me so much that that'll never happen to me again.
It reminds me of something I always say that as a
Worst thing
man,
you could go through. That's a horrible one.
as a man, the same walls that we build up are the same ones we can find ourselves trapped in.
Yeah.
You can build a family in your house, your mansion, etc., whatever it is. Those things, that house itself, the expenses, it can be the same thing that keep you trapped.
Hell yeah.
Your family.
I just have to laugh because that thing Fresh went through. There's no other system in the world where a woman gains so much and Fresh, the man, gains so little.
Yeah.
So it's
Other
the
than
most
marriage.
disgusting system you can go through as a guy. And you know, there's guys in my DMs who will say shit like, yo, bro, I'm with a single mom and blah, blah, blah.
Right.
And I'm like, yo, we're not memeing when we say there's no bigger losing battle than that one.
Yeah,
That is,
yeah.
Right.
There's
There's no-
when you win, you lose.
There's no gain for a
damn.
young man trying to make it or a man in general trying to make it.
You're not being a good guy taking that.
You're not.
Like you're not being a good guy at all, bro. Because you're
look,
actually going to bed resenting
I'm
everything.
I'm a nice guy, But that was torture, bro.
Damn. God damn.
Even my worst enemy, I wouldn't want him to go through that bullshit. My worst enemy, bro. So, but yeah, guys.
I hate bitches with kids so much, bro. And they're some of the finest bitches on earth.
Don't
they be? That's why that pussy
it's some
get
bad ones,
nutted.
bro. It's some bad ones.
They're mistake makers.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And
Like,
they
ones,
super
bro.
photo
I
out
tell
too.
them to their face, and you know what's weird? This is the one thing that makes them like me more. It's like childish, kind of, but I tell them to their face, "Oh, you have a kid? I'm not into that, and I'm not doing game. I'm not manipulating. I'm not playing hard to get. You're a turnoff for having a child." And they still want to fuck.
They still want to fuck.
I'm like, yeah, okay.
Because they're bad decision makers. That's why. So they gonna do another.
That's
what he said, bro.
That's what it got in the first place.
They want to make another one.
They go make bad choices. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
What are you
But
doing?
I was worried if we smash, is she gonna have my kid? I was worried about that shit. I'm like, I don't
That
want.
pussy do be good, especially
Yeah.
if you got like 2 or 3. That shit be,
Yeah.
ooh, that shit's
Bro.
It's fertile.
liquidated.
It's scary, bro. It's scary.
extremely
Fertile. It's
fertile.
ready.
It's
Yeah,
scary.
you gotta play. You gotta play kindly with that. You know,
Bro, if she had a kid early, it kind of shows she's easy.
yeah, something happened.
Something like you're easy.
Or she's married. She's married.
Oh, come on.
That's very rare.
Yeah, it's
that's very
rare.
rare. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to all the single mothers. Y'all embarrassing.
Nowadays, getting married is like having a kid with someone.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh
Same
yeah,
shit.
yeah,
Different.
yeah.
Same shit.
It
That's how
ties
they
you
try to
down.
hold you to it. Yeah, I don't want to tie down to nothing. Man, I don't know, bro. Damn.
It's hard, bro.
crazy.
It's
Yeah.
hard being
I'm
men.
gonna go back home reflecting and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, because when you truly think of it, it's
All right,
like,
chat.
damn.
We're gonna find a way to bring this together at some point.
Is it about them winning? Is it about y'all winning, or do you want to win? Like,
Exactly.
we can win
I'm gonna
together.
go home and think about it.
Yeah, I want to.
yeah,
I
bro.
want to win.
For
Like,
real.
why
I gotta
not worry about
reflect
you
on
winning
this.
too? Like, I just want to win my life.
Real quick, we got some chats here.
Shit.
AAJ Entertainment says, I have Rumble Premium, CCN OSS. Rumble needs to fix this and only give free sub to users that don't have premium. Huh? No, that's shout out to you, bro, for
They got a lot
supporting.
of goddamn.
He said, fix what? Oh, the free sub to users. Oh, okay, for subs. You're right, bro. It should, let me write that down actually, so they can put it in the
You can
actual.
talk right directly to the motherfucking owner.
Yeah. What's the next one? That's a good actually comment there. Let me subs. All right. Yuri
God
Page
damn.
says, go to panel. Would you rather date a single mom or a single mom whose baby daddy passed away?
I'd say maybe the passed away, I guess.
Neither, nigga.
If I had to choose, I'd say
But,
the passed
yeah,
Yeah, I
away.
want
though.
the
Passed
nigga
away.
gone because that nigga might try to
Yeah.
kill nigga. Like, he find out organic fucking his kid, mama,
That-
that nigga gonna, that
and
nigga
my
gonna come
brain,
for me.
and my brain won't automatically go to her being a bad partner.
So you want to hear a joke,
yeah,
bro?
I want that nigga dead.
Anytime you date, anytime you,
Oh shit!
anytime you date a single mother, that obviously has kids, right?
No, he
you're
gotta be
seeing
dead.
the guy's face.
Yeah, he gotta be dead.
Yeah, you're seeing the guy's face every morning you wake up.
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
another man's seed you're taking care of.
Yeah, I ain't got time for that
and
shit.
that irks you, bro. Also, keep in mind if he's still there, he may not do shit for her when she's single. But no, you're in the picture. Best
He wanna
believe
come-
he
gonna be
want to see the
laying-
kids.
Yeah, I need him
He
dead.
want his rights. All that shit.
He want to hide in the bushes and shit, lay underneath your
I
car or
don't
something.
know. Where
Nah,
were you?
hell no. I want your ass out of here.
Where were you at the beginning?
Yeah.
So it's never good,
We
bro.
want to go to the funeral.
Yeah, I'll go for sure. I'll be there. I'm with that. I want his ass out of
That's
here.
funny, bro.
That
Yeah.
shit's scary,
We
man.
want to
the way
see him
baby
go
daddy.
down in that coffin.
Mandatory.
All right, guys. We'll do the last exits here for the conclusion. Dom, where can I find you? What's coming up next for you? Next.
Mainly just look for me on Twitch, same name, Dom Luker, and I'll just be streaming on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays.
There you go.
Man, you know, organic, man. Make sure you go to Instagram, Mr. Organic. Thank God I got my gram back. YouTube, Mr. Organic. Make sure you subscribe. And on top of that, stream my podcast, Organically Speaking, on all platforms. And of course, go to organiclifestyle.com, get that clothing, get that merch. You know, the greatness is on the way, man.
Also, you're gonna have on Zherka next, right?
Yeah, I need Zherka on
There
the
you go.
podcast.
Don't DeMarco.
I need my dog to go crazy. I need to hear that full story.
Hey, W Networking, man.
Yeah, for sure. I need
Zherka,
that.
where can I find you, bro?
TheZerkaOfficial.com. Check out the testimonials. I've changed hundreds of thousands of lives. And guess what? Money back guaranteed. Whatever your fucking problem is.
Support.
Now, fuck that. It's only, I want people who have either dating problems, business problems, or mindset problems. And I think you gain everything. All things will be added onto you if you fix the mind first. And if you ever wonder, like, yo, I don't know if I'm like for this, you gotta have money. You gotta have money to be around me.
Yeah.
Okay.
Makes sense.
First and foremost.
Also, guys, we're gonna do a stream tomorrow, and as well do the Zoom call for Castle Club. So stay tuned for that. But also, I got my new setup in my room. Actually, right now, Bill's has seen it. I'm gonna be doing solo streams as well, bringing on girls for one-on-one dates like I used to back in the day on a fresh start on YouTube and Rumble. But also we're gonna be doing network meetups for CEO Network in August in Vegas. So see you guys there, man. And until then, bro, thank you for coming, guys. This is a great podcast.
No problem. Appreciate you having me, bro.
We're out here, man. Peace.
Shout out Gary.